It's America's worst nightmare, Howard Stern.
Yeah, baby. It's the weekend. The weekend. Tell your boss to shove it. Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. How are you? It's time to start the show for all of you. I know you'll enjoy it because we have lots of things planned for today. Thank you. Those are the words to that song. Everyone always writes me, what are the words? All those are them. You know, That's a great song that Gary sings. Did you hear her big green teeth, Robin?
Yes.
Isn't that a great one?
I always enjoy it.
Don't you love listening to that?
It sounds so natural for him.
I love big green teeth. I like because my gums are gray. Even though...
Never gets old.
Never gets old. Gary saw me...
That's his best song.
Yeah, Gary saw me in the office chuckling. He goes, boy, you enjoy this song way too much. I go, I know. It's just such a good... I say, your singing on it is really good, too.
He does a wonderful performance.
Yeah, you do. You always put pride in your work. Even on Bongo Fiesta when you played that ape, you really tried, you know? I mean, you always...
You got to do something, do it all the way.
Right.
Even if it's being a moron.
Even on the New Year's Eve show when you did the Baba Booey dance. I mean, you really...
I worked hard.
In fact, on our backstage tape, which a lot of people are getting now and enjoying, you'll see what Gary goes through backstage to prepare and the nervousness and the energy that goes into this performance.
And the anger that someone got in his way.
Yeah, he'd worked so hard and then... He starts screaming about that homo who threw the banana.
I'd like to point out right now. Wait a minute, I'd like to point out right now that I have donated every year $100 to the Gay Men's Health Crisis.
Is that right?
A whole $100.
Because Gary does a bit of gay bashing on the backstage tape.
I'm not a homophobe. I am not a gay basher.
What is it you say on the backstage tape?
Oh man,
Gary, let me explain a little bit of the backstage tape. So many of you have ordered at 1-800-52-STERN, and I encourage you to keep doing because eventually this will be a collector's item. But just for those of you who want to pick up the phone today, I'll entice you with this. What is it? You're backstage, and you watch Gary go through rehearsal, and he's really intense about learning his song.
Yeah.
And he's got the ape costume on, and Stuttering John's helping him with the ape costume, and there's all kinds of preparation going into this ape dance that Gary's going to do New Year's Eve.
This is his big moment.
Yeah, the big ape dance. And you're backstage, and Gary's all sad, and he's nervous because he wants to get it just right. And I guess when you get out there, what threw you was that the homo takes the banana. Right. You remember that guy who was dressed up like a girl?
Taboo.
Taboo.
Taboo, I'd like to apologize in advance.
Yeah, right. So Taboo took a giant banana.
Right. Now, remember, I have a headset.
Right.
So I can...
So the banana, he smacked you in the head with the banana.
And it knocked my headset loose. But I didn't know it was a banana.
And then you took a swing at him, but...
No.
You pushed the banana away.
I smacked him away.
All right. Yeah.
He sort of,
I
strong-armed him.
All right.
And it wasn't him, it was the banana.
Right, you smacked the banana. All right, go ahead.
And then I got back there and I said, that son of a bitch, I can't believe I was doing really good, and then he hit me in the head with a banana. I said, that wristed. I said, I feel like kicking the hell out of him. I said, I bet it's nothing that's never happened while he's walking around the village at night.
Yeah, it was just a little mean, vicious thing going on while this woman is powdering Gary for his next segment.
Yes, getting ready for re-emergence.
You know what my favorite thing on the backstage tape is? When the woman is powdering you, and there's such energy going into making Gary look handsome. I don't know, that gets me.
Don't you remember my next appearance? My next appearance was when I came out to eat those girls' food.
Oh, that's right.
So I had to look good for that.
Right. He had to chew up a bunch of food so girls would eat the regurgitated food. So she had to powder him just right for that.
Can I just say
I don't get to see you backstage because I'm busy working. Right. To follow you around backstage is my greatest pleasure on the backstage tape.
We never had a microphone on me when I was eating that food to point out what it was that I ate.
Yeah.
So when you get the videotape, people want to know it was roasted turkey, chocolate blackout cake, and spinach all mixed together. Is what that girl ate. It's important to know.
I don't know. I'm not feeling. I feel a little nauseous this morning, so don't even talk to me about it.
Hey, Captain Jenks is in town, and he was around Manhattan yesterday. And guess who he ran into in a restaurant and went up and talked to?
Who?
Woody Allen.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, got a great story.
What's the story?
Well, you want him to tell you? Let's put it this way. Soon Yi is now the proud owner of a Stern for Governor button.
Is she really? Did they want it or no?
He handed it to him. Woody handed it to Soon Yi, and she put it in her pocketbook.
Oh, really?
So, I don't know if they threw it away when they left.
I'm a big Soon Yi fan.
A vote's a vote.
Yeah.
Is she 18?
But
I would actually like Woody Allen to direct my film.
Well, he asked Woody, what would happen. Was he going to vote for you for governor? And Woody commented on. He said that if you win for governor, he's moving out of the state.
I guess there's your answer to the director.
Yeah, I guess so. Isn't that amazing that Woody Allen, a guy of really despicable morals, I mean, really, he's with Mia Farrow, he has this whole family with her, and he runs off with her daughter.
See,
he would leave.
Never be clear. I don't think Woody knows that he did anything wrong.
I know he's in denial, but he would leave New York State if I win. I mean, he's repulsed by me. That is amazing to me.
We might change the laws about dating children.
Maybe. Yeah, I might make it illegal.
Make it raise the age and get him in trouble.
Celebrities are no longer allowed to date their wives' daughters.
They're young.
To date their young. Hey. Is he going to tell us that story, or is that pretty much the story?
That's pretty much the story, unfortunately.
No, that's fine. Rather than go through Captain Jenks' whole explanation, it's easier getting it from you.
Yes.
Okay, so let's take a break. We'll be back with lots of show for you. We have a mystery guest today.
A mystery guest? We haven't had that in a long time.
The owner of the Yankees is going to call in today, George Steinbrenner. Lots of things. Some girl wants to come in and take her clothes off for us. Regular girl, which I always like.
We already had that this week.
Always good the day before vacation, Robin.
Well, if a regular girl wants to come in and take her clothes off so we can evaluate her physique.
Stopped.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's a holiday.
It's a holiday. We have to do it.
It's an Easter thing.
Good Friday.
I still have to play you Jim Jensen yelling about me running for governor.
I forgot that we didn't get to that yesterday until I got home.
Yeah.
I thought about it then.
We'll be back right after these words.
The Howard Stern Show.
I'm picking my nose. That's why I'm a little disjointed this morning. I'm a little out of sorts, Robin.
In fact, I'm trying to think of exactly. She's going to pay like $210.
Okay, Robin.
Paid $500 for.
Robin.
Well, I was just so excited.
We're out of that now. We're in a whole different thing. No offense. You're getting carried away. It's not that important. Yeah, no, that commercial was very good, but now it's time to do something a little more entertaining. People are into the commercials.
I want to give it my all.
Yeah, you did. You're a trooper, and believe me, you'll get another chance at that story. If you don't think you got it right the first time, we'll have about 900 more chances within next week. Anyway, good morning, everybody. Good night, and we'll see you in a week. That's pretty much my game plan for this morning.
That's how you feel about today.
And that's it. Well, there's so much going on, I don't even know where to begin. I didn't see, on the front page of the newspaper, it's Madonna used the F word 12 times on the Letterman show last night.
Well, I'm pulling it.
Oh, you have it?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know, man. She's kind of sexy, and she came out and she shocked everybody. And what's the big deal?
Sexy?
Yeah, she's sexy. She's sexy. There isn't a guy who wouldn't do her.
Well, that doesn't mean anything.
Oh, yeah!
It means something. There were girls out there guys wouldn't do. And she came out there, and she likes to shock people. So she used the F word, and it's not like the show isn't pre-recorded. Everyone was like, oh, my God, she used the F word. But the shows, they could have cut out the whole appearance and ran a rerun if they didn't like it. Ridiculous.
Well, that was my point exactly. With most people, they would have pulled the whole show and not ran it.
I know. It's weird. I know, like, if
there's a certain rule for Madonna, she gets to use these words.
Yes, the F word. The F word.
Dave doesn't declare that she'll never do his show again.
Oh, no, he'd have her on tonight. He'd have her on for a second appearance in a row. Well, just so...
a big joke with her.
Leno decided to compete last night. He had John Ritter burp. And fart on the couch.
He's a fighter.
And Leno wants to win. This guy wants that job. Oh yes. Oh yeah.
He's got eye of the kitten.
Eye of the what?
Eye of the kitten.
Eye of the kitten. Yeah, I got eye of the kitten. Yeah, what do you do if you're Leno and Letterman's got Madonna on using the F word 12 times?
Stay home and watch it.
yeah, watch his show.
That's very true. You know, Jackie, I don't mind you laughing at your own joke this time because that was a good one.
That happens once in a while.
Okay.
Thank you, both.
You say so. Thank you. Oh, this is it? I didn't get to see it. Now, do we have it on tape, on videotape?
No.
Oh, we don't. Because, listen, that's terrific she used the F word 12 times. That's good for his ratings. He gets people talking about the show. Listen, that's what he's after. Yeah, exactly. They wrote it for her.
Right, but if you had said to them, look, I want to go out and say the F word 12 times to the pre-screening person.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I want to do a little thing with the F word tonight.
I don't know why I get so much.
You realize this is being broadcast, don't you?
Yeah.
He's so pleasant to her.
Oh, yeah, he's not upset with her at all.
That's a big star.
You know, you've really changed since the last time I was on the show.
Well, we haven't seen you since like 6 years, 7 years or so.
You used to be really kind of, like, cool.
I know. There is no bigger dweeb than me.
Money's made you soft.
Really? You think so?
Yeah.
In what sense?
Because you just kiss up to everybody in your show now.
Yeah, she's doing so well. She's a wild woman.
She looked great, though.
You just kiss up to everyone. Yeah, well, yeah, that's how I get guests, you retard. I'm trying to get...
who's going to come on to get beat up?
Yeah, you stupid twit. She's so dumb.
You out here before.
You nitwit. You should have just wailed on her. You stupid
but she
nitwit.
gets away with this all the time.
Yeah, well, the guys were all intimidated by her. Tell her to come on this show. See if we'll get intimidated. We'll see who's more outrageous. Come on this show. Hey, she whips out some panties. I'll be sniffing them.
Absolutely.
She don't have to take them off, though.
In fact, why would she take them off backstage?
You piece of used meat. Take them off right here in the studio. I'll do something to you. I'll definitely get to third base. Sit on my lap. Wife or no wife, I'm going for it. That girl's famous.
She could excuse that.
Right.
People don't want to hear the word.
Oh, stop it! Will you stop? Ladies and gentlemen, turn down your volume. Turn the volume down immediately. She can't be stopped. There's something wrong with her.
What do people think?
What, Dave never heard that word before?
I know.
I'm sure Mrs. David Letterman screamed it out a few times. Dave, that's what I never learned on television. You have to act like you're shocked by everything.
Yeah, that this is, oh my God.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
He reminded me of when I was watching, when you parody like those zookeepers. Oh, did he say?
Oh my God. Oh, it's the zookeeper. Did you just say penis?
Wait a minute. I'm going to take this job and shove it.
Whoa.
It's fine. He just is the ratings blind.
Yeah, it's ratings.
Like
Who
a
cares?
cash register.
And they go back, and Morty goes back there, and they bleep the F word out.
It's not funny. Forget it.
It's not funny.
Oh, she was supposed to read her own top 10 list, and then she looked at it and said, that's not even funny, forget it, and threw it away. So everybody's applauding her.
How's she look? Good?
She looked great, man.
Yeah, she's got a little skanky body, but it looks like I'd like to throw it in the rack and see what I can do to it.
Have you ever seen Body of Evidence?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, but Robin, come on.
Oh, she got too wiry, right?
What? She got a little wiry. That runner physique with the muscles, with the Dachau look.
Sinew and bone and
the
she doesn't
vein.
even look like she knows what to do with whatever little she has.
She used to be better. No, she knows what to do with it. You don't have that much sex and not learn something.
I don't know. She didn't look like she knew in that movie.
I'll tell you, Robin looks like she knows what she's doing.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's why I was so disappointed in Madonna.
You were bored.
And they call her a sex star?
You were hoping to learn something.
Forget about it.
But when I do a movie, I'm going to have you in some nude scenes with me in the sack. I want to find out what you know. I really do. I always think you know so much about sex. I wonder if you're that good.
She was a nurse.
What's nursing got to do with it?
Well, how she talks, it sounds like she's like, a sex vixen or something.
Yeah. There she goes.
Recorded laugh.
No, that's a real laugh.
That's even longer than the one
you know how Robin talks about how, like, you know, how things happen, the peaches and the champagne, and then wild things happen.
They don't just happen unless you intend for them to happen.
Right.
No,
things don't just happen.
There just happen to be champagne and peaches there.
Yeah.
And there just happen to be handcuffs there.
And she's eating off their bodies.
I don't know if I could, like, if you ever with Robin, if you could just stop laughing. I think you'd stop laughing.
What, aren't you supposed to have fun?
I don't think in the middle of sex she's laughing.
You're not laughing. You're too busy hanging on.
A rodeo.
You last 8 seconds. You get
She's like a bucking bronco.
You know what? It was funny because I was writing a couple of chapters.
Yeah, right.
Writing some chapters of my book, and they actually read like pornography. I have to clean
Is that
them
right?
up.
Yeah. No, don't clean them up. Exaggerate.
Exaggerate? No, this was just real. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. No wonder you're all worn out.
I mean, there's actually sex stories in there, Robin?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She's another Anne Rice.
Oh, man.
So,
maybe I ought to change my own name in some of those stories.
Yeah, so what do you want to tell me about Letterman?
Oh, no, I'm just gonna be color commentary. You know, I saw it last night.
Yeah, commentary. So give me some commentary. You saw it. So in other words,
it sounded to me like Madonna was like, you know, hitting on Dave. You know.
Yeah.
You know, and in fact, she even asked him one time if David's got a girlfriend, and he admits he's got a girlfriend and the whole deal.
Oh yeah, opened up a little. That's Dave's thing. He can't open up about his personal life. It's very, very private.
Yeah, it seemed very traumatic for him to just say yes, I have a girlfriend.
Yeah, it's very, very, very hard to admit that. He can't admit he has a girlfriend. What is that?
He's 100 years old.
He has a girlfriend.
It is embarrassing to have a girlfriend, Dave.
Yeah, like maybe commit to one of these girlfriends already. 150 years old. Yeah, I have a girlfriend.
I have a girlfriend.
He's like a little boy.
Carried her book.
Yeah, he's like, oh my God, the F word. Yeah, I have a girlfriend. I have a girlfriend. I'm embarrassed to admit I have a girlfriend. You know, and the other guys might think I'm goofy.
Spanky.
Yeah.
Spanky little.
At one point, Milan.
Dude, it's okay to have a girlfriend. Dude, admit it. Live with it. Get into it.
Be proud.
Yeah, be proud to be a girl lover. So interesting. Show business. All right, John, why am I looking at you?
Because you just wanted me to tell you this.
No, get out of here.
All right, I'm not.
You had nothing. You saw the Letterman appearance, but you have nothing to say about it.
I just told you something.
Yeah, you just told me you saw it.
No, I just added a couple of things.
What did you say?
Just told you about how he had the girlfriend, about how he looked like the zookeeper, you know.
Yeah. All right, good.
Couple of things.
All right, that really helped.
Thank you, John.
Thanks, John. Glad you saw it. Good observational material this morning from John. Thanks. Good gear.
I say a genuine thank you, and he curses me.
Hello, Washington. You're on the air.
Yeah, I saw Madonna last night on David Letterman. She looked like a skank.
Thank you.
Thank you. What are you at war with her?
I'm not at war with her. She was horrible looking. She had her hair parted in the middle, was dyed black, and she's starting to get old. You see all the wrinkles around her eyes?
And she's smoking a
She looked
cigar,
terrible.
right?
Yeah, she smoked a cigar, and she said Dave sucked off the end of it first.
Oh, yeah.
And somebody finally got tired of the audience and yelled for her to get off.
Yeah, but it must be kind of fascinating. I bet she's got big ratings. She's kind of interesting.
Well, she was, but she didn't know what to do either. She sat up there. It got boring. Dave didn't have any questions for her. She went on and on and on. They should have kicked her off.
I don't know. It's got everyone talking. It's on the front page of all the newspapers. So, I don't know.
Just because she said the F word, though.
The F word.
You know, if you just get up and say F, 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 that's not creative.
No, that means I'm never on TV again.
And she didn't have anything to promote either. She was just there.
She was into hanging out. All right, you know what? I'm bored with her anyway. Thanks.
All right.
I don't want to talk about Madonna. I don't know how I feel about her.
You're confused.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Maybe I can help you with it.
Just everyone's so friggin' shocked by the F word. It's like we have like an infantile society. I got to tell you, we have a bunch of children running around.
Isn't that the safe harbor period, though, after whenever Letterman's on?
Yeah.
Should have let it go.
Sure.
And after she had said F and he didn't react, she wouldn't have had anything to do.
Yeah. He's like a little boy. F word. Oh, my God.
Turn down your set.
That's how my kids act when they hear the F word.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, my God, that's a curse word. Oh, my God. We have a nation of adults who act like children.
Yeah, they act like 10-year-olds.
Yeah. Oh, my God. The F word.
Do you realize this is for broadcast?
You know. If you pulled out a gun, I might be like, oh, my God.
Yeah.
You know, that might actually freak me out. You're on in New York.
Howard?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to order your videotape today.
Good. You're going to like it.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I just decided because I heard that guy yesterday say it was good.
Yeah, it's really good.
You had to wait for a personal endorsement.
Yeah, well, that's how most people are, but I'm just telling you that it's good to order it today because, especially you're gonna end up really liking the poster and everything else about it because it is limited edition. And
I'm just surprised they didn't trust you.
You know, we only made a limited amount.
I want to get that poster before it runs out, too.
Yeah.
It's
so,
great.
Yeah. Call 1-800-52-STERN. I'm telling you, you'll really like it. It's really a fun thing, and the backstage stuff is fun also. Okay, watching Gary prepare for his big number is worth it, believe me. Believe me, it's worth it. And then the backstage party, you got to see what's going on. If you're a fan of the show, you got to keep up on this stuff.
I didn't order the pay-per-view, so...
Yeah, and plus you'll see the event.
Yeah, that's what I want to see.
Yeah, so you'll have a good time with it.
Okay.
I promise
You're in for a real treat.
Yeah, you'll have fun.
That's good.
All right, dude.
All right, bye.
Bye.
God, is the dude. He needs that tape quick. Could they do a rush on it?
So I called Prodigy again yesterday, you know, that computer service, to see where I was in the polls. They're taking this big statewide and countrywide poll on whether or not I should be governor.
Yes.
And I was winning. Yesterday in New York State, I was up 52% to like
Good.
Cuomo's 26 or 5 or something like that.
Wow.
And it's like a two-man race or something. And nationwide, I was at 42%.
I saw Big Black outside yesterday.
Lucky you. You seeing him?
Registering for the party.
Oh, for Libertarian Party?
So he can be at the convention, I guess.
Yeah, I was in a meeting all yesterday working out this equal time thing. It's throwing a real loop into my campaign.
Is it?
Well, yeah, it's like no one's real clear on all the laws and everything because once I become a bona fide candidate... Did you know bona fide? It said bona fide. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah. I always thought it was bona fide candidate.
Yeah.
It's bona fide.
Where?
Everywhere. I didn't know it. It's bona fide candidate.
You're making a joke.
No. The word is bona fide.
Is that right?
That's how it's pronounced.
I think you're right.
I know I'm right.
No saying
So
human
now-
says it that
Because
way.
I kept saying bona fide.
We have to say bona fide?
Yeah, bona fide candidate.
Ooh, bona
I
fide.
don't know if I ever heard that word out loud before. You
It's
know?
bona fide. I always say bona fide. I always thought the word...
Bona fide, I've said.
Nobody ever said
But it's bona fide. Can you believe that? Bona fide candidate.
Nobody would say it.
Well, all the lawyers say bona fide. All the station executives bona fide.
Really? They were all bona fideing in your meeting?
Yeah, we were all saying, if Howard is a bona fide candidate, and you know, I keep saying bona fide because I'm embarrassed to say bona fide.
You giggle like every time.
No, because I've heard it. You know, there's this guy I know who's in real estate. And when I was buying a house, I called him once and I said, you know, if I bid on this house, well, how much is it? He goes, well, if you make a bona fide offer, and I was just saying, boy, is he a retard.
Yeah.
He's a real wealthy guy, and he's smart and everything, I thought, but he's saying bona fide, and doesn't he realize the word is bona fide? So then I'm in the meeting he can't read, because the word is spelled F-I-D-E, bona fide.
Yeah.
Bona fide.
So I said, oh, my God, doesn't he realize it's bona fide? I mean, he's a guy in real estate. He should know that.
Hey, tide is spelled T-I-D-E.
It's not tidy. Yeah, right. Dirt can't hide from intensified tidy. So anyway, I'm in the meeting yesterday, and they're talking about whether or not I can really run for governor and maintain my job here. And at what point would I become a bona fide candidate? And I'm going, oh, man. Bona fide.
Well, when are you bona fide?
Shut up with that laugh track, Fred. Only play it when we do a disgusting news story.
The dictionary gives 4 pronunciations.
No,
And bona fide is acceptable.
I know, but they all use bona fide.
And it's also the first one.
Yeah.
Bona fide is the first pronunciation.
I know
all
it was
say-
a lawyer thing.
No, all these guys say
Right.
bona fide.
That's a
Is that
show
a
off.
Latin
Yeah,
pronunciation?
that's what it is.
I don't know what it is.
It's like they got their own little
Right.
lingo, and they're going to use it whenever they're together.
There were 5 guys in the meeting, and I was the only one saying bona fide.
Yeah, but
Everyone
they've all
else,
been talking to each other a lot.
yeah, they've all been saying bona fide. It was really goofy, and I got so distracted, I don't know what any of them said, because I was just laughing about the word bona fide, because it was just so funny that I was in a meeting where people were actually using the word bona fide. And what was weird about it was, they had to have a meeting with me to find out if I was really serious about running for governor, because otherwise...
Bona fide doesn't even...
Yeah,
come
yeah.
into
Like
the issue.
no one believes I'm really serious. I said I am serious. You guys, because they said, okay, what is the outcome here? What do you want to have happen? I said, I want to be governor of New York. They go, no. But really, what do you like? What's the goal here?
Yeah.
I go, I want. They said, well, you want to be off the radio? I said, no. I want to be on the radio, and I want to be governor. I don't think being governor is all that hard.
No offense, but they just try to make it seem hard. But I only have 3 things to do, and then I'm out of there, and I can be on the radio and be governor at the same time. I could juggle a few things at the same time.
There's no problem once you're elected. You can be on the air.
Yeah. The problem is, at what point you have to take yourself off the air. The election is November 15th, and let's see. Now, the Republicans and the Democrats don't pick a candidate till September.
Right. That's what I thought. It was that September through November window.
But the station has a contract with me, and they don't want me off the air. So I have 2 options.
So what are your options?
Well, first of all, Governor Cuomo has stated that he thinks me running is a good idea, and he doesn't want equal time.
Unless the Republicans do.
No, he didn't say that.
That's what I read.
No, he said, I don't... Yeah, right. But he doesn't care.
Right.
Not whether unless the Republicans do.
I read that as long as the Republican candidate turns down their equal time thing.
Oh, is that what he said?
Yeah.
So I'm going to approach both the Republicans and the Democrats and ask them if they are interested in competing with me. I'm going to say to them, listen, I'm going to make an announcement that you guys are afraid of me, that you don't want me to run for government. And I'll just throw all my support to the other candidate if you come back down. I'll threaten them a little bit.
Okay.
And also someone else will win.
You play hardball.
Right. So I'm gonna ask Cuomo to be a man of his word, and ask him to sign off on it, and the Republicans to sign off on it.
So now let me ask you something. As long as these 2 candidates are okay with it, that means it's okay for you to be on the air?
Yeah, pretty much. But there's a whole bunch of equal time rules and stuff like that. So I'm still looking into it and everything. But I don't know. It's going to be tough, but I'm going to work something out. I'm going to find a way to run. I'm bona fide. Be bona fide. So, it's a matter of sitting down and trying to get the law. No one knows the law for sure. It's like, I had 2 different lawyers on the phone, and 2 different lawyers gave me 2 completely different answers.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I wondered if you said they could be on with you anytime, as long as they wanted, anytime you were on the air.
Yeah.
If that wasn't enough.
Yeah, I don't know. There's all kinds of complications. You know what it is? My eyeball blew out from this stupid meeting. I can't even see out of it.
I see you blinking over
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I don't know. It got, like, yesterday I was, like, real annoyed. Like, being governor is easier than being in the meeting to run for governor.
Just imagine, well, you're not going to, are you going to take meetings as governor?
No. Except for the death penalty stuff and also for the tolls. Yeah, I'm going to have to take some meetings just to get that all going. But once I'm done with that.
You think your meetings have been difficult so far?
Well, you see, when I'm governor, there's not going to be any arguing.
Oh.
It's just going to be,
That's not a dictatorship.
Yes, it is. I have 3 goals in mind, and I will dictate what's going to go on in my administration. I'm not going to sit there and listen for opinion. I don't want to hear, well, a lot of these guys have families, so they have to dig these potholes during the day so they can be with them at night. I don't want to hear any of that.
Well, we have union regulations.
Yeah. I know plenty of radio guys who have worked overnights for 20 years, and they've never seen their families. They've yet to meet their families.
They have children they don't know about.
So get a bunch of single guys who don't have families who want to work overnights.
But what about their, I'm sure union things and all kinds of junk. You have to
don't care.
Union leaders.
I'll break the union.
Yeah.
I'll break the union's balls. I want them fixing the roads at night.
They can switch you up.
Let them do whatever they want. They can work it out. It's fine with me. Just don't let me see you during the day or I'll throw up. 20 guys standing around fixing one hole.
Did you see your guy yesterday? Your same spot?
No, they moved him. 20 guys standing around fixing a hole. 19 of them eating lunch. One of them with the shovel, staring at the shovel. And here it is, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, Long Island Expressway, and there are thousands of commuters holed up while these guys dig a hole.
Howard.
And I'll tell you something, they got to do this at night. That's all there is to it.
Don't you see those big, ugly arrows in your dreams?
Yes. Oh, please, especially when you're trying to get somewhere.
Oh.
That arrow. Like, that arrow's going to help.
That big blinking arrow that never comes up soon enough.
Right.
It always blocks traffic.
Yeah. Big blinking arrow. You want to ram your car with it. I tell you. Now I know why Jack Nicholson took out that golf club, started swinging at people's windshields. I know exactly what... He was right. Crying out loud. I got to take a little break. We'll get right back to the program. There's a whole bunch of things going on today. We'll be back right after these words.
We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
Anyway, you know, if people ask me why I'm running for governor, real quick on this, here's a perfect example. Here's a dude. You know, we have like retards who hang around the show, like different goofy guys. Gary, bring in
Wack Pack?
Yeah, this is one of these goofy guys. Oh, let me get him in here, and I'll explain who he is.
All right.
Where's that goofy guy? Oh, here he is.
Monster Dan.
Who is that?
Monster Dan.
Hey, Monster Dan. How you doing?
Boy.
Monster Dan walks around with a giant like cowboy hat and a weird outfit, and he has a Howard Stern for Governor sign, and he's been out in front of the building for like 2 days, and he's way too old to be doing this. How old are you, Monster Dan?
I'm 39, Howard.
39,
right, sure.
Yeah, sure. How old are you, Monster Dan?
I'm
Put your hat back on.
Oh, my God.
Monster Granddad.
Come on, be honest. You're not 39.
No, I'm 39.
You're younger than me.
He's got children 39 now.
Yeah.
39.
Hop along nutcase. No, but you're kind of like
Morning, Robin.
Good morning.
you're kind of like a nutty guy, right? I mean, would you agree?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What's your story? What do you do for a living?
I own the Art Arena. It's in Route 46 in Fort Lee, and you know, I'm an artist. I sell paintings, posters, and stuff like that.
So anyway, he's real goofy. He walks around in a goofy cowboy outfit.
And those blue...
Calls himself
Great.
Monster Dan, but he really is Monster Forehead Dan because he's probably got no hair up there.
Hey, thanks, Howard.
What's your story? You gay or are you straight?
Oh, I'm straight.
Are you?
Yeah.
Boy, you had me guessing on that
Yeah,
one.
he's fooling everybody.
Yeah. That scarf kind of makes you look gay, and the outfit.
It looks like a Boy Scout.
He looks like a child molester, but he's not. Right? Don't you? Did anyone ever tell you that before?
No, Howard.
No? I'm not the first one?
Nobody lets you babysit, though.
Well, my sister does let me babysit.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Really?
Derek and James, I babysit.
All right. Well, he's basically a good man. He's just goofy.
You sure?
Yeah. Would it be fair to say you're king of the retards?
Yes, Howard.
Okay, all right. So anyway, so he's out there, and he used to travel with this other guy.
Oh, this is the guy.
Yeah, this guy. Who was that dude you used to travel around with?
That was my best friend, Don the Animal.
Don the Animal.
Yes,
and Don the Animal bought it. And how many guys is Monster Dan
going to be able to click with
and find other guys to dress up like him and walk around
and be with him
and with signs and stuff and walk around?
Yeah, we were doing it for about, we went to high school together. We were doing it for about, 10, 11 years.
Did you guys work together as well?
Yes, we had a comedy music duo. We did jobs.
He was like your goofy partner.
Yeah, he was a wonderful friend, Howard.
Oh.
What happened to him?
Well, nobody really knows. They found him off the Cross Bronx Expressway. And,
Found him what, dead?
No, yeah, he was shot a couple times.
What do you think happened?
I think that the theory is that he either got a flat or something like that. His car broke down there, and I guess he was trying to make a phone call or something, and that was it.
Wow. You can't even get a flat tire in this town.
No. That's taking your life into your hands.
Are you a suspect?
Why weren't you with him at the time?
Yeah, right. I mean, no offense. You're always with the guy, and now suddenly they find him dead.
I tell you, he was as bald as me, Howard. Yeah. He was ill-tempered, and he was very unreliable. And, there were times I was very mad at him.
Yeah, right.
No.
You never would do
No, I would never do that, Howard.
Right.
Oh, boy.
You know, you look a little
Don't
like...
look around like that, Dan.
Yeah, right. What?
Which of us is next?
Yeah, right.
He whipped around like he heard a voice coming from behind him.
You don't hear voices in your head, do you? Do you?
No, Howard.
Have you ever heard a voice in your head?
No, Howard.
No, okay.
Kill.
Anyway. Kill. No, but anyway, Monster Dan had this companion in life. This guy,
You don't have a woman,
You married?
I was married, Howard, for about 5 years. I'm divorced now.
But Monster Dan had... Actually, what was the guy's name again?
Don the Animal.
Don the Animal. Monster Dan had Don the Animal. He had a friend in Don the Animal who actually bought into the whole act here.
And would hang with this.
And hang with Monster Dan. And now he's gone.
We're going to. I'm going to Albany.
You are going to Albany?
Yes,
I'll stay home. I'm staying home, Robin. You go.
For governor.
Yeah, right. But the point is, you lost your friend. And if they ever caught the guys... You see, the reason crime is so out of hand is these guys know if they get caught, nothing will happen to them.
Well, first of all, it's hard to catch them. And second of all, if they are caught, nothing happens.
Do the cops have any leads as to who killed Don the Animal?
No, Howard. Nobody really knows what happened.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Said.
There are murders committed where there's no solution.
So they got away with it. Was he robbed? Do they have evidence that he was robbed?
There's no evidence to that, no.
No.
I mean,
Was he involved in anything shaky?
No.
No.
Not at all.
Really?
I don't think so.
All right, well, anyway. That's why I'm running for governor, so guys like him could get revenge. If we ever catch these guys who killed Don the Animal, then they would be put to death. See? And chances are these guys who killed Don the Animal are responsible for other deaths.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't seem like they'd stop with Don.
Did they take Don the Animal's cowboy hat?
No, his parents have that stuff.
They do have it?
Yes.
You didn't get it? His parents got it?
Well,
what did
I didn't ask for it.
Did you get anything?
No.
Nothing to remember him by?
No, not really.
Well, that's very sad.
Do the parents let you visit the hat?
Oh, actually, I bought Beavis and Butthead masks.
Oh, did you?
Beavis and Butthead masks, yes. And I have the animals mask.
Okay.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
So you walk
if
around.
I get another partner, you know.
Yeah. It's sad. You finally found someone who would, be your pal.
Are those the Beavis and Butthead masks that you guys wore at Howard's book signing?
Yes, I were.
Yeah,
so he was alive as recently as the book signing.
Don the Animal got at least a chance to read the book.
Oh, we were in Time magazine, Howard.
I know. This is the guy who's, every time that a reporter asks someone for an opinion of Howard Stern, they ask him and his buddy there who used to be alive.
Yeah.
That's who they find. They look for the two weirdest guys and go, oh, you're fans of Howard? And it's always Don the Animal and Dan, whatever.
Monster Dan.
Monster Dan.
You actually make a living?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, he does. But you've been out in front of the building for like 2 days now, right?
Yes, I have.
Yeah. It's not the same without Don the Animal.
No, it really isn't.
It must hurt, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Cowboy Dan wrote a song for your campaign.
Is that right?
Yes, I have.
All right, where is that song? Right over here? All right, Cowboy Dan, I'll listen to this real... It's Monster Dan, not Cowboy Dan. Gary. All right, Monster Dan. How long has Don the Animal been gone?
About 5-6 weeks, Howard.
Really?
Not
It's that recent?
Yes, sir.
Very sad. Sorry we lost him. Hey, you guys were interviewed in Time magazine.
Not interviewed. We had our picture in
That's
there.
what I mean.
Yes, sir. We're in the Daily News. We got on hard copy twice.
Yeah, these guys are in every interview. I'm telling you. And they always had nice things to say, but it never helped because they look so weird.
It's amazing that I was never aware of them until now.
Yeah. I've been trying to shield them from you, Robin, but I've been unable to today. What is that?
That's because when Robin went to Howard's book signing, she goes underneath the building. She would never go near the people.
Well, now you see why. Can you blame her?
I cannot be bothered.
Oh, you guys. They didn't even come. Listen to this.
Hey, Monster Dan, why don't you, in Don the Animal's name and memory, why don't you change your name to Dan the Animal?
Yeah, absolutely.
Monster Dan the Animal.
Absolutely.
All right, if you don't mind,
Thank you very much.
Thank
you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Now, you wrote this, Monster Dan?
Yes, I did.
All right. Is that you playing keyboard?
Yes, sir.
Right. It's an artist. You'd like to see me governor?
Howard Stern for governor, a vote for every vote. Howard Stern.
All right, get out of here. Get out now.
Come on.
No wonder Don the Animal
I
killed
thought
himself.
nothing could be worse than David Peel.
Is there any chance that was a suicide of Don the Animal?
Did he hear this song?
When you were playing this song, were you wearing boxing gloves or something? I don't think he hits one right key.
For governor, criminals quiver in your pants. Suicide is revenge, vigilantes dance. Cross the line.
I see you choked up, aren't you? Why, you thinking of Don the Animal?
Yes.
He would have loved to have been up here.
He probably inspired this
but
song.
But this is what it's all for.
I know. Don the Animal could have been. It's okay to cry. Don't be embarrassed. It's okay, man. You love the guy.
Men cry.
Men can cry. I've cried. I cried once.
When did you cry?
I was listening to an Enough's Enough record.
Very big of you.
Yeah. When my grandfather died, didn't feel a thing. If you're going to cry close to the microphone. Yes. Okay. Thank you. You are crying, aren't you?
It's a very moving thing right now.
Yeah. Because he would have loved to have been in this room with us.
This was our goal.
I know, just to get up here.
You never made it on the show with him.
You never got on the show.
We were on the show. We were the Cowboy. We introduced you to Dallas, Texas. The first day you were going into Dallas, Texas.
That's right.
The Cowboys.
That's right.
Oh, okay.
Mm. Well, at least Don the Animal got on the show once. Can you imagine if he was sitting here right now, how thrilled he would have been?
This was our dream, Howard.
This was the dream. Well, at least you're realizing the dream in his memory.
I certainly am.
Right.
Did Dan the Animal have a wife?
No.
No, they really had each other.
That's it.
Seriously, they really did. It's very sad.
All right. Make believe you see. He would have been sitting right in that chair.
Yeah, you feel his presence.
Just trying to get him to cry. If I was you,
those glasses.
I'd be crying because my hair fell out if I was you. Want to see Jackie cry? I won't read his plugs today.
There you
Slime electric chair will dine. Howard Stern for governor.
You like my gubernatorial campaign because I'm for the electric chair, and
He doesn't even care about the other issues.
Right?
No, I don't care.
Because of course, Don the animal.
Yes, sir.
But who will we fry?
Well, in his case, we probably will end up frying the guys who killed him. We just won't know they ever killed Don the animal. Well, Monster Dan having a tough day emotionally. This is a big dream of him and his partner.
I'm getting all choked.
Yeah, it's hard. It's a hard day for you, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
And yet it's a joyous one because you're on the show.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let all the potholes be filled with dead bums.
Would he have been a part of this song?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Right. Well, Gary, don't leave me alone with him. You guys crying. You could go off in any minute. What's the matter with you?
Where's he going?
I had to go check on a potentially naked woman.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, I'm done with, of course, Monster Dan.
Oh, I wish he could stay here and do the whole show with you.
You can in that chair next to you, Rob. He can stare at you the whole time.
You won't finish the song, Howard?
You want me to finish it in honor of Don the Animal?
How much longer is
Let
it?
all the potholes be filled.
Is it a lot longer?
With dead bums zapped because they've killed.
Right.
Please, Howard.
Cause they kill Howard Stern for governor of
You're really 39 years old?
Yes, sir. Say goodbye to scum who've killed with their guns.
How old was Don the Animal?
2 years younger, Howard.
FCC won't dare find again. To hell with 81-year-old men. Howard Stern for governor of
I got to hear the whole thing?
It's over, Howard.
It is?
Stern's the king of all media. Howard Stern for governor.
Yeah, very nice, very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah. You're happy now.
Thank you, Howard.
Now you're happy.
Yes, Howard.
All right, very
I'm
good.
out of here?
Yeah, you're out of here.
Can I say one more thing, Howard?
You were on way too long already.
Oh, just the last thing.
All right, go ahead.
Fla fla flooey.
There you go.
Baba booey.
There you go.
April Fools, dude.
What do you mean April Fools? What do you mean?
The animal's alive.
He is?
Where is
April
he?
Fools, Howard.
Well, who cares then? Why would you ruin it like that, you dummy?
Where is he?
Where is he then?
No, I'm only kidding. It's not April Fools.
Oh.
Is he really dead or not?
Stop it.
I want to, do an April Fool's thing.
Is he alive or dead?
Dead.
He is dead. All right.
Sorry, Howard.
So then
Next
it's not
time
April
you're going to have to
Fool's.
bring a body. We're not listening to you.
Gary, get him out of here. He's scary. He really is scary.
Thank you, Howard.
All right, thank you, man.
Solidarność.
I'm not sure what just went on here.
Thank you.
Keep those glasses on, will you?
If he's 39, it has a 1 in front of it.
Yeah. That's 139.
I actually thought he pulled a scam on us, and all of a sudden he looked smart.
I
And he
know.
looked like an idiot.
What a nut.
I'm not laughing about the animal's death.
No. I think I'm even laughing at that. I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm laughing at. I'm just sorry Monster Dan wasn't with him when it happened. All right, anyway, we want to thank Monster Dan, who evidently has suffered a loss, whether it's his hair or his friend. Something happened.
Something happened.
Yeah, but there he is. He's very excited about my gubernatorial campaign.
Yeah.
A bona fide.
Why is this everybody who writes a song for You Can't Rhyme?
I know. Can't we get someone who sings working on this show? All right, we'll take a break and we'll be back right after these words.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show.
Snapple. Hey, I love Snapple, Robin. I don't know about you, but I love it.
Oh, Howard, I can't wait until they open parks, because all the little carts in the park carry Snapple. Says I'm skating around. Yes, I can get Snapple.
Yeah, that's going to be great, Robin.
I love that.
I love Snapple more than anything.
Makes me feel good that Snapple's not only in health food stores anymore.
I'm a big fan of the Snapple products, have been for 17 years. They're great. No, I don't care what you're talking about now. If you're talking about real brewed iced tea, fruit drinks, natural sodas, it doesn't make a difference. All of it is good. They make great products, and they put great care into their products. They don't put a product out on the market until it's really perfected. I think that if you're going to give your kids soda, you have to give them Snapple. There's no choice. First of all, it tastes better than regular sodas. The kids love it. And it's good for them. There's no artificial colors or chemicals or preservatives. Nothing.
You don't get the thrill that I get because you're closed up in your house all the time.
Right.
Actually, when I ride up to that cart and somebody's ordering a Snapple, I feel a personal sense of satisfaction.
You do?
Yes.
Maybe you ought to run off with Dan the Animal there.
That message, Howard.
Maybe you ought to go hang out with him for the day.
I'm going to take Animal Dan.
Monster the Animal Dan. Anyway, Snapple is made from the best stuff on earth. You'll love it. You'll love their fruit drink flavors like lemonade, pink lemonade, orangeade. Stephen Baldwin was saying he likes the, what does he like, Fred? Kiwi strawberry?
That's what it is.
Kiwi strawberry cocktail. Oh, what great drinks. Have one today. Have it with your lunch. Snapple, made from the best stuff on earth.
We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
And by the way, Jackie Platinum Joke Page Martling ordered Jackie's new comedy CD, also available on cassette. Only $10 plus free shipping and handling. Call 1-800-323-5464 if you want some more info on Jackie's new offering. Also, Saturday night, April 16th at Plush Club Monet in Sayreville, New Jersey.
Plush.
Oh, yes. That's a little of what Jackie will be doing. Have we ever met this kid?
No.
When are we going to meet him? Call 516-922-WINE. All right, thank you.
I'm so drunk I can't even say this.
All right, thank you. Thank you. I said thank you. This girl here wants to take her top off for us, Robin.
Oh.
Real quick, she's right off the street. We have a lot to get to, but she needs to do it. She wants us to evaluate her body. She recently lost weight.
She wants you to evaluate her.
Yeah, she said to Gary she wants us to evaluate.
How old is she?
It's the difference.
I just wondered.
I don't know. I don't have a bio on her. I'm just telling you what I know.
An interesting request.
All right.
She wants to get to know them personally.
Oh, listen to you. Yeah,
Hello?
I think of them as people, Fred.
Wow.
Sorry.
Well, you've got somebody on you.
She looks like she has an attitude.
Are you angry?
Yeah.
You are.
What the heck? We haven't even said hello yet.
But you want to take your clothes off for us and let us evaluate your body?
Cowboy dance.
Does size really matter, Howard?
Oh, yeah. And let me tell you something. You're beautiful. Your chest. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Your chest. What happened to you? Your chest is so beautiful. I must tell you that I can't wait to see it naked.
Okay, look, Howard, this is a farce, okay? This is totally ridiculous.
What is? Why is this ridiculous? You're the one who came down here and wants to, do you want to take your clothes off, right?
No, okay? I only...
Well, Gary, you said she's going to take her clothes off.
All right, I told him that I would do that.
Right.
Because I knew that was the only way to get in.
Yeah.
Why did you need to get in so bad?
All right, this is really hard for me.
What?
Dear.
Here we go. No, you're making fun of me.
No.
No, this is good. I'm curious. What?
She seems so normal in the guest lounge.
No, she didn't. No.
I was going to say, could we sit her down before
Take a seat and relax. Why don't you sit down and relax? You look like you're upset.
She a strong one?
Yeah.
It was just really important for me to meet Jackie.
Jackie you want to meet?
Yeah.
Well, hey, there's a new one on me because I don't think anyone's ever wanted to meet Jackie before.
His wife doesn't even
You should
want
buy
to
his new CD.
She's the world's worst actress I've ever seen.
I know.
But good job.
Are you-
April Fool to you, too.
What April Fool?
Are you in love with me?
No, I'm not in love with you.
Oh, dear.
You really like... Are you a Jackie fan?
No.
You're not a Jackie fan. You just wanted to meet Jackie.
Why'd you need to...
Why are you crying?
Did I get you pregnant?
No, but you got my mother pregnant.
Is Jackie your father? Oh, jeez. Oh.
It's nice to finally meet you.
Jackie, you've always wanted children.
Are you really serious?
Is that why you look so much like me?
I'm very serious.
What are you saying
They
about
said they
Jackie?
were going to put this on the air, but maybe we shouldn't. I don't know, because I am serious. Does Michigan State ring a bell?
Sure.
East Lansing?
Yes. Boy, you did some homework for this April Fool's joke.
Oh, Jackie.
April Fool's?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you think this is?
Jackie, seriously?
Okay.
I don't think it's an April Fool's joke. Seriously, Jackie.
Would you like to move into my house?
Jackie.
You know,
it's not an April Fool's joke. I'm not even in on this if it is.
Why are you crying?
She's meeting her father for the first time.
Idiot. You're doing it on the radio? Obviously, I raised a moron.
You didn't raise anybody.
That doesn't surprise me.
How would you, well, let me ask you something. Wait a second. Hold on. Let me ask you. No.
You didn't raise anybody.
Let me ask you a
what it's like to grow up without a father.
Let me ask you something. When you say that Jackie Martling is your father, which is outrageous to me.
Is Jackie impotent? That's why he can't believe this?
Jackie, are you impotent?
No, it's just this happens to me every week. I got so many kids running around. All I got to do is yell charge if I ever get mugged.
That's not true. Are you serious? I find it hard to believe.
What's your mother's name, lady?
Okay, take it off the air. I will tell you what my mother's name is.
Tell me right now.
How did you meet?
You're doing this on the air. Tell me your name.
My name, I'll tell you. I'm not going to tell you my mother's name on the air.
And it just happened, you just decided to come in on April 1st?
It's Good Friday, okay? I thought it was a really nice time to do it. That's when families are supposed to be together. I didn't even know this.
When did you find out?
I just found out a short while ago.
How did you find out? What was the story behind it?
I didn't even know he was my father, okay?
Do you, Robin, I am telling you right now, I swear on a stack of Bibles, I am not in on this joke if it is one.
Well,
do you know about this?
I don't know about any
And I didn't know about it. If
jokes.
anybody ever told me that I had a child, I would have taken care of her.
Well, but you can't blame Jackie.
the wife, the girlfriend.
You can't blame Jackie. If in fact, now listen, your mother could be also have heard him on the radio with us and said that's your father or something. We got to.
Why would she do that? Why would she pick him as my father?
How did she know Jackie?
She could have picked Howard.
Why would
that's true too.
Why would she pick him?
Well, how do you know? Where did you think? Who did you think your father was growing up? Did you have a father at all?
She told me he died.
Really?
Well, I almost died.
He's died on stage.
Well, she said that you guys met at a party, you slept together, and then you blew her off after that. You
that narrows that down.
And where did you meet? Where was the party? At Michigan State?
Yeah, it was like a frat party or something.
Well, that's funny because I wasn't in a fraternity and didn't date people at fraternities. I was in a band and we had our own people. So
well, it wasn't that she didn't say you were in a frat.
Okay.
She said it was at a frat party. There were frat people around. Look, I just found this out.
She doesn't know. I don't
even want. Look, I don't want anything from you. I just thought that I could meet you.
You don't want a CD?
Jackie, why are you making jokes?
I don't want it.
Jackie, I don't think this is. I'm being serious.
I don't care.
Don't even make. Well, what do you mean you don't care?
Wait a minute.
I'm cold.
If you're her father.
All I wanted to do.
Jackie, if you're her father, what do you mean you're cold?
I just thought that I could meet you. I just thought.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. This isn't a joke. So what I'm gonna do is I am gonna take this off the air.
Maybe you and Jackie ought to go out.
Maybe you and Jackie, would you be willing to talk to her in the hall? Seriously.
Sure.
And
you won't seduce her. She's your daughter.
Yeah, Jackie, she's your daughter, possibly. And I'm not saying, listen, no offense, but I'm not. In all fairness to Jackie, if you are his daughter, he wouldn't have known about it. Your mother should have contacted. Did your mother ever try to contact Jackie?
No, she was too embarrassed. She got pregnant. She didn't even go back to school. She went back and lived with her parents.
Really? And you wouldn't really know if Jackie was your father unless you had a blood test or something, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, maybe we should talk about that off the air if you'd be willing to have like a paternity test. I don't know how they do.
She looks like somebody I used to sleep with.
Well, maybe that. Seriously?
I mean, I have a picture.
You have a picture of your mother?
Yes.
You'll show that to Jackie?
Yes, I will.
Give it to me right now.
Okay.
No joke.
But who cares? You never.
Calm down, Jackie. I mean, you can see how upset the girl is.
Hey, the guy's uncomfortable. I can see that.
Hey. I'm glad Jackie's not my father.
Yeah, imagine you tell him your father, he's laughing at you.
Shouldn't you guys have gone to the trouble of gotten a picture from the 60s
Let me
instead
see.
of the 50s?
Let me see the pictures.
It's an old picture.
Let me see the picture.
It's what I carry with me.
Jackie, let me see.
Go
let me see.
Let
me see the picture.
Away. You're old.
Can I see the picture?
Jackie,
get my CD, 1-800-323-5464. Howard, the picture's from 1950.
That's the picture I carry with me.
Oh, please.
This woman does not look familiar to you.
Yeah, she looks very familiar.
Did you see her name on the back?
Yes.
Do you know her? You claim you don't know her.
How could Jackie possibly know who he slept with and didn't?
Yeah, you were always drinking.
That's 25 years ago. 30 years.
Did you recognize the name?
Yeah.
You do? Seriously?
Yeah.
You recognize the woman's name. Did you sleep with her?
I think she used to hang around with my friends. I don't think I slept with her.
You sure?
Maybe I did.
Why would she say you? Why wouldn't she say one of your friends? What would be the point of that?
I'm just playing along, lady. That isn't anybody. Please, stop. Why don't you even look like her?
Well, I think she does, actually. She doesn't look like you, Jackie. Imagine a female Jackie.
I guess that's a good thing.
Well,
I'm not cold.
Well, you're not even looking for anything from Jackie. You just came up to me.
I'll give you a free CD, lady.
Lady.
It's your daughter.
Honey, I don't want a CD. I don't want a CD.
How come that girl's from Middle America and I'm a WASP and you're Jewish?
Are you Jewish? You're not even Jewish. She's not Jewish. How do you know?
What are you?
What are you? Do you know?
Roman Catholic.
You're Roman Catholic. And what's your ethnicity? What's your ethnicity?
I knew I shouldn't have come here.
Answer the question.
Hey, don't yell at her. It's Jackie. Jackie, mellow out.
Jackie for the defense.
You're a father.
Well, I mean, no, man.
You want to go through this whole thing, and I'm going to have to sit through 4 weeks of you guys saying, we had you going, we had you going.
No.
Got me going for 5 seconds. What are you? Italian?
Yes.
And what is Emily Turner?
Well, maybe Emily Turner was half. Maybe her mother was Italian, Jackie.
Wait, that's her maiden name, right?
Yeah, but maybe her father isn't Italian.
But how could you? This is my daughter.
You're making a fool out of yourself.
Well, let me. That's the whole show.
I'll take this off the air.
Howard, maybe it's just. I mean, he's obviously.
Can I ask her 3?
Did you want anything from Jackie? You're looking for money from Jackie?
Howard, may I ask
he's
her 3
obviously
questions?
in shock.
What do you do for a living now? Are you presently employed?
Yeah, I'm a receptionist, but that's not what I want to do.
Right.
I mean,
Is that her maiden name? Do you know what that means? Is that her maiden name?
That's her maiden name.
What's her married name?
I told you I will tell you off the air.
She doesn't want to obviously give out her last name on the air.
Is her husband Italian? What's her husband?
You're her husband, or you're her. You're my father.
She never married.
She didn't marry, so.
What's the matter
So
with you?
me and her made you.
Good boy. It's so bad.
Why is that so hard to believe?
Why is it so hard to believe, Jackie?
Oh, stop.
Oh, you couldn't have any little.
I think it's great you have a kid.
Howard, what did I say to you just before the break?
What did you say?
Tell me.
You said that Gary was planning something.
Scam.
Yeah, but you know why you said that? Because that idiot before on the air did an April Fool's joke.
Right.
I planned an April Fool's joke on Jackie for a full month, and some imbecile walks in here and starts screaming about April Fool's. We had nothing planned. It was April Fool's. You would have fallen for it. You would have fallen for it if that idiot wasn't on before.
Howard, do you know how many people tried to hire me for April Fool's that you were great at?
Please.
But the whole world tried to, and that's very
Robin.
You shouldn't have done it this way. There was no way to get Jackie this way. He was never going for it this way.
Do you believe? Do you believe that idiot who was on before planned an April Fool's joke and we had nothing to do with that?
Can I still get money?
You don't know how my heart sank. I've been planning this April Fool's joke. Fred said we got to do it to Jackie this year.
But at least, like Jackie said, get somebody who looks like him and find out some information.
Oh, she was good. I thought you did a great job. She would have fooled him.
That picture was ridiculous. What was it, from a newspaper?
So funny. Oh, by the way, this is
That's really my mother.
Yeah, I know you do look like her.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's really
but you are
my mother.
Jewish.
Of course.
Yeah, so why did you get somebody who looked like Jackie?
We had a choice of someone who looked like Jackie, but Leslie was a very fine actress. We felt let's go for the actress, the better actress. Than
one who could cry on cue.
Yeah, and you meet a lot of guys. The girl always looks like the mother. I can believe Jackie's daughter. You know what?
I used to date a Jewish girl whose first name was Fern.
Right.
Who she really looks like.
Really?
So that was kind of funny thinking about that because
it would have worked had that guy not come on beforehand.
Had to have better information.
Oh, please.
I've been sitting here the whole time.
Meanwhile, we called every one of Jackie's friends to get better information. Burf knew nothing about Jackie.
Right.
This is Jackie's supposedly good friend.
And neither did Chris Bates.
Yeah, none of these guys.
We've been talking about for 100 years.
Yeah, Bates and me. And they go, so Gary calls up this guy Bates and calls up this other guy Burf, and they go, hey, we don't really know that much about Jackie.
Yeah.
And we go, well, what about Michigan State? Don't really know.
Well, they didn't go with him. So then his buddy Bates gives me a guy's name somewhere in San Francisco or around there.
James Wilana?
Yeah. So I call every area code in Northern California, I find nothing.
Yeah.
And then we were going to call your wife, but she was out of town. And I figured she'd tell you. And then we were going to call your mother-in-law, your mother, anyone else we get our hands on. But, you know. But
my mother was the person to call. She would scheme against me all day.
Really?
Yeah, but she doesn't know who you slept with in college.
I don't know about that.
She did.
But anyway, Leslie, you did a very fine job. Leslie, what's your name? You're a fine actress.
My real name is Leslie Nemeth.
Leslie Nemeth, and you are an actress.
Yes, I am.
And where can we see you? Can we see you anywhere acting?
Well, I'm seeking representation.
Oh, you are?
Yes, I am.
And next year she'll be Fred's daughter.
We actually had this whole thing where she was going to say she didn't want anything, but she never did get to college, and maybe that Jackie would help out with college. I said, yeah, he'll send her to like Bosie's college.
Here, here's 500.
She did cry pretty well, though.
Yeah.
Apex pick.
We got you a little bit when she was staring at you kind of angry. Come on.
It scared me that she could cry that easily on cue.
Well, nice job, Leslie.
Well, thank you very much.
And thanks for helping us out with this.
I was worried that she was crying at the thought that I was somebody's fault.
I was enjoying it, and then I went out in the hall after that idiot was screaming about April Fools.
And you yelled again.
And I was like, Gary, I don't believe this. I don't believe this guy just brought April
Fools.
That
was just...
It was on our mind.
About it.
Yeah.
Everybody was thinking April Fools.
Yeah, I mean, it just... And then I said, even if the audience was going to get fooled into this, they're going to be thinking, oh, this is another April Fool's thing. And I couldn't believe our bad luck.
That's why when I said that guy was great, you were like, yeah.
Yeah, I was furious. I was furious.
You lost it. You should have gone along with Jackie.
I was furious.
Howard, he asked me to wear the hat.
Yeah, I'm furious.
You know what the worst part about this is? You know, we take turns every year getting somebody.
Yeah.
And we got Jackie this year, Robin the year before, and me the year before. And since we're all afraid of Fred, it'll be my turn next year.
I know. It always skips over Fred.
Like leap year.
Fred is the one who said, we got to get someone to say that they're Jackie's daughter.
I want to thank my friends who tried to fill me in on Jackie's life.
Yeah, that's scary enough.
You know what?
Imagine studying Jackie's life.
I thought somebody had said to me at some point, but I think it was a long time ago, like 8 years ago, somebody said, oh, we were going to try and pull off a thing where we found your daughter or your son or something like that.
Yeah, well, we finally got around to it, and 5 minutes before we're about to do it, some guy walks in and plays a practical joke on us. What a moron. God, he ruined my day, that guy. That guy is never allowed on the show. He's never allowed anywhere near me. He's a bad luck charm.
I'm calling Time Magazine, tell him never to put him in again.
Yeah, right.
He's going to go nuts. The one thing he did wrong that he would have no idea he was doing.
And you know
wrong.
what? That guy was out there trying to play that joke on us for 3 days. 5 minutes before I'm about to do my joke on Jackie, that guy shows up.
Wait a minute. At least that guy planned.
Yeah.
What would have happened? That guy was out there all day yesterday.
Well, Robin, I never even knew that guy. I just thought it was cool that he had a friend who died. I don't even recognize that guy.
Yes, I told you I had never seen him before.
Yeah.
I said to the guy, what would have happened if I would have let you up yesterday?
Yeah.
And so, well, I didn't think of that.
Well, anyway, Leslie, nice job. Thanks for helping us out.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Leslie.
She's a wonderful actress.
Yes, Jackie's daughter, Leslie.
If you want to represent Leslie, you can call me at the station at 212-750-0550, and I can get in touch with her.
All right,
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Leslie.
Thanks.
By the way, if you want to take your clothes off now, you can.
Well, I'll tell you what, Howard. Next time I'm on the show, perhaps I will.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. All right. Let me take a break here, Robin. We'll be back right after these words.
We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
Oh, well, another one of our competitors is down in Cleveland. They just fired Jeff and Flash. Too bad. They were great guys.
I heard that everybody at that station was going to have to reapply for their jobs.
Yeah. The thing is, we shook up Cleveland a little too much.
They weren't ready.
Good. What can you say? Sad to see him go, isn't it, Rob?
Yeah, I'll miss him.
Better them than us. You're on the air in New York. Hi, you're on.
Yeah, is my dad Baba Booey there?
Now, wait a second. Are you claiming that your father is Gary Delabede?
Yeah, he is.
Hey, that was kind of fun to listen to, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, I know.
Isn't Jackie a cold-hearted bastard? His own daughter came.
Yeah, I know.
But
Jackie, if that ever does happen, I hope you're a little bit more sensitive.
the reason I was pissed off, that guy who came in off the street did his lame April Fool's thing.
It turned out to be better than us.
Yeah, but he put the suggestion in everyone's mind that it was April Fool's and therefore screwed up our April Fool's thing.
You know what I made Gary do last week?
What?
I came down the station. You know, I issued a Time magazine. That
This guy's great. You know who this is. This is the guy who stands in front of the building.
Gary's friend?
Yeah, this guy stands in front of the building and tortures Gary. All he does is wear Baba Booey masks and monkey masks.
I love him.
And whenever Gary doesn't...
a lot of the interns because I make a lot of phony phone calls to the station.
And then whenever Gary... He loves to harass Gary.
Yeah, he follows him to every appearance.
If Gary is making an appearance...
cells of Gary.
He has cartoon drawings that he makes of Gary all the time.
Well, he's only come to one of my appearances.
Is that right?
He makes frequent appearances in front of the building.
Right.
Yeah, last week I was
and
outside.
he calls a lot.
He calls a lot?
How many times did you call me this week?
Oh, I think like about 2 or 3 times.
This was a busy week for him.
Right.
Yeah, because it's spring break, so.
You got the time.
You got the time to do it.
Yeah. You should have seen last week, Melrose Larry Green almost picked up this girl.
Really?
Hey, I heard a great story. Ratso called me last night. And you know that retard who appears on our show all the time, Kenneth Keith Kallenbach?
Yes, I think I heard this.
So Ratso, Kenneth Keith, Larry Melrose Green. I don't know why Ratso hangs around with all these guys, but he does.
Ratso loves weird people.
I think Ratso, this is his only friend.
Do you want to know how cheap Ratso is? Ratso actually let Melrose Larry Green buy him dinner.
Really?
No.
Now, where does Melrose got to be poor, right?
Yeah, right. Ratso claims he bought all of them dinner.
What?
Yeah, that's what he was telling me on the phone last night.
I don't know. I saw Melrose Larry taking money out of his pocket, and Ratso said that he was, buying Larry dinner.
I don't know. Well, Ratso makes Ralph look like a sport. Well, anyway, so here we go. Ralph's one of these guys. He always says to me whenever he comes to my house, he goes, would you mind if I stayed a little later so I can take you and Allison out to dinner? Which means, Howard, would you take me out to dinner and pay
right,
for it?
because he knows you're not going to let him pay.
Right, so yeah. It was last weekend. He was out, took him over to the restaurant, had a nice seafood dinner, big Caesar salad.
And he ordered whatever he wanted.
Yeah. Then he comes back to my house and starts eating my food at the house. He decided he wanted more salad.
I think he's eating for the week.
The guy takes his smelly fingers and sticks them in my salad. I chop up a lot of lettuce and cucumbers and stuff and keep it in a big bowl, a Tupperware. He takes his fingers and hands and starts putting them in the salad and fishing out salad with it.
But he goes and opens your refrigerator.
Yeah, opens my refrigerator. And feels totally comfortable doing it.
I have a friend whose brother-in-law comes to visit him all the time, brings his laundry, eats everything in the house, and then takes food home with him.
Unbelievable. Yeah, well, my brother-in-law's tried to start that. Bruce tried to start that whenever he'd come and visit, because he sits there and eats the food and everything, and then he'd bring some laundry, and I just put a stop right to it. I just said, dude, I stop at your laundry. You're not doing your laundry here.
The guy used to take the train up, and when he got up there, my friend had to give him the money for his round trip on the train. Yeah. While he did the laundry, ate all the food, and packed food to take home.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not doing that.
Wasn't your dad mad at you one time because you said you shouldn't call Gary a monkey?
Yeah.
Isn't there something really irritating about the way he says the word monkey?
Monkey. Yeah, he gets to you, doesn't he? Gary is really annoyed by you, which is even funnier. He hates you.
I'm less annoyed by him than I was a year ago.
I wanted to go last Friday to that crab eating contest, but I didn't feel like taking the train that late at night, so I couldn't go.
I heard it was funny because Gary was madly. He was supposedly on his diet, but he was madly cracking away at the crabs and grabbing them and eating them. And,
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I had 2 crabs that were steamed with some seasoning. I don't know who said I was madly.
I heard
cracking.
Christine said you were madly going gnawing at them with your teeth, cutting through the crab shells with your teeth.
Even need
the only way.
He doesn't need the crackers.
Everybody eats crabs the same way. You have to crack at them and gnaw.
Yeah, but not with your teeth. Gnaw at them. Gnawing at them. You have to crack at them.
He was eating the shell.
Yeah. You're not supposed to eat the shell. What is it, John?
Oh, God.
I think I just swallowed a hair.
I think I did, too. Do you want Melrose Larry, do you want to talk to him? Because he did pay for the lobster they ate and everything.
Oh, really? All right, well, maybe I'll get to him in a second. But I'm in the middle of telling a story. So that retard Kenneth Keith Kallenbach and Melrose Larry Green go with Ratso to some place, and they're with a whole bunch of other retards from the Wack Pack. So all of a sudden, they're all there, and they turn around, it's time to go, dinner's over. No one can find Kenneth Keith Kallenbach. He's missing.
Yeah?
Did you hear this?
Yes.
So did you hear this, Jackie?
No, this is at a club.
Oh, at a
club.
club.
At a club. Okay. So he's missing, and they're looking around all over, and all of a sudden, in the corner of the club, they see tucked away in a booth, Kenneth Keith is making out with this chick.
Really?
Now, Kenneth Keith never gets laid, and if he ever gets laid, it's by big fat girls.
Big fat ugly girl.
So
what'd she look like? You get
I heard. I'm not. Well, let me ask Melrose.
They said she was cute. They said she was
that's
really
what I heard.
cute.
Now listen, you guys don't know the rest of the story. Supposedly, Kenneth ran off. She lives. I don't know. She lives somewhere out of state.
Oh yeah.
They're somewhere out of state together now. They ran off and they're getting married.
Stop it.
I'm not kidding. Yeah, that's what Ratso told me last night.
Come on, another April Fool's joke.
No, not
this is not the day.
Hey, Melrose. No, I'm serious. You call Kenneth Keith. Melrose.
Howard, let's be real.
Yeah.
Let's just talk man to man, real.
Okay, if you want to talk real, then talk real.
Stop being jerky and just
stop being jerky and answer my questions.
Okay.
Because I'm going to hang up on you. What happened at the club that night? Was the girl decent looking?
The girl was beautiful.
Really?
Beautiful.
I couldn't believe it. I tried hitting on her myself.
Yeah.
And I got no place.
And Kenneth Keith is a really odd-looking guy.
And he doesn't know how to talk to a girl.
Yeah, I mean, I got to say, if I was a girl, I'd talk to Melrose before Kenneth Keith.
I was out with Scott's intern, Chris, and a few other people from K-Rock. It was great. And then suddenly Kenneth started talking to the girl, and next thing you know, he vanished. We couldn't find him. Ratso and I got a cab. We were walking down the village. And Kenneth Keith.
I'm never working with Ratso again either.
And I did pay for the dinner, by the way. I bought Ratso a lobster at Sidewalkers.
That's unbelievable.
How could he let...
Ratso makes so much more money than you.
Well...
What do you make a year, seriously? How much...
let's not focus on me, Howard. You're giving me so much airtime, it's pathetic.
No, what do you make a year, seriously?
About $30,000.
All right. Anyway, Ratso makes at least $50 a year.
Yeah, well, that's his last lobster.
Do you know that, you know, I always thought that sort of Melrose Larry was sort of asexual.
Yeah.
But he was all over our intern, Christine. So
I love
finally, to get rid of him.
She hasn't shown up back at work since then.
No. But finally, to get rid of Larry, she told him that she had herpes.
Oh, really?
Oh, that was a
great.
goof?
No, it's not true, Larry.
Oh, that was a goof.
Oh, that's terrible.
I already got tested. I paid $40 for a herpes test for nothing.
So wait a second. So did you hear that Kenneth Keith is getting married?
Yeah.
You heard that?
I heard that from King of Song Parodies.
There's a whole
where
network.
are they?
King of Song Parodies has a girlfriend now because of you, Howard.
No, wait a second. Get back to Kenneth Keith.
Yeah.
So doesn't she live like out of state somewhere?
Yeah, she lives out of state. I didn't find out where. I didn't get that far. As soon as I told her who I was, she didn't care.
No, and I'm saying that Kenneth Keith's girlfriend lives out of state. And Kenneth Keith, isn't he like somewhere out of state now?
He's in Pennsylvania now. I mean, he lives in Pennsylvania. I don't know where he is. I don't even know the guy.
Supposedly they're going to get married.
Yeah, they're getting married.
Yeah.
I have a home number for him. Yeah.
This is not April Fool's, by the way.
No, it's not. Seriously, it's not.
This is not
April Fool's is officially over, okay?
I want to know if Kenneth Keith Kallenbach is getting married.
Yeah. I think he is. That's what Ratso told me.
Howard, before you hang up with me, can I say one thing about your gubernatorial campaign?
Gubernatorial.
I'm sorry. I just want to say, if anybody in L.A. wants to be involved in the campaign, please call. If I can't give out my number, please call Gary in New York, and Gary will call me. But can I give out my number in L.A.?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, 213-463. Don't call until I'm off the air, though. 2662. 213-463-2662. I want to raise $20 million from people in the state of California so we can elect Howard governor of New York. This is not a joke. This is not April Fool's. I think, Howard, you...
$20 million.
All right, dude, I got to go.
All right, wait, can I just say something?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now he seems normal.
yeah.
I like that you hassle Gary. It's funny.
Yeah, no, actually, I was really trying to intern at the station because, I mean, if Melrose, this girl, you should have seen the girl you almost picked up on Madison Avenue.
Yeah.
I was like, man, she's with Melrose. It was unbelievable. I was thinking, man, if I was like one of the interns.
Melrose is a pretty strange looking guy. I can't imagine. I mean, Robin, you're a woman. I imagine that Melrose might be the most unsexual man on the planet.
You don't want to think of Melrose and sex in the same.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to think of Melrose like naked, cuddling you.
You know, and she didn't even want anything to do with me.
After I told her who I was.
If I was a girl, seriously, now, Robin, you back me up on this. If I was a girl, actually, I think I would. If I had to sleep with one of those two guys, it would be Kenneth Keith.
I guess so. If it was the choice between Melrose and Kenneth.
I just got off the phone with Mr. Kallenbach.
Yeah.
He didn't want to come on the air.
Yeah.
Kenneth Keith Kallenbach is in Chicago with some girl.
Right, that's her.
But he said he didn't know anything about marriage.
I heard they're getting married.
He doesn't know how to get in touch with them?
Let me go back.
Go back.
Gary,
you didn't get the number?
The vital question.
I told you, he's in Chicago with a girl.
Oh, man. Chicago.
They just met the other night.
But Chicago?
Yeah, he's already shacking up with her.
Doesn't he have a job?
Yeah, he's real crucial to the...
company must have closed down.
The company evidently is thinking of caving in. They don't know what to do. They're going to just sell off all the pieces.
It's not the most important hub.
It's not the most important cog in that wheel.
I'm sure they're still not aware that he's in Chicago.
What would you do if your daughter brought home Kenneth Keith Kallenbach?
I'd get a gun, I'd kill them, and then I'd kill myself.
Burn the house.
Yeah, burn the house.
That's the guy, for those of you who were wondering who we're talking about, that's the guy on our old TV show who used to blow the smoke out of his eyes.
You know what we ought to do for his in-laws?
What?
Put together a videotape.
Yeah, of him vomiting on my feet.
And the other one of him playing the ball in the tunnel.
Yeah.
And then going out to take a...
Put it in his crotch and blew up his crotch. Or lit the Roman candle out of his buttocks. What about
Smacked
that one?
himself in the face with a fish.
Right. Yeah.
A real fish, and then cut off all his hair and stuffed it in his own mouth. And then vomited on my feet because I had him on the show.
Remember he drank a gallon of water?
And then he tried to blow the water out of his eyes. And then all of a sudden he started puking. And then I thought it was great television. At least if I was being puked on, it was on television. And Channel 9 wouldn't air it.
That's right.
I got to put a tape out. My next tape I got to talk to Channel 9 about that. It really should be outtakes of the Channel 9 show.
Remember the episode?
Because when he started vomiting on my feet,
that was really weird.
Yeah. And Channel 9 had this whole thing about you weren't allowed to show body fluids.
But they do it on the Conan O'Brien show now regularly.
They vomit?
Yes.
For real?
Yes.
Real vomit?
They have a guy who comes on and vomits.
No. Real vomit.
What difference does it make if it's real or not?
Okay. All right.
I don't know whether it's real, but they're vomiting.
No. Is it real vomit?
Kenneth's on the phone.
Oh,
and the girl answered the phone.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, boy.
Uh-oh.
Right. Hey, dude, I got to hang up on you.
We got to have pictures.
All right, I might be down there with my Baba Booey mask.
Kenneth. Hello?
Yeah, dude.
Kenneth. Oh, now he's a man of the world.
Yes, now he's on your level.
Hey, it's because of me you're getting a girl.
No, she didn't know anything about it.
Yeah, but the reason you were in that club is because all my friends were there with you.
Yeah, I know.
What happened? You just met her. Now you're living with her?
Yeah. She's real cool, but...
I heard she's really cute.
Yeah.
And she's not fat.
Nah, she's not fat at
Does
all.
she realize what a loser you are?
Nah, she thinks I'm really cute.
Well, hold on,
What
Howard.
is wrong with her?
People say that she acts a lot like Kenneth.
Oh, really?
They said that she's sort of the female Kenneth.
Oh, man. I hear you get married.
Yeah, we're planning on it.
What?
He's planning on getting married.
Yeah, it was the next day. I think it was the next day.
You asked her to marry you?
Yeah, the next day.
Wow.
Does she ever see you on my old TV show, like vomiting on me and blowing up your genitals?
Yeah, we watched it the next day after I got it.
Oh, you showed it to her?
Yeah, we watched it.
Because you wanted to show her everything about yourself?
No, because I was telling her about it, and she was like, "Oh, let's watch it."
All right, let me get this straight. You went to the club with Ratso and Melrose Larry Green. All of a sudden, how did you meet this really good-looking girl?
Oh, I was walking in the back room to talk to some other girl, and this girl was like, just in the way. Not in the way, but right there. And I was like, "Yo, what's up? Can I buy you a drink?" And she was like, "Alright." So we got drinks or whatever. It was like sat in this table.
And what was she wearing?
Table.
Table.
Well, you know those those long black stocking things.
Long black stockings?
Yeah.
Leggings?
Like leggings?
I guess.
And like does she have a nice body?
Yeah.
And that's the first girl you ever got that wasn't like fat or anything.
Nah.
Is she the best you've ever had?
Yeah.
So let me get this straight. So all of a sudden you're sitting with her and she's talking to you like you're normal. Like she's actually paying attention to you.
Yeah.
And then,
you believe it?
And then what do you guys do? You go back to her. Where do you go? Do you go back? Where did you go?
Oh, well, we just sat there and like made out like all night.
Yeah, I heard because Ratso said he goes over and goes, Kenneth Keith was making out with a girl at the booth. And I go, if I told you this was an April Fool's.
After the place closed, we sat there and they kept trying to kick us out, but we wouldn't leave.
Oh, you wouldn't?
And then we went to a hotel.
You went to a hotel?
Yeah.
And you got it that night?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Kenneth, you don't have credit cards, right?
Nah.
How'd you pay for the hotel?
It was this real dive.
Oh, man.
It was like $50 or something.
How romantic.
Yeah. She's right here when I talk to her.
Wait a minute. How'd you wind up in Chicago?
Well, wait, we're getting to that. We're still in the hotel.
All right.
What, you want me to talk to her?
Yeah, later on.
Okay. So you get to the hotel, and did you think you were going to score?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that was already Yeah, decided.
Really? And you get in there and, like, she starts ripping your clothes off and stuff?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like, how many times did you do it that night?
Like a lot. I don't know.
Like all night?
Yeah, kind of.
And she was telling you she loved you and stuff?
Yeah.
Because no girl had ever told you she loved you before, right?
Well, no, some of them did before.
Really? And she was like, she says, oh, my God, I can't believe I met you. I want to marry you?
Yeah. That's how it happened.
And you like her so much you want to marry her, too?
Yeah.
And what are you going to do? You live in your parents' house.
I told him moving out.
Oh, you're moving out?
Yeah.
Really?
Does she have a job?
She's quitting the job in Chicago, and we're going back to Philadelphia.
Oh, yeah?
Really?
Then she's going to look for one there.
Now, how are you in Chicago? I mean, did you have a job to go to?
Took vacation.
Oh, you did? You were able to get vacation?
Yeah.
On a moment's notice like that, huh?
Yeah, I just said, dude, need days off.
It was a special occasion. He had a girl.
He's getting married.
I mean, this is the first time you've ever, you know, this is the first time you've ever had, like, a long-term relationship, right?
Long-term.
Oh, come on. This is the first time you've ever lasted with a girl more than a day. Come on, be honest.
You've never had a girlfriend.
Well, I guess this will be maybe the second or something.
Yeah.
So what's she going to do? She's going to transfer to the McDonald's in Philadelphia, or she's going to get a whole new job?
Transfer to that McDonald's.
Did she work in a fast food place?
Some kind of restaurant or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
So wait a minute. Now, you didn't have money for a hotel. How'd you get to Chicago?
Well, he's got money. He's got a job.
But he doesn't have a lot of money.
Did you take her up to Pennsylvania first and get your money?
No, we didn't go to PA. No, not yet.
So how long have you been in Chicago? Since that night?
No, I just got here last night.
And where have you been the whole time? In Pennsylvania?
Yeah, I was in Pennsylvania, and she was up in New York.
I don't understand.
So, yeah, it's not important. Let me talk to her.
What's her name?
Yeah, one of my friends wants to talk to you.
We'll tell her we're on the air.
Hello?
Hey, how you doing?
Hi, fine, how are you? Who is this?
It's Howard. We're on the radio.
Oh, hey, Howard, how you doing?
All right. Hey, you sound pretty normal.
Yeah, I'm pretty normal, you know, I mean...
No, there's a little Kenneth Keith in there.
Are you really going to marry him?
Oh, definitely.
You fell in love with him that night?
Yeah. I loved him before, I just had to meet him.
And
what?
You loved... Oh, you've heard him on the air before?
No,
Oh, you saw him on my TV show?
Nah.
She just knew in her mind.
Oh, you mean like that's the man of your dreams?
Yes. Yeah.
And what happened when you saw him in the...
I don't know, I was kind of drunk, but I just remember he bought me a beer, and then we started kissing, and he was just, you know, he was just a really sweet guy.
And he turns you on?
Definitely.
I got to meet you.
Wait a minute, what happened with, I think Melrose talked to you first, right?
And what happened? You were turned off to Melrose? Melrose Larry Green?
I don't remember him.
Yeah, you don't remember. You were drunk and you were turned off to Melrose Larry Green. Isn't that amazing? She was loaded out of her mind and didn't even remember him. You two have to get married on pay-per-view. So you mean when he made love to you that first night, Kenneth Keith, was he actually good in bed?
Yeah, I'm married him, aren't I?
Yeah, and you were like, oh my God, Kenneth, I love you so much. And like, you know, when
Did you ever? You knew. You looked at him and said, "This is the man I'm supposed to marry."
Yeah.
And you achieved orgasm?
I'm not saying that on the air.
Oh, please.
No.
Just tell me. I mean, that guy actually delivered the goods?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe that's the one good thing. You know. Maybe.
And you liked his TV appearances?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Did you like when he vomited on me? Did you see when he vomited on me?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Now, what do you do for a living?
I did see that when he vomited.
You're a waitress?
No, I go to school here. I'm dropping out. I'm an artist.
Right, so you're going to just hang out with Kenneth Keith back at his place. You know, he doesn't even have a place. He lives with his parents.
Yeah, we're going to live in the RV for a while.
Are you going to live in, what, like a trailer?
In the motorhome.
He has one?
His parents do. We're going to park it and camp for a bit.
Oh, really?
Now, what kind of artist are you?
She's like Yoko.
No, I make really cool illustrations, drawings.
Yeah.
T-shirts, I did a CD, you know.
And you want to be Mrs. Kenneth Keith Kallenbach?
Yeah.
And have his children?
Yeah, a couple of them.
You don't think he's a retard?
No. If he is, then I am too.
Right.
Do you do whippets and?
Do you go to the bathroom in the woods, like just run around and like do it in front of your friends?
Yeah, but I bring my own toilet paper.
Good for you. You're going to class up his act. So when do you? This is kind of sudden. Don't you think you guys should wait a little bit?
No way.
Have your parents met Kenneth?
Yeah, we're going down Sunday to meet him.
Wait till they meet him.
Wait till he meets them.
Oh, is it that bad?
Yeah, I'm from down south.
And you're really good looking?
Yeah, I'm a fox.
Really?
Yeah.
Like
we kind of look alike.
What do you weigh?
What do I weigh? I don't know, about 110.
And how tall are you?
5'4.5".
And what's your cup size?
About 42 double D.
Really?
Yeah, I'm huge. Yeah, it's kind of been a problem on my back, but
I was going to say, you can't even stand up straight.
Kenneth's doing better than I am.
Yeah, people help me walk around, though.
But you're really big and you like to wear sexy tops that show off your cleavage?
Yeah, definitely. Why not?
And you wear short shorts with Daisy Dukes?
Yeah, I got about 3 pairs.
Really? With your butt cheeks sticking out?
Nah, I cut them out and made them myself.
And what age were you when you lost your virginity?
That would have been, I was late, 17.
Oh, yeah? And you don't sleep with a lot of guys?
No, not really. There's not very many guys I like.
Really? Just Kenneth is the guy you like?
Kenneth is your type.
Well, he is a one of a kind. And and you saw him and you're just like, oh, that guy's a fox?
Yeah, and he bought me beer, too.
That's like if Beavis and Butthead
He
walked in.
not only was a fox, but he bought her a beer.
Isn't that cool?
Isn't it amazing that, like, if Beavis and Butthead actually got girls, that's what this would be like?
Totally. They're great.
Well,
yeah, he's really cool.
I just have this picture of them winding up on Sally Jesse Raphael one.
Oh, yeah. Something stupid will happen. First I cut her, and when she started bleeding, I chopped her head off, and then I didn't know what to do. And I loved her, but...
Oh, no.
So what are you wearing right now? You naked?
No, because I had to get up and answer the phone. I don't want my roommate looking at me, so I have some shorts and a T-shirt on.
I see.
So you even have a roommate. What's your roommate think?
They think I'm crazy.
Yeah, because you're getting married. When's the wedding?
July, because that's when my mom can fly out.
Oh, great. And where's it going to be? We want to see it. We want to tape it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wherever we find, we're having a big one.
Yeah, out back of the RV,
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll be out of there by then.
Well, hey, he's a good man.
Yeah.
He certainly
is. You got a breadwinner there, I'll tell you.
You got a guy that,
He can definitely go out and slay the dragon.
Yeah, he'll definitely go to bat for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Are you pregnant yet?
Not yet.
Yeah, but you're working on. Do you guys use any contraception?
Yeah, I'm being safe right now.
Yeah, using a pill or something?
Condoms? Lots of things.
I say we give her condoms, we sterilize her, we give her pills, we give her everything.
The patch, the pill,
the patch, everything. No kidding. What's your measurements? 44.
Double D.
24.
Yeah.
What's the bottom measurement?
The bottom, I don't know. I haven't ever really measured it, but, I fit my pants all right.
Yeah? You wear panties a lot, or you don't even wear panties?
I wear panties, but, not when I wear, like, a tight skirt.
What were you doing in New York?
I went up there for vacation, took my art up, and just, tried to show it around.
And you can wear tight skirts and look good?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
With high heels and stuff?
Yeah, I'll show you sometime.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the guys were saying she's really cute, and Kenneth got her.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to say something.
Your friends are really nice, too.
This has got to prove to guys, once and for all,
that anybody can get a girl.
I don't want to hear some loser tell me you can't get a girl. What's the name of the bar you guys met in? Because
Ace.
Ace?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are going to want to go there if there's more girls like you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, very good. Mrs. Kallenbach, very nice to talk with you.
Very nice to talk to you, too.
Will you take Kenneth's last name, or will you?
Oh, definitely.
You will. You're proud
I'll take them all.
Yeah.
Mrs. Kenneth Keith Kallenbach.
That's right.
And you guys have not stopped making love since you met?
Not at all.
Wow.
My name's Rebecca, by the way.
Rebecca Kallenbach.
Yeah.
Very good.
Dominic Barber said if this is not an April Fool's joke, they can use Puerto Rico for the honeymoon.
Really? No way.
They'll trash the house, Dominic.
Don't let them go to Puerto Rico.
He has no clue what they would do, though.
Isn't there a war or something down there?
Yeah, there's a war in Puerto Rico.
No wonder.
Yeah, there's a war going on right now.
There's a war in your house, you don't know it.
There's a war in your head.
I was just going to say
The two voices are fighting with each other. All right, very good, Rebecca.
Okay, here he is.
All right, congratulations.
Man, I can't.
Yo, what's up?
She sounds pretty hot and normal.
Dude,
What did you talk about?
Hey, I can't believe that you got her.
Dude, I know. See, that's what it is. I figured I got to hold on to her because, if I let her go,
Yeah, you're never going to do any better.
I better, capitalize on it now.
Hey, listen, when you meet the parents, man, try to act a little normal.
I know, that's what I'm worried about. It's going to be like, why is that guy looking at the ground all the time?
Yeah, I mean, this guy can't even look you in the eye.
And so, try to act a little bit normal. Put your hair back or something.
Yeah, get something to put in that gap between your teeth.
Yeah, like put some gum in between that gap in your teeth.
I know you're going to be worried. I'm serious.
Oh, man.
You're going to take care of her, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She'll be in a ditch in about 3 weeks. No, hey, congratulations. I don't know how you did it, because even Ratso said she was cute.
Yeah, I don't know how I did it either.
And that really bums out a guy like Ratso, because he couldn't get any girls that night, and Kenneth did.
She's got exactly what Ratso wants, big breasts.
Yeah.
That's all Ratso wants in a woman.
I know.
I'm amazed.
So,
because you had been on a real bad streak, hadn't you, Kenneth?
Yeah, real bad.
all right, listen. Well, hey, congratulations. Good luck. Call us when you get back.
Hey, definitely. Thanks.
You got to come visit us with your new girlfriend.
Yeah, I'll bring you so you can goof on her.
All right, man. Hey, do you guys actually talk and stuff?
Yeah.
What do you talk about?
I don't know.
No, come on, what do you talk to her about?
I don't know. What do people talk about? I don't know.
I see.
You're not back into drugs, are you?
No. Not doing any whippets or anything.
All right, man, I'll talk to you.
All righty.
All right, bye.
You know.
What?
See,
All right. It's just amazing to me. I got to take a break here. We'll be back.
There's got to be some kind of substance there.
There's some kind of hallucinogen going down. We'll be back right after these words.
We're back with the only man that Cher finds more repulsive than Sonny, Howard Stern.
Well, Robin, we're fortunate this morning. We're moments away from a mystery guest, but also on our phone. We have a legend in New York baseball, George Steinbrenner.
You could definitely say that.
It's fun. Mr. Steinbrenner, are you there?
I'm here.
Let me tell you something. A lot of people used to say, George Steinbrenner shouldn't be in baseball, this and that. Notice he came back to baseball, and the Yankees are exciting again.
Yes.
Well, that's nice of you to say that.
Well, it's not. I'm just telling you the way it is. People, George Steinbrenner is controversial.
For years, people wanted George out of baseball.
And then when he was out, they couldn't stand it.
That's right.
They couldn't stand it, could they?
Wanted him back.
They wanted you back, didn't they?
I don't know about everybody. I know not the players, but I'm back.
No, the players like you. Listen, you fork over the cash. They love you.
Yeah, they're expensive, but they're good.
You've always agreed that they should be paid well. You've always went out and bought top-name talent. The problem is, though, George Steinbrenner pays these guys big bucks.
And then they stop playing.
And then when you criticize them for it, they go, you're putting too much pressure on us. Mellow out.
Well, they do that, but that's the way it is. They got to sell newspapers. They got to have sensational headlines, and that's part of the game.
Don't you think they're a bunch of babies, George?
Yes, he does. I'll answer that for him. He can't say it. Let me tell you something. You take this guy, George Abbott, right?
Yeah.
The pitcher.
Right.
George paid him a lot of money. And George even said, during this season, you said to him, wait a second. Maybe you shouldn't be doing so much charity work. Maybe you ought to slow down a little and concentrate on baseball. True?
Well, let me say the way I said it exactly. I said that he is such a good young man, Jim Abbott. And
That's
he's an
Jim Abbott, right, Jim Abbott. I heard he's
an all-American boy. You'd want your son to be just like him.
Right.
But you know and I know that with everybody tugging on you to come here and appear here and do this and do that, you just can't. You got to set your order of priorities. Yes. I have the same problem.
You got to say no to something.
Yeah, that once in a while you're going to have to say no. And if I got to be the heavy to get him so he concentrates on his pitching, I said, let me do it. But, Jimmy, you want to be a 20-game winner.
Right.
You're a great young man.
Right.
The way to do that is make your first priority your first job.
Exactly.
And do as much of the other as you can, but people have got to understand that young man does so much, he finds it hard to say no, and it's so with everybody in life. You got to put your priorities in order.
You got to have some priority. Listen, your job comes first. You're paying this guy a lot of money. Get out there and pitch a few winners. That's all.
Well, we got a pretty good team, and these.
You got a good team. It looks good this year, right?
Well, it really does. I think we're in the toughest division, Howard. We're in the toughest division in baseball.
I know, but you're going to come through this year.
But we've got a chance to be there, and I understand one of the papers already has picked us, but of course that doesn't mean that much. They all picked the Phillies last year. But I think we've got a good mix. We've got good leadership on this team, and we've got a good mix in the clubhouse, and that's important over 162 games.
Listen, you got to sit down with these guys, and you got to say, look,
we need winners.
I did my part. I pay you guys. Now, maybe what happens is I pay you so much money, you sit around, and then all of a sudden you worry about your investments or something. You don't want to get hurt because now you're a multimillionaire. I made you a multimillionaire. You paid these guys. You got to sit down and say...
Can't you put something in those contracts about performance?
Can't you say, listen...
It would be nice. When a guy does good and wants to renegotiate, if we also had a place where if he does bad, he gives me something back.
Yeah,
that would be good.
For every strike, he gives you back $10. You know what I mean? It would be incredible. I bet you these guys would hit like unbelievable.
Well, they do. This is a good team. This is a trying team. All
right. Well, I'm pulling
they're
for
putting
you.
Out. I'm very happy so far with the spring. I'm not. You never know if you stay healthy.
And you're
going
to
to stay healthy to win.
And you're going to move the team to Jersey?
Oh,
hello.
You stumped him there.
Hello.
This is Modell's. I shop at Modell's. I was glad to hear that ad.
No, I'm naive when it comes to baseball. Is that a controversial question?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why is that controversial?
Because it's still in negotiation, I would imagine.
Is it?
We're still talking everywhere. We don't make up our mind
All
quickly.
right, here's an easier question. Are you going to let the gays have their closing ceremonies in Yankee Stadium?
Now, what is that about? Tell me about that. I'm not up on that
I'm reading in the paper today that, the gay games are coming.
The gay games?
It's like the gay Olympics.
George Steinbrenner has to worry about the gay games? Why can't this guy get off the hook for 2 seconds? Why can't he just...
And they want to have their closing ceremonies at Yankee Stadium.
All right, so tell me what George's decision is.
Now there seems to be some kind of a scheduling conflict, and
Right.
the Yankees are worried about the condition of the field.
All right, let me tell you something. Let me say something right now, Mr. Steinbrenner.
I'm listening.
With the skate games.
I'm not talking about it.
This is a little controversial. Let me say something here, first of all. This is ridiculous. This is crazy. Why? First of all, you mean it comes up to Mr. Steinbrenner saying, hey, yes or no to the gay games?
I don't know exactly who all will have to make that decision. I'm sure George is one of the people.
That's true. That's true.
Let me tell you something. You don't need gay games. I never heard of gay games in my entire life. I don't know what that
And
is.
how many people are in the real Olympics? There are 11,000 athletes they're expecting in these gay games.
You got to have the...
We don't have that many in the real Olympics. I'm vice president of the U.S. Olympic Committee, and I can tell you.
That's a lot of gays.
We don't have that many in the regular
11,000 athletes?
Well, what are some of the games they're playing? Maybe it requires a tremendous amount of men. I don't know.
I'm in New Orleans where we're going to play the Red Sox 2 games, and it's 42 degrees down here.
You're kidding me. You were expecting warm weather.
Everybody was, but thank God we're playing in the Superdome, but it's chilly down here this morning.
Let me tell you why you're calling in, all right? Because George Steinbrenner is doing some charity work here. We're having a 92.3 K-Rock Children's Health Fund Radiothon.
Tuesday.
That's right. A New York Yankee pep rally this Tuesday, April 5th, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. live from Mickey Mantle Restaurant. Have you spoken with Mickey Mantle?
I have not spoken. I tried to reach him yesterday, and he was out on the golf course. And I want to tell you, that man should have made every American proud with his programs in the last few days and the things that he has said and what he's really been a shining example in the way he has complimented the Betty Ford Center and the things he has gone through, and he's speaking out about them. I'm just
Listen,
I always was a Mickey Mantle admirer, but now I am doubly a Mickey Mantle.
Well, every guy likes to have a schnapps now and then after the game, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Sometimes you get a little addicted, that's all, and then you got to be mad about it. You go over to Betty Ford, you straighten yourself out. That's it. Right?
Well, he's been a very brave guy, what he has done, and he's a tremendous Yankee. How about Rizzuto getting in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, that's good.
There won't be any Italians left in New York. They'll all be at Cooperstown in July.
Everyone very excited about that.
Well, they should be, because Scooter and his wife, Cora, they deserve nothing but the best. I've never heard the man say a bad word about anybody.
You know how close I am to Scooter and his wife. I'm over there every weekend, and we go golfing, and we go to the club.
And the barbecue.
And the
you're on the barbecue.
And Scooter and I were talking about it just the other day, and I can tell you firsthand that Scooter is out of his mind.
He feels honored.
Scooter and Babs, his beautiful wife.
He should be. He should be very happy, and he deserves what he's getting. He's just a tremendous person, that's all.
Now, you're telling me the Children's Health Fund co-founder Paul Simon will be there, plus lots of New York sports celebrities, and there'll be a toll-free phone number to call and join the Don Mattingly New York Yankee Home Run Club.
Yeah, he does a lot of work with the Children's Health Fund. And
what's with this guy Mattingly?
What's more important than the education and the health of our young kids?
Now, Mattingly, you pay a fortune, right?
I do.
Yeah. Now, what's his problem? Back again, or is he healthy this time?
He's having the best spring he's had, knock on wood. Yes,
thank God. I mean,
you
with the
couldn't
back.
get a better man.
Let me tell you, for what you're paying him, I don't care if his back hurts. I'll take a few aspirin and get out there and hit the stupid ball.
He does it.
That's all.
He absolutely does it. Tell me about the election. How's it going?
Well, let me tell you something. A lot of people, according to early polling, they go out and they do these surveys.
That's the survey?
That
you run?
Right. No, not that I run.
Oh, no, okay.
The computer service.
I got you.
I'm up 52% to Governor Cuomo's 25%.
Is that right?
Yeah. So I'm going to tell you something.
You might have to negotiate with George.
Yeah.
No, let me tell you something. I want to keep the Yankees in New York State. I very desperately do, and I'll be sitting down with you when I'm governor, and we'll discuss how we can best keep the Yankees. What do you need? Tell me what you need, and we'll do it.
That's
all.
nice.
What do you need? You want me to get?
The governor's already done that, but let me tell you.
If you want me to get all the dangerous criminals out of the Bronx, I'll do it.
Well,
believe me, I'll give the electric chair to all of them, and then it'll be safe.
Let me tell you something.
You won't have to move to Jersey.
You're just going to electrocute the Bronx.
I'll bring some of these Louisiana people that vote early and often up with me.
Listen, let me tell you something. I may be tapping you for lieutenant governor.
You think so?
Yeah, I want to talk to you about that if you have any interest in the office.
Then watch the polls.
Yeah, watch the polls. See what happens. No, I'm up 52% to 26%, and I'm going to take it. I'm going to go all the way to Albany, and I will be the next governor of New York, and there will be are you for the death penalty?
Am I for the death penalty as long as it's not me?
Well, you haven't done anything wrong, have you?
No, I haven't.
Well, then you have nothing to worry about.
That's right.
But let me tell you something. Where Yankee Stadium is, there's some problems and things. Those problems won't exist anymore under my administration.
Well,
there's not going to be any criminals.
Stay right there.
Let me tell you something.
I want to stay right in the Bronx.
Just stay right in the Bronx. It's going to be I'm going to electrocute the whole Bronx. Wait till you see. The only thing left standing will be Yankee Stadium. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. It's going to be.
The whole place will be a parking lot.
The Bronx is going to be known as the safest place in the world.
Hey, we turn our clocks ahead tomorrow night.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't forget that.
Yeah. Now, Mr. Steinbrenner, I think what you're doing is very good for this Children's Health Fund.
Well, I'll tell you. It's important.
And we appreciate you calling in.
Well, and you're a great guy for doing it, you folks, because...
We have to get together, you and I. What are you doing this week? We'll get together for dinner.
This week?
Yeah.
We're going to open Monday.
Oh, I see. You don't want to get together for dinner?
I have to recover.
I figure you don't want to go
I'll
like
get together with dinner for you, sure. With
well, listen, Ned, seriously, when your close friends, if they're down and out, you ever give them some money?
Oh,
how? Do I ever give them money?
Yeah, I mean...
Are you down and out?
Yeah, I'm down and out. Well, if I ever get down and out.
I should have your income.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, come on. You're kidding. How much are you worth?
Right.
How much are you worth now? Give me a ballpark.
How much am I worth?
Yeah, give me a ballpark on your net worth.
I don't know.
I heard George was having a tough year last year.
Really?
That's right.
Is that true?
That's
What
right.
happened?
That's right.
What did you do wrong?
All sorts of things.
What?
All sorts of things.
What happened?
Very tough year.
Really?
Yeah, higher payrolls, shipbuilding problems.
Really?
Of course, that's a small part.
Well, then why am I talking to you? If you don't
I don't know. I don't know why you're talking to me.
So you only made like $400 million
because
last year?
It's only 7 o'clock down here.
I got you. All right,
We're an hour behind. That's not easy.
I didn't realize you were out of money. I have to hang up then.
All right.
All right, Mr. Steinbrenner, thank you so much.
All right, Howard.
And good luck this season.
Okay, thanks.
George
Bye,
Steinbrenner doing some good work for the people of New York. Now, Robin, we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to meet mystery guests. We're going to put on our blindfolds. You're going to play. I'm going to play.
Can you believe there's 11,000 athletes coming here for the gay games?
Oh, please. I don't even know what that gay games thing is. Listen, let me tell you something. I'm all for the gays.
11,000 athletes in the country.
Let me tell you how I feel about homosexuality. I'm all for it. I think, first of all...
But I don't think it's a sport.
I'm all for homosexuality. It is a sport. If you ever try to...
if golf is a sport, maybe it is.
Do you ever try to screw in a door handle into a pinhole? That's a sport. Now, let me tell you something. Let me just say something. Mystery guest is about to come in. I don't mean to keep them waiting.
Yes.
And it's no idea. We have no idea who it is. Could be a very big star, and they could be getting very annoyed out there. Hey, if it's a girl, do I look all right?
You probably could spruce yourself up.
Oh, really?
I'm not telling you whether it's a man or a woman.
Oh, damn.
But even if it's a man, you want to...
How do I look, Robin?
You look pretty good.
I didn't blow out my hair that good.
You didn't? I can't see anything but, from the top of your lip up.
All right, let me doll myself up from the lip down. Let me tell you something with the gay game. So, and let people understand this. At some point, everyone's got to accept homosexuals because you know what?
We're tired of all these special things.
If everyone could just accept them, then we wouldn't have gay games and all kind of gay everything. Because you could have a member of your own family who is gay.
Sure.
These are our sons and daughters and cousins, brothers, sisters, mothers, and fathers, God forbid.
10% of the population.
Well, let's say 7. I think 10's a little high. I've heard that figure. I think 5% myself. 3, maybe 2% aren't too sure. But I'm going to tell you something. At some point, you got to say, wait a second. These are people who are on the planet. What are you going to do with them? You want to kill them? You want to kill all the gay people? You got a choice. I'll give you a choice right now since I'm almost governor. You want to kill all the gay people? You're going to let these people live. What if it's your own brother or your sister or something? You understand what I'm saying? You know what Baba Booey just said? 10% of the people gay. What are you going to do with these people? You're going to kill them? I mean, for God's sakes, they have a right to live.
And they have a lot to contribute.
10%. That could be anyone in your family. 40% of the people in this room are gay. Oh. I'm not saying who. Fred. You got to live and let live. In most cases, not near me, but you got to live and let live. All right, now listen, let's take a break because mystery guest is out there. I'm excited. I'm going to spruce myself up in case this is a real. And if this is a good-looking girl, I'm probably going to make out with her today because I'm in a loose mood. It's a Friday. It's the weekend.
Feeling dangerous.
I'm going to tell my wife to take that marriage and shove it. She young?
Let's go to commercial.
Don't
All right.
do any clues. I
Okay.
want equal chance.
I have to go to the bathroom, but I'm not going to go in case I could run into mystery guest. So
you and Robin are the worst cheaters at mystery.
No. I've never cheated. Let's go. Let's go right now. All right, Robin. Let's put on our blindfolds.
All right, I'm going to go get mystery guest.
All right.
Them in their seats.
We're blindfolding up. Everybody's playing?
Just me, you, and Jackie.
Oh, okay.
I'll put the microphones up. You got your blindfold? Everyone got it on? Hello?
Hello? I can't hear you. I don't have my headphones on yet.
All right.
Now I can.
Start.
Fred, you know who it is, so you can't play.
Know.
He has to disqualify himself.
Well, Gary had to check with Fred to make sure it would be a good mystery guest.
It's a winner.
It's the winner. Already it sounds like a woman because the way Gary's talking all meek to her.
Oh, yeah.
You sit here.
I'm sniffing, Howard. I don't smell much.
You will.
Smell is a very important part of mystery guest.
I am not in the same room, so sniffing doesn't do anything.
Sounds like an army.
You could smell it from there.
Oh, it's a guy.
Yeah.
Mystery guest brings a big entourage.
Really?
Does he have any girls with him?
Lots of them.
Now, wait a minute, mystery guest. Is that you speaking now?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
And you smell good.
He's got babes with him, Howard.
And you said yes, ma'am. Okay, I'll go first. Are you a country western singer?
Yes, I am.
All right, I know who
Are
it
you?
is.
Wait a second.
Mystery guest is not a country western singer.
Well,
hey.
You have to answer a little honestly.
All right, I'm wrong.
And discard your voice a little.
Dude, you know what I like? I like that Robin goes, okay, I know who it is. I mean, I'm in the middle. You can't do that. You ever watch To Tell the Truth?
No.
All right, Robin, your turn.
Oh, you didn't get a no, did you?
Yeah, he's not a country western
not a
singer.
country western singer.
Are you Dolly Parton?
Well, excuse me, I'm singing. I'm asking questions now. Are you in the field of sports?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
No, he's not.
Oh, you.
I don't know.
Do you know how to play this game?
I don't know what I do.
He doesn't know himself.
All right. Jackie.
Go ahead, Jackie.
Go ahead.
Are you in the field of sports? You want to buy a CD?
No, go ahead.
Do you have a hit record? Of course I do.
Does he?
Been involved with many hit records.
All right, let me think. Let's see. Been involved in many
Of
hit
course
records.
he does.
Well, it's not Jackie.
Jackie, go ahead. You have a yes answer.
Yeah.
Oh, I know the
Braggart.
You're on, Jack.
Oh, jeez.
You're doing good. Yeah, like Jackie would even know anyone who has a hit record.
That's right. Maybe if it was
I went
country
down the
western.
wrong road.
Is it Chicago?
Because if it's not, I give up. It's the Brooklyn Bridge.
Go ahead, you're doing good.
Is it Buzz Skaggs?
Nay.
Oh, boy.
All right, are you really asking as a Boz Skaggs?
No.
Yeah, I'll ask is it Buzz. I have no idea.
All right. So you had a recent.
Go ahead, Howard.
Are you in a band?
One to the left.
Are you in a band?
Yeah.
Okay.
I could ask that.
Are you in the group?
I like the bells.
Oh,
Let's see.
boy.
You're in a group, huh? Are you in? Are you that guy who does?
No, I wouldn't make that. I would make that a mystery guest, Howard.
All right, it's good because we're gonna smack you in the head if it was.
All right, you got to know. So your band is established. Been around for a
somewhat.
while.
Yeah, somewhat.
Had a recent big hit?
Are you a singer?
Yeah.
Hey, it's my turn.
Oh, you need help. Are you a recent hit? We just said it's a recent hit.
Have you had a song on the charts lately?
Yes. Are you in Stone Temple Pilots?
No.
Are you in?
Oh, stop it.
I'll give you a little bit of a hint.
All right.
The band was big even before he was in it.
Ooh, you joined the band.
Sammy Hagar.
Let's get it on, Howard.
No.
Let's get it on.
Oh, no. Oh, I'm a dead man. Oh. Now, you're a real man. Thank God you joined Van Halen. You're the only real man.
If this wasn't so early.
I thought you were going to kick my ass.
Oh,
man. And I was blindfolded.
It wasn't so early, Howard.
And I got all dolled up for you, too. How you doing, Sammy?
I'm doing great. It's a little early for
Sammy, you see, you're a real man. Let me tell you something.
Sure I am.
I got to tell you something. I had this David Lee Roth in there, Sammy.
Here we go.
And I got to tell you something. This guy is almost totally bald. Did you know that? Did you know that? Thank God they got rid of him. Watch this about face.
I know.
Wow.
Boy, are you brave.
Me? Hey, I'm getting out of the room.
Howard was blindfolded.
Now, Sammy, seriously, I got nervous when you were going to beat my ass in the
MTV
at the MTV Awards.
That was before I knew how big you were. See, you know, people on TV all look the same size.
No, you're a boxer. You're actually in a boxing family. And you also know some karate, right?
No, just boxing.
Because I know Muay Thai.
Muay Thai.
Muay Thai. Whatever that is. Wow, I can't believe you're here.
I've been here all week.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I can't believe.
Are you still mad at me?
I was never mad. That was a
You
one-day
really were?
deal.
I was really nervous at the MTV Awards. You wouldn't beat my ass.
And then somebody gave me a tape of you with
goofing on you.
That old a friend of mine.
Yeah.
Goofing on me, and I got mad again.
No
and
kidding.
then I laugh again. No, you know, when I hear you interviewing other people, I like you. When you're talking about me, I want to kill you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, because we met you a while back.
You
know,
did.
when we came to a Van Halen concert. Yeah, with
that
Alex.
must have been was it
We had
10
a real
years
good
ago?
time.
That was the other guy.
I saw you at the Van Halen concert. I told you how great you were and how good it was that they got rid of David Lee Roth. And then I
remember that.
And then I'm so
I
two-faced when David Lee Roth was on here. I just sat there and put you down.
Well, you have to.
I didn't think you'd ever come on the show. I didn't know you would come on. I didn't know you were that kind of guy.
Eddie and Alex talked me into it. They said, go on.
Go
I
on.
said, I'm going, hey, I ain't going on that show. The guy's going to get me hot. We're going to get to scrap, and he's big. I could get hurt. You know, look bad.
Listen, what do you care what I say? You're a big star.
Hey, you guys
Van
are doing
Halen,
great.
Van Halen is selling more records now than before.
Yeah.
What? I'm irrelevant.
Look, no one's irrelevant when they use your name in derogatory manners.
That's right. Do you ever smell Eddie's fingers after a night with Valerie?
Oh.
Seriously, man, let's get down to it. You've seen some wild stuff.
Hey, and now Eddie's going to want a piece of you.
No, come on. Did you ever think that Eddie would stay with Valerie this long?
Of course they did. They're a great couple.
Are they really?
Are truly a great
and he
couple.
never screws around at all. You've never seen him with another woman?
Absolutely not. Hey, that's not the kind of thing you do in front of your friends, you know?
Really? But you go on the road. You're single, right?
No.
Well, no,
You're
I got
married?
my girlfriend with me most of the time.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, no, I'm not married.
Who's your girlfriend?
Gorgeous girl.
Really? Where is she? Where is she today? Who is
you think I'd bring her down here and let you? Then you see, you're just bound and determined to get me in a scrap with you.
Who are these hangers-oners here? Who are these guys who are obviously leeching off you?
This guy's Van Halen's publicist. He's the guy that talked me into this crap.
How you doing?
Says,
well, you know what? You're smart. Listen, you can't be mad at me. Let me just say something. When you got David Lee Roth in here, the guy obviously he gets.
You know what is he going to say?
He's down in the dumps. This guy. You know what I'm saying? He feels bad that you're doing so well with the band, so you try to cheer him up and you get on his
I'm
side.
fine
a
with
little
Dave.
bit. You are?
I got no. I don't know Dave. I got no problem with him.
Really?
Fine.
It's okay.
No problem.
Water
You
under
had
the
nothing
bridge.
to do with it anyway.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
He quit.
You got to ask Robin.
They asked me to join.
So we go to the MTV Awards.
9 years now.
We go to the MTV Awards, and I'm nervous because I got to get in a fart man costume and fly.
I'd be nervous. That was butt ugly, man.
I know. All right. Take it easy. Come on, we're trying to make up here. So I go to the MTV Awards. What's with this microphone? It keeps floating away from me. So we go to the MTV Awards, and I'm really nervous because I got to get up on these wires. You know, I figured this is really dangerous.
Guy your size, too.
Guy my size, 6'5", with a big cheesy ass.
He
so
didn't
you see what I
believe
looked
that
at.
they could actually lift him.
Right. So wait a second. So then, and I'm real nervous about it, and I can't believe it. And then all of a sudden, one of the guys from MTV who's running the show comes over, and he says to me, "Did you see the paper today?" I go, "No, what?" Because you're all over the paper. Sammy Hagar says when he sees you tonight, he is going to beat your ass in. He is so mad at you, he is going to beat your ass. So I said, "That little guy, Sammy Hagar, going to beat my ass." They go, "No.
I'm
The guy's
5'9".
I go, "Wait a second." Well, to me, everyone's little.
I agree.
I go. They go, he's from a professional boxing family.
Yeah, we didn't know that.
And I'm a real pussy. You know, as tall as I am, I can't fight. So I said, "You think he's serious?" They go, "He's dead serious. He really loves to mix it up." So now I'm like, I turn to Robin and say, "Not only am I flying down on wires and I'm not happy about him 30 feet in the air, but Sammy Hagar's going to really kick my ass, and how am I going to avoid seeing him?" So now I'm real like I'm going to puke.
Howard, you know what you said. Tell the truth.
What did I say?
You said to the MTV people, "You got to get me extra security."
Yeah, and then I have them beef up security because I know you're going to kick my ass. So I get
you
really
keep that guy away away from
You ruined my whole night.
Hey, you ruined mine there a couple times.
Did I really?
No, see, I had just heard the tape with you with Roth right before that.
Yeah.
And I was hot that night.
Yeah, but you got to feel bad for Roth. I mean, he's buying pot in the park, for God's sakes. You understand?
I'll sell it next time. Come see me, Dave. Come see me. I got the good stuff.
He wasn't doing well, and I just felt.
And you guys were having a great night that night. We're like, why is he angry at us?
What were we doing?
You guys had sold out some huge stadium, and David Lee.
And you won awards that night.
Yeah. What about changing
every night?
What about changing the name of the group to Van Sammy? Is it possible?
No, it is. I wouldn't be interested in anything like that, to be honest.
What was it like when they tapped you to be in Van Halen? Wasn't that cool? And
it was great. But you know what? Honest to God, Howard, I didn't want to do it.
You didn't?
No, I was.
Why?
Because I was.
Well, you had your own solo career.
Exactly, and everything was going good. I just came off tour, you know, and I was thinking, I don't want to join a band again, especially because.
And also with all the controversy of taking over a guy's place, and you had to put up with all that.
No, that hadn't come out yet.
Right.
Yeah, see, I knew about it before anybody else.
Yeah.
Right. Who contacted you?
Eddie.
This is cool. Eddie, he said that David Lee Roth is a pain in my balls. I got to.
He didn't mention his name.
He didn't.
No, he didn't.
Probably what he said was, let me see if I can get Sammy, and if I can get Sammy, I'll boot Dave.
Yeah.
David quit, man. Dave walked.
Yeah.
Can you believe that? That's crazy.
Hey, only a fool would quit band.
Van Halen is a great band.
The best band in the world. What are you going to do? Start a lesser band. That's what you do. You quit Van Halen and you start a lesser band. Nothing against Dave. It's what would happen to me if I quit too. It's stupid. You
wouldn't quit.
No, you don't quit, man.
You stick with. You see, this is what I said to him. I said, you stick with what you had. You had something big going on.
Could it have been that bad? It's not so bad for you, is it?
How bad is it? Is Eddie a pain in the ass?
No.
Is it, I mean, be honest.
Crazy?
I mean,
it's a fantastic band. We have no problems. None. We never argue. We have no egos in this band.
You sit down, you make a couple of songs, you write some songs,
we
and that's
sit down and goof off and do everything. Music is just part of what we do.
How big is that song right now? I mean, is that like big? I mean, that is a big song. A song like that, how many millions do you make off a song like that?
Oh, I don't know.
How rich are you now?
I'm rich. Not as rich as you.
What do you got? What do you buy? What do you buy with all that
Anything
money?
I want.
When a girl, let's say you charm a girl, right? You meet her at a Van Halen concert.
Well, then you don't have to charm her. If you meet her there, she's
seen you on stage.
That's right. Yeah. So then it's a done deal.
What'd you do? You put out a solo album?
Well, this is an old greatest hits package with a couple new songs, yeah.
Oh, look at you on the front there.
There you go.
You look very
sexy.
Cut
my hair off, Howard.
Now, why'd you cut the hair off?
Because I didn't want to be in here with you and have a hair contest. It's like a pissing contest, you know?
Yeah.
My hair's better than yours better than mine. John Bon Jovi come in here and smoke us all, you know?
Right. Even on the cover here, you're showing off your physique.
Yes, sir.
You're in very good shape.
Yes,
Is that from boxing? You train because it even has him in a boxing pose.
Is that right? Oh,
well, that was done at the gym here right in New York, man. Gleason's gym. So anyway.
Is that right? And you go there and you box?
No, I went there and worked out for a day when I was there.
So you see why I was nervous.
I would imagine, yeah.
Hey, but let me tell you something.
There's no way I could kick your ass, right?
Probably if you got a hold of me.
Right.
See,
but I don't think that would happen.
I'd take you out real quick is what would happen.
Now, I notice here in the picture, on the speed bag, you have David Lee's picture. Now, why is that? I thought you said you had no hard feelings.
I got nothing against
Really? Nothing against that guy?
I'm like you.
You're
I
happy.
feel sorry for David.
Right, you feel sorry.
I really do. Because
don't feel sorry for him.
That's great.
No, it's true, man.
You feel bad for him.
He's just all he's doing is Van Halen stuff. He's always talking about.
Now, you're the publicist for Van Halen? Now, you used to be the publicist when David was in the group?
Yes, I was.
And you stuck with Van Halen?
Well,
no, he left and went with Dave.
You did? You went with Dave, and now you came crawling back?
And then Dave fired me because he thought I was working for Van Halen behind his back and writing a book about him.
Oh, I see.
But,
so you were fired. You were let go.
Yes.
I see. And then Van Halen was nice enough to take you back?
Yes, they were.
Really?
I didn't realize all this. The guys pulled a fast one on me.
Really?
Ed and Al and Mike, they pulled a fast one on me.
No kidding.
Yeah, they were too good of friends with Steve, and I thought it was kind of weird.
And here you are, and you're back with Van Halen, and you're on top.
Yep. and I'm a registered New York State voter.
Listen, Howard, do you realize what time this is? I'm a
good.
West Coast guy, man. It's 6 o'clock. I've been up since 4:30.
Oh, I know. Now, what are you doing in New York? Are you doing the promotional thing around the new...
I'm done. I'm going home today. I did Letterman. Letterman on Wednesday, and I don't know what all.
How was that? They had you just sing, and did they interview you?
No.
He never interviews the singer.
I know. He just lets them sing.
Well, I got aced by a bear trick or something.
Oh, is that what it was? So you did your thing on Letterman.
Yeah.
You sang.
Yeah, it was
You're
great.
promoting the new... This is a solo package of Sammy Hagar hits.
Yeah. Well, no, I never had hits.
Yes, you did. I Don't Like to Drive at 55.
It wasn't a hit.
That was a hit to me.
Swear. Number 27.
I used to play that all the time. Didn't we play that in Hartford all the time, Fred?
Absolutely. Big song.
I Don't Like to Drive at 55.
Free lock box.
Free lock box is good, yeah. Do you got that on here?
Of course I do.
You know that song, Robin?
Yeah.
3-lock box?
No.
Yeah, 3 lock boxes under. There you go. No, there you go.
That's what it's called, 3 lock. I thought it's I Don't Like to Drive at 55.
There's
another
They're both on another song called 3
lock box is a hit, but also it's I Can't Drive 55.
Right.
That's right. I don't like to drive 55.
Of course I know.
Well, I'm trying to...
Howard, you have
Come on, you know what I mean. Hold on a second. I'm going to play that.
I think it's 9.
It's 10. I like that song.
But Howard and I, between the two noses, man, we could build a house on these two.
No, you're a good-looking guy.
We got the snozzes, man.
No, you're a good-looking guy. You don't have to put yourself down. I know what I look like, and I know what you look like. Was your girlfriend a model?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah? Where'd you meet her? In a modeling magazine? Did you just pick her out and call her agent?
Yeah, I looked at it, yeah.
Is that true?
No. Howard, I'm gonna line you up.
No, come on, seriously.
No, I met her through some friends and stuff at my birthday party, and some people were invited. A bunch of girls were invited and stuff. And
so somebody gave him a girl for his birthday.
No, I
can't believe you're sitting here. I can't believe you're here.
I can't either, man. I tell you, I didn't want to get up this early. I mean, I would come.
That's
here
really nice of you, man. You're a real man. You're a real man.
It's April Fool's.
You're a real man.
It's big too. Huh?
That's really. Is it big?
Oh, it looked good on you.
Really?
Yeah, guy your size.
You're well hung.
Yeah, it would look good on you.
Really?
It would look good on you.
Don't you think that's unbelievable that Sammy Hagar
I couldn't believe it. I mean, even when I was saying the words, I expected everybody to say
I never
no.
meant any of that stuff I said about you, you know. I never did.
Wait till I leave. I'm going to listen to this show tomorrow morning.
Times that
tomorrow
we
morning
Van
I'm going to find out.
Like Dreams, and Howard says, damn, this is really good.
I do. I don't even know why I started.
You gotta love Van
I guess because David Lee Roth came on, I figured Sammy's never coming on. He's too famous.
You befriended him, you know.
Yeah.
But it's like, hey, look, Van Halen, you got to love us. You're doing yourself harm by
I know. Van Halen is a great band.
We even still went to see you in concert. I mean, that's got to say something.
Yeah, what concert did I go to? Yeah, you were great. I went to the concert. It was great.
Which one? Where was it?
Let's see. We were at...
Madison Square Garden?
No. It was the Meadowlands.
It was the Meadowlands.
Bachman Turner Overdrive was opening with Leslie West.
Oh, that was on a
Mississippi
5150 tour. You were there.
That was a good show.
And we did 4 of those. Yeah.
And you guys were wearing parachute pants. And I said to Robin, I ought to get parachute pants because those guys look real good.
And then we were watching Sammy. He was running all over the stage.
My hair was short then, just like it is now.
Yeah, but then I got in parachute pants, and Robin said, you look like Joey Buttafuoco. And the only way we got David Lee Roth to come on here was I kept saying, if he don't come on, we're going to call him David Weave Roth because of the time to get a little.
See, you don't even understand the history.
See, that was the whole history.
I've never even met.
I was goofing on him, and he came on.
There you go.
It's the only way I can get rock stars to come on is to goof on them, and then they finally come on. Until they finally come in here.
All right,
yeah, so Eddie,
again, though, if you goof on us again, we're not coming, okay?
The bass player, who's he got? Does he have a model girlfriend, too?
Mikey's got a beautiful wife.
Really?
Great, beautiful little daughters, man. Mikey is the solidest guy in Van Halen.
You think Alex Van Halen is jealous of Eddie, in a way? Because Eddie gets all the attention?
Man.
They're brothers, but don't you think he's, like, jealous? Because Eddie gets all the attention?
Nah.
No, seriously.
I think he's
What's the dynamic there?
The dynamic between those two is Alex is really more the leader of the band than Eddie.
And when you guys all sit together to write songs and stuff, does like Eddie like get an attitude because he was like the founding member? And
No.
There's
no attitude. Eddie and I write the songs together. Alex and Mike contribute and make it a song, make it into a Van Halen song.
Where do you guys write the songs? Do you do it over Eddie's house?
Yeah, my house or Eddie's
no
house.
kidding.
Yeah.
And Valerie's there?
But it's kind of funny.
Valerie's there
when you write the songs?
No. Hey, when Eddie and I write, nobody's around.
Really? Valerie's not allowed in the room?
Oh, she's welcome to come in and say, hey,
where does Valerie?
When you're going to be done?
Where's Valerie Bertinelli stay while you guys write?
Either in their house or if she comes over to, they come over to my house together.
And does she get all dressed up when you come over? Does she get foxed up, or do you? Or
Valerie's always foxed up.
No, be honest. Does she ever walk around like with her slippers and nightgown?
Oh, totally no. But when you say foxed up, to me, she's a good-looking woman, so she looks good at any time. When you have to get dolled up to look good, then you're really not a beautiful woman. Anyone can be dolled up.
So what is? So like when you're over there,
she looks great on.
Is she
Beethoven or Wolfgang or whatever?
That's a rock star thing to do, right? You would never name your kid Wolfgang.
No, I wouldn't.
Right.
But I'm not from Holland.
So when you're sitting there writing, and Valerie comes over, like is she wearing like short shorts and a cutoff shirt?
No.
Yeah, really? She would wear that
in the summer, sure.
Yeah.
Really? Shorts and a cutoff shirt, sure. Yeah.
And you ever think about that? You're attracted to her, or you don't like to think about that? But you could be attracted to her.
I have rules. Oh, absolutely. I think she's extremely sexy, extremely attractive.
But do you ever hear like Valerie fart or something like? Does she act normal around you?
Not really.
She's not comfortable around you enough to fart.
My girlfriend, yeah, but not Valerie.
Really?
So I'm not around Valerie enough for her to have just like let go like that. No, she would probably. That was me. Excuse me.
All right, tell you what I'm going to do, Sammy.
Hey, Ed and Al fart. Let me tell you, those guys
fart
men.
No kidding.
Yeah, fart man is Al. Not you.
So when you go to write these songs with Eddie. You and Eddie are over his house, and now Eddie doesn't drink or anything.
No, he doesn't right now. He's really on the wagon.
He's on the wagon, so he's not a pain in the ass anymore.
No, he's never a pain in the ass.
Was he bad when he was drinking?
Hey, look, anyone that gets totally plastered drunk is a pain in the ass, including me or anybody else. But no.
Do you still drink?
Of course.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
So you don't have to be one of these guys that doesn't drink.
But
around.
does he require nobody having a drink around him or something?
Absolutely not.
No, you can drink backstage.
Al quit drinking, and 5 years ago, never required any. We're grown men. Look, I got breaks. You know, I can have a couple drinks, get a little buzz, and go, whoa, I got to stop, man.
Right.
Some guys can't.
Right.
You know, and now they had a hard time with breaks. They couldn't
stop.
Pedal to the
sounds
metal,
like a family
right.
thing.
But that's good.
Yeah,
I think rock stars should be alcoholics.
Oh,
I do. I really do. I think it's part of the image. It's part of living life on the fast lane.
For a while.
I think it's good.
For a while, it doesn't matter.
I think it makes your music better.
No, it's got nothing to do with music.
Really?
It's like saying drugs made Jimi Hendrix great.
I thought they did.
Drugs killed Jimi Hendrix.
But he was good because of those drugs.
No, he was good before he took drugs.
Any guy who would choke on his own vomit is going to play to his heart's content and not care what people
His
think.
last few gigs were his worst.
This culture needs a few overdoses and suicides.
Yeah, to let us all know what not to do.
So, okay.
But I agree with the death penalty, Howard. This is why I came on the show. I saw you on there. Crime has got to be stopped.
Thank you,
I'm
Sammy.
a redneck at heart.
Thank
I am
you.
a redneck.
I know
You
that
thought I
about
was
you.
a country boy.
No.
That's why I said, yes, sir, I am, because basically, I am country.
You are. And let me say something. I think that all people know, whether you think I'm an a-hole or not, I think everyone can get behind my candidacy. Even Sammy is behind it because he knows.
I've spent a week in New York. Traffic is bad.
Traffic is bad.
They work on roads forever.
There are criminals. I'm sure when you were in your limo, you had to slow down a couple of times because of the traffic and the criminals.
And you got to keep the doors locked tight.
So Van Halen will play at my governor's ball? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not sure about that, but you know, I'm giving you an endorsement now.
All right, now Sammy has a new solo album. That's why he's here.
Yeah.
Let's face it. If anyone thinks Sammy's here just for his health, you're out of your mind.
This is not healthy getting up this early.
This is a guy who could be home with his model girlfriend. What magazines have we seen her in, your girlfriend?
Oh, no.
Be honest.
No.
What
She's
have you
been
seen
with
her
me for 3 years. She hasn't worked a day since I met her.
Really?
Pulled her right out of the...
And you buy her gifts?
Oh, yes. Of course. I treat her wonderful.
And what do? You got a big spread? You got a big place?
Sure.
You do? How many rooms is your mansion?
My mansion.
Come on, how many rooms?
Listen,
Share
I am
with us.
so
Tell
normal.
us.
You
Come on,
wouldn't believe it.
Sammy, tell me about your
I
life.
still live in the same house I bought
Why?
in 1977.
Why? You've got millions of
I
dollars.
own other houses, but my main house is the first house I ever bought in 77, and I still live there because it's a great
And you have
place.
neighbor. I mean, you live in the neighborhood. And
Well,
You've never been married?
Neighbors.
No.
Yeah, I've been married.
Oh, you have?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that must have cost you a pretty penny.
Yes, it did.
Did you dump her after you joined Van Halen?
Unfortunately.
That's what I thought.
Man, that had to
I
be
didn't
painful.
dump her. I didn't dump her. It's not like that. I was married for 23 years. The marriage was over. It had been over for 7 years.
He forgot.
Yeah, you forgot you were married.
So long he forgot.
Sammy, you're saying, in other words, you got married at a young age.
Yeah, I did. At 20 years old.
And okay, that was fine at 20.
Uh-huh.
All of a sudden, superstardom hits. There are pressures involved with that.
Nothing.
And
absolutely nothing.
Really? What happened? You weren't attracted to her anymore?
No, I still could.
There's too many young girls around. Let's be honest.
No,
come on, be honest. Why don't you be honest?
He's roped me now. That's
come on,
it. He got me. There it is. Hog time. Dragged by the neck across the road next, man.
Boy, she must have cleaned you out for every penny you had.
She's a very rich lady.
And wow. But she must have gotten everything. She must have gotten everything but one of your nuts.
Oof.
Am I right? Am I right?
One of them.
She got one of them.
I got one. It's California style, you know.
But
right down the middle.
She has to miss that huge baloney that you packed, right?
Yeah, they all do.
They all miss it. Even I miss it. I've never had it.
You ain't getting it either.
Oh, thanks.
That's right. I'd show you, but I'm afraid you would touch it.
Well, no, I wouldn't. No.
I say it.
Hey, let me see it. Let me see it.
No,
I promise I won't.
No. You'll
come on.
Sebastian Bach showed us his.
Yeah, that's right, Sammy.
Well, hey.
What's his story? Listen, Sammy, I'm excited you're here.
Me too.
I got to tell you something. Van Halen is so much better with you than with that other guy.
Now listen, you're
more
just ruining
focused.
your
The music
image
is much
to these
better.
people.
What am I going to do? It's embarrassing.
You're ruining your image.
You always find yourself in this spot.
Why do you do this to me? Why did you come in?
Your fans are going, this guy's fickle.
No, they know that. They know I'm the biggest phony alive.
Well, I was at CNN doing an interview the other day, and I was in getting makeup, and the lady next to me was talking to the guy, and she goes, "Yeah, these people, they were like these weird people, like Howard Stern fans or something." And I said, "Howard Stern fans?" It scared me for a second.
Yeah, right.
And I said, "Does he really have to?" I thought most people just listen and they want to kill him. They're just listeners, but it's like the wrestlers. You know, I mean, you go to see them get beat. It's kind of like you. Our people listen to you because they just want to go, "I'm going to break his neck."
My worst thing is when I actually meet people.
Yeah,
that's
that
the
you
worst.
talked about.
That's what I talk about. What if I meet Roseanne? What do I do?
It's going to happen.
It's going to be ugly.
Yeah, just hold up a Kleenex or something. Just hold it. There'll be no problem.
Wow, Sammy Hagar is here, who is with the great Van Halen.
Yeah.
Sammy wearing his Stern for Governor button.
Give me one. I'll wear it.
When we come back, we'll sample some of Sammy's new CD.
Sure enough.
Now, what happened, Sammy? You owed the record company a solo album?
Yeah, kind of.
But you like this. Why not break away a little bit? You stay with Van Halen, you do your solo.
I had to compensate my income. You know, that divorce hurt, man.
That's right.
No.
When did it happen?
When did it happen?
About 3 years ago.
Oh, my God, the money that must have been exchanged.
Yeah, he had gotten a lot of Van Halen money by then.
Imagine you're a lawyer and you get a call. You go, hi,
I had my own
I'm
money
Mrs.
as well.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Sammy Hagar.
Yeah.
Sammy and I are thinking of getting a divorce. Excuse me, ma'am. Are you saying the guy from Van Halen, you're his wife, and you're entitled to 50% of everything he has? Is that what you're saying?
Sammy Hagar?
Sammy Hagar, as in the guy who might be worth $100 million or some ridiculous amount of money?
The guy is a criminal. The lawyer, he was a criminal.
Stay where you are, I'll come
I think
to
he's
you.
in jail now.
No, he's not.
He should be.
He should be. You hate him. Well, listen, the guy had to go for it. Oh, man.
Robbed you without a gun, didn't he?
That's right.
Well, California law is it's cut and dried, you know. It's
I know.
like 50-50 right down the middle from day of separation, blah, blah, blah.
Did you try to say to your wife...
But why did he drag it out for a year and a half at $200 an hour?
Did you try to say to your wife, hey, listen, it's 50-50. I'm going to give you 50. We were together 23 years. You're entitled. You were with me when the bad times happened. When
I was
going to
give her 60.
You were going to give her 60%.
Push another 10 across, yeah.
So how come it took a year?
Because the lawyer didn't make enough money to be quick like that. See, the lawyer gets $200 an hour.
So you had to pay the legal fees, too.
Oh, yeah. That's
oh, that must have been distracting. Oh, that
quite a bit.
What's it like when $15-20 million leaves your bank account? I mean, that's got to be unbelievable.
Do you have to write the
check? It's leaving my account. It's on a pay as it goes kind of thing. And you give her house gets this house, and she gets this car, and she gets this brand, that painting, and this, that. You know.
I'll never leave my wife.
You mean they just take things out of your house?
I'll kill my wife before she leaves.
You negotiator.
You couldn't kill your wife? It wasn't
it's actually amicable.
Guy with your kind of money, you can't hire someone to bump her off or something? No, I guess not. That would be wrong.
To the mother of your children.
Oh, is that right?
How many children?
Dos.
Oh, it's only 2 kids, and they're older now, right? They wouldn't miss the mom that much.
No, one's
Howard's cold, man.
I don't know. That goes through my head a lot.
Well, I was going to go back to California tonight. I'm going to stick in New York for another week. Let things cool down back there.
How cool is it for your kids that you're the lead singer of Van Halen?
Very cool.
They must love you.
Very cool.
They love you better than mom, right?
Well, how old are they now?
They love me because I'm their father.
All right.
Yeah, but how old are they now?
I have a 23-year-old son.
Do you really?
I have a 9-year-old son.
Wow.
And a 9-year-old. Oh,
and they're
so
great.
Cool.
They're very cool.
And can your son go to a party and say, "Look, I'm Sammy Hagar's son," and then just get laid?
He probably gets laid more than I do.
Really?
Sure.
God.
He's dying right now.
Oh, that kid. Son of a gun gets laid, huh?
His girlfriend's going to be the old Bobbit guy. Right?
Oh, really?
Off with that thing.
Off with it. All right, Sammy's here. What we should do next, Sammy, if you can give me some time, I'd like to play a little bit of the CD, go through the songs, show people why you got the job as lead singer.
You know why you're delaying going to the commercials?
Why?
Because you're going to have to sit in there with Sammy.
Sammy, can you leave during the commercial so I don't have to talk to you face to face?
Hey, Howard, also, there's a new tune on the record as well.
Is that right?
Yeah.
What is the name of the new tune?
It's called High Hopes.
All right, I will play it all when I come back, and I will sit here and talk to Sammy.
All right, that'll be interesting.
Sammy, what are we going to talk about when we go to commercial?
Whatever you want to talk
Really?
about. I swear, Howard, I'm good, man. I don't want to kill you.
You're not going to beat me up or anything?
No, but I am going to listen to you tomorrow and after I leave.
Don't worry, I'm not going to say anything bad. You're not going to punch me during the commercial, are you?
You're too big, man. I didn't know you were so big.
Really, I do know karate. I'm a brown belt. I'm a brown belt in Shotokan.
Too big. If I couldn't take you out with 1 or 2 punches, you get a hold of me and get me down, sit on me, and I'm over.
Hey, what if David Lee Roth calls in? Now, that would be good.
Yeah.
And what if the two of you start going at it? Oh, that'd be wild.
He doesn't want to mess with me.
Really?
No. He talks a good game, though. Dave is really, that's his forte. He talks a long line of crap.
A lot.
He's really good at it. That's his trip.
He's been saying garbage about you. That's true.
Of course he has.
I don't think it's right. I don't condone
Wouldn't you?
No. I wouldn't. I'd be a man about
situation?
it. Absolutely not.
He quit. Like you said, he quit.
Hey, what does he want from you?
He ended up where we all started, okay? He ended up where we all started. If he would have been successful out of his first solo album, he wouldn't want back in Van Halen.
Exactly.
His first album was called Eat 'Em and Smile. You know what he's talking about.
Right.
The band Left Him Behind. Yeah, wow, wow, wow.
Yeah.
But if that would have been more successful, and if his new album was happening, he wouldn't be talking about a reunion with Van Halen for charity. And the only charity involved here would be his own, because it's nothing. We don't need him to do a charity. We don't need him for anything.
That's exactly
Great
what I'm
old
saying.
Van Halen records. I love them as much as everybody else. 1984, Desert Classic.
Right.
Seriously.
Right. Classic.
Seriously.
Classic.
Absolutely.
No one's taking it away.
10 years ago, though, buddy.
Hey, the guy walked out of the
28
band.
million records in between.
You got the call from Eddie Van Halen. He says, "Hey, I lost my lead singer. I appreciate your work. I want you as lead singer." What does the guy want from you? What did you do?
My job.
Yeah,
His
what
job
were they
back.
supposed to do? Disband?
David Lee Roth quit.
That's right.
Not only quit the band, he quit selling records as well, and that was it. Right? That's it. Quit everything. Quit doing everything.
But he's all right.
All right. We're going to take a break.
Well.
Robin, you come over during the commercials. Help me out with Sammy. Keep the conversation
Hi,
going.
Robin.
All right. We'll come back. We'll listen to the new Sammy Hagar solo effort.
Yeah.
Right after these words.
The Howard Stern Show.
Yeah.
That song.
What song?
Soul Surfer.
That's right.
By Johnny Fortune and the Soul. That was the first band I was in. I played rhythm guitar for Johnny.
That's why I played it for you.
Soul Surfers. I was a soul surfer.
I played it especially for you.
I blew my mind. I'm from Fontana, California. That guy's from San Bernardino, the neighboring town. I got a gig with him at a place called the Club Tyro. I was underage. I had a fake ID so I could play the gig. The first money gig I did.
Why do you think you got married so young? Was it insecurity?
Yeah.
It was?
Sure.
You didn't think you'd ever get any other girls?
No, I had plenty of girlfriends and all that. I needed the security. It was insecurity in life itself. I didn't want to go through life
alone.
I liked having a woman. I dig being. See, I have male friends,
right?
But I like the intimacy of a female companionship at all times in my life, and I still do.
Right.
I really do.
But now you're smart. You change them around every
You're not
time.
marrying, though.
Right.
No.
You'll never marry again.
Well, I don't know.
No, you won't. How long you been with this model, the supermodel that you're with now? How long you been with her?
2.5 years.
2.5 years.
Yeah.
Another year. You look at Sylvester Stallone. He was with Jennifer Flavin.
Who's not more...
Bigger piece of ass you'll never find on the planet. You know what I'm saying? I mean, more perfect you wouldn't find. But in 5 years, he got sick of her. That's what happens.
Is that what happens?
Yeah.
Well, we'll see about that. I don't know. You know, I don't make any plans anymore. That's one thing I don't do is make plans. I just don't do it.
You're just day to day.
Let me ask you something. When you're Sammy Hagar and you're the lead singer of Van Halen, how many times a day does your girlfriend ask you to marry her? Well, how does that work?
She's great. She's my newfound buddy. We do everything together.
She wears mini hot pants and all that kind of stuff?
No, she's very...
She's wild.
That's
great.
No, she's not.
Could you think of a better job than being the lead singer of Van Halen?
No.
It's not even a job.
No, it isn't.
That's not a job. I'm sorry. I don't want to hear you say that.
We work. We spend hours and hours and hours what you would call work, but work is fun.
All right. Now let's take a look at this solo Sammy Hagar unboxed. I can't think of a better job than being the lead singer of Van Halen, except for the job of being your wife, which I would like to be.
See, I knew it. Remember earlier, didn't I tell you guys in the green room?
What, do you think I was a homo?
He was saying, yeah, well, you were saying...
get out of here. Are you insane?
Well, you were saying things like, hey, if it's a woman,
man.
hey, I'm probably going to want to kiss her, you know, but, you know, it's like, right? And I'm going, see, he knows it's me.
No.
And it's just like deep
I didn't
inside,
know.
Howard really, really likes me.
You've never had a homosexual experience, Sammy?
No, sir.
Ever?
Never.
Even when you were a young boy?
Even when I was a young boy.
You have blonde hair, you're a very good-looking man, all of a sudden as a young boy...
gay people don't even hit on me. It's
really?
a weird thing. No, it's really true.
Are you insulted by that?
Not at all.
Really?
Oh, but the fact that they don't?
Yes.
No, it's fine with me.
Really?
Yeah. It's like I don't have a problem either way with this, with any kind of homosexual things. I can talk about it. I can do it. I'm just not into it. I don't have any of those feelings, Howard.
When you and Eddie are up late at night writing songs...
so you do something incredibly good.
And they just start hugging each other.
We hug each other and all that.
You would have sex with Eddie if he wanted it.
No,
come on.
No.
Come on.
Eddie and I do say, though, it's a good thing as cheap as we are.
Right. Come on, man.
One of us was a girl, man, we would be like really, really bad.
That would be.
We would be really bad. Our great chick. We'd be great chicks.
I still don't believe that Eddie hasn't cheated on Valerie Bertinelli.
Ask him.
I believe he has.
I don't. Well,
really?
I don't know.
He's that faithful to her. With all the women that he can have. Not that Valerie's any slouch.
You know, you'd be real surprised that Eddie doesn't leave his house.
Really?
Well, yeah. I remember the time we did see them. The one person we didn't see was Eddie because he stayed in his dressing room.
That's true. He wouldn't. He had with the guitar.
Eddie's a very shy person.
Eddie's from Holland, isn't he?
Yeah. Him and
Does he wear those wooden shoes at all? Do you ever try? I find those uncomfortable myself.
No. You know, these guys have shed all that pretty much.
So they have?
But we have a new song we're writing from. We're in Van Halen's in the studio right now as we speak. We have a new song we wrote called Wham Bam Amsterdam, which is about a window hooker.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you know, you walk down.
You ever pay for sex?
No, I haven't.
Never had a hooker?
No. Hey, you don't have to buy it, man.
Probably. He probably had a hooker. He didn't have to pay for it.
Right. Did you ever get free hookers?
Yeah, you know what? You're absolutely right. There you go. I've probably been.
And who are your
many
friends? You have some celebrity friends. That's true. Come on, be honest.
One of my best friends is a boxer, Ray Mancini. He wants to kill you.
Boom, Ray Mancini?
Ray really
does. Really?
Yeah, he said he was asked to do this show before his last fight or something.
Yeah.
And he said, after what the guy said about Sammy, he goes, I'll take him out. And
now we're friends.
But he's a guy too, but he can punch.
I'll kick his ass.
There we go. There we go.
Boom Boom Mancini's a little pussy who hasn't won a fight in a while.
No,
he's a pussy.
No, Ray's in shape always.
Really?
There we go. See,
he's a big pussy.
He'll get him on the show. Ray, come on.
Boom Boom, I love you.
Ray's a great guy.
That's right. That's it.
So,
will he fight Joey Buttafuoco?
He'll fight
I got to find somebody to fight Joey
Buttafuoco. Ray will fight anybody.
So you're friends with him? So you're very macho in the sense that you can handle yourself.
Oh, yeah. I'm the kind of guy, I make a good friend for guys who like to hang around in bars and stuff, because I'll go around with them, and if we have a little trouble, I'm in.
You're in there.
Yeah, I mean, like, you want friends like that.
I'm the same way.
Walking down the street in New York, you know.
You're in the back.
I'm in the back watching you fight through a one-way mirror.
Some guy that's going to just cut out on you, man, when stuff gets tough.
Oh, I'd be right out the door. Sammy, you handle this. I can't get hurt. My fingers can't get hurt. I'm a piano player.
See you later.
That's right.
You're in the limo.
Yeah. I'm in the limo while Sammy's fighting. I'm calling the police. That's right. When I thought you were going to kick my ass, I was really nervous. All right, let's never mind the police. Let's get to the. You're here for a reason. You want the public to know the new CD is out.
Yes,
it's a solo effort.
I'm here to make friends with you.
Really? Well, we're friends now. I don't like David Lee Roth anymore. He could call him right now. I'll yell at him.
He's banned from the show.
He's banned from the show.
Next time we play New York, you're coming up on stage, and we're going to see if the fans are going to go, Howard. Well, in your book, you said something like that, too.
Did I?
Yeah, you said something about, hey, next time I'm on stage, you said, when the fans start cheering for Howard out there during Sammy's solo or something like that. Or, you know,
I see.
Let me tell you something. First of all, I'll let you know something. I didn't even write that book, okay?
Yeah.
I don't know who said that. All right? Someone else wrote that.
You participated in the money, though.
There you go. That's right. I took all the money and didn't write it.
Did you make a lot of money off that book, Howard?
No, not at all.
Really?
You know how it is in this business. Everybody hides funds. You know how it is. All right, now, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's listen to your new record. One of the songs I always liked, no matter how much at war I was with Sammy, didn't I always say, I can't drive a 55?
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. Now, this song goes back a couple of years.
Oh, yes.
Let's analyze.
New York. Albany, New York. Wrote this song right there.
You wrote this in Albany?
Yes, sir, I did. I was stopped by a cop at 2 o'clock in the morning going 62 miles an hour, driving from Albany to Lake Placid.
And he pulled you over for that?
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous.
And I said, hey, I saw the guy. I looked at my speedometer. I'm fine.
Yeah, 62. Right?
Yeah.
What's the big deal?
I look like about 60.
Now, how many guys would know to write a song about that, Robin?
I wrote it on the spot.
On the spot, as you were explaining to the officer.
And everybody can relate to it.
Right.
Yeah. This is not a gimmick song. It's the truth.
This is the truth. We used to play this all the time in Hartford, right, Fred?
It sounds silly now. I don't listen to my music anymore, man. I'm listening to it going, oh, boy.
Oh, come on, man. You got to get into your old stuff, too, you know.
Well, you know, it's like it's one of them weird things. It's kind of like
embarrassing.
You've
gone on. No.
But no, it's anything you do, it's like you look back. It's always embarrassing 10 years ago. You always go, oh, I'm so silly.
There was a period of my history.
Close
Listen,
to it,
I know what you're talking about because there was a period of my history I got into some songwriting. I tried to write songs. I did. And I would write, like you, when you had experiences where you would be pulled over by the police, you would write a song about it. My experiences, I would do the same thing. I wrote a song called, I'll never forget it, it was called I Woke Up and Came to Work. Because that was the most exciting thing.
If you talk about being embarrassed by your old work, he can't look back on yesterday.
I can't. I'm embarrassed by my whole life, okay? So I don't even feel bad.
You live on the razor's edge, Howard.
The song still rocks. It still kicks ass.
Yeah, it does.
It still holds up by contemporary standards.
Yeah, sound-wise, yeah.
What are you laughing at?
I'm seeing the video now in my head, you know? I don't listen to my music.
You don't? This is painful for you.
No.
I'll play the new song. Let me play the new song you wrote.
Anything you want.
What song? What is the name of the new song?
High Hopes and Buying My Way into Heaven. See, that's something a good topic for you, buying my way into heaven.
Yeah, well, I don't think I have enough money at this point. I'm pretty sure I'm going to hell.
That's why he's still working.
Yeah.
But nowadays you can do it for $10, man, down payments and stuff.
People say to me, why don't you repent? Maybe you'll get to go to heaven. I go, I think it would take like 50 years of apologizing.
And lots of good work.
Yeah, right. All right, here we go. Oh. Sammy's already finished that beer.
Yeah?
I've knocked out 2 of them. They're great. Ice beer, ice draft.
Wow.
Wonderful, wonderful stuff.
All right, now this is a new song you wrote. What is the name of this song? High hopes. Now, what do you mean high hopes? Is this because you have high hopes for what?
No, high hopes is this when you get stoned, you know?
Yeah.
You fire up a big fat one.
Yes.
And you're going, yeah, man, you see God, you know everything is happening. You're just 1 inch away from the answer to everything, and then it just goes, boop, and you go, well, what the hell was I thinking?
So this is about getting high.
Yeah.
And you still smoke pot, right?
Occasional.
You do lewd still?
No, look, I don't do drugs, period. But
you
every now and then
smoke
at
a little
party,
doobie.
you're hanging around with somebody, it's passed to you, you take a blast off it, and all of a sudden you see God for 15 minutes, you think you do anyway, and then you lose it. You have brain farts, you know?
Right.
Boop,
He leaves the
gone.
room.
All right, this is a controversial song that Sammy wrote.
Brain fart, man. That's
Here we go. Now, this is sax. In Van Halen, you don't ever use sax, right?
I am trying to find a solution.
Now, this is a reggae influence.
No, I got the wrong record.
Oh, this is
your
wrong.
other buddy. That's your other buddy.
Stop that. That's a David Lee Roth record?
Yeah, that new record. It's got one of each on it, man.
Yeah, that's right. He's trying all styles,
Couple countries,
right?
couple reggaes, couple raps.
Your prediction on the new David Lee Roth album, it will fail?
It's over.
It's over. That's it. It's gone.
It already is.
And now his career's gone.
I don't know.
Come on, say it. You know you want to say it. Come on,
I'll say anything. Look, I'm not afraid to say anything. I don't know. The guy's unpredictable.
Okay, here we go.
Another dream goes up in the smoke.
Now, will there be a video to this one?
No.
Why? Why not?
I don't, because I only want to be seen with Van Halen on a media like that.
Oh, really?
I don't want anybody to get the wrong idea. They might think I'm stupid and have quit Van Halen.
You know, it was a good video. The last solo album, no, 2 solo albums ago, you put out the one. Remember,
Give
it was
to Live.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
good.
that was a good video.
No, I like that.
It's hard to do videos by yourself because you don't have other guys in the band to cut to, so you got to bring in all these chicks and stuff, you know.
Right.
And then you look like a male chauvinist, like
No, you don't. I don't care if you do or not. I love videos with chicks.
No, see, Howard, I knew he'd put it on.
Are you
the line.
crazy? That's fantastic. You know, all these bands now, the new bands.
I got him by the neck now.
Stone Temple Pilots, all these guys, they won't put any women in their videos. They won't put any naked women in.
Most of those guys are really ugly,
MTV leans on them now because they're taking a lot of heat.
It's ridiculous.
No, most of those guys are really ugly. They don't draw the broads.
No, but you should tell Eddie to put Valerie in there in a thong or something. What's her story? She's uptight, huh?
Eddie?
No, Valerie.
Oh, she's not uptight.
She yells at him a lot, right? He's a bit pussy whipped.
Oh.
True?
Oh, no. Eddie's a kind of a meek person.
Does he tell her off when she starts giving him a hassle?
Oh, yeah.
She does?
Yeah,
all right.
They don't fight. You'd be surprised. Look, here's, you know what happens?
Yeah, but she's a bit of a pain in the ass. She's a prima donna. I'm telling you, between you and me, you can tell me.
For a child
We
star
met her and she lifted her dress for you. She's kind of loose.
Whoa. Now, Howard, that hasn't happened
You
for me.
had said she had bad legs and she just pulled up her skirt.
Hey, yeah, smell my fingers, Sam.
I'm next door.
I haven't washed since then.
I'm going to go home and tell Valerie, hey,
Valerie,
you got ugly legs. Let's see.
Seriously, I think she wanted it that night. I'm not kidding.
Valerie
She might be horny for me. You're getting too relaxed.
Oops.
The S word, that's good. You didn't realize you said it. Yeah, I get in trouble for that.
I said
Anyway, yes, so go ahead.
Valerie's cool.
Valerie is cool?
Valerie's cool.
All right, now this is High Hopes we're in the middle of.
Oh.
Now you're rocking.
Well, this is new.
Now, you wrote this yourself without Eddie, right?
I played all the guitars, all that stuff. But see, this is brand new. I just wrote this so I can listen.
So you wrote this to show Eddie that, hey, look, I can still write myself. I don't need you.
I'm trying to get these guys to give me a bigger piece of the percentage. We split it 4 ways. That's hard for me because as a solo artist,
right, and you used to get your own check.
Yeah, so now I'm trying to get just a bigger piece of the action.
This is good.
I know.
How you sing up so high like that? Happiness? Does your throat go all the time?
No, I never lose my voice.
Really?
But it hurts to sing.
It does. It's physically painful.
Yeah, after a show, it's like...
I was going to say, how do you do that every night then?
I don't know, man. It's tough. But,
and if you lose your voice, are those guys sympathetic?
No.
Isn't it horrible?
Don't worry. Al goes, no, just dance.
Isn't it awful being the lead singer of a band in the sense that you...
if you get sick, it's the worst thing in the world.
It's terrible. And then those guys go out and hang out for the night and decide to party. You go, I have to go to bed so I get my voice back.
Yeah, there you go.
It's very painful.
Those guys have all the fun and stuff. I can't do it. But
right.
My voice is not temperamental. Another dream goes up in smoke. No, for me, it's 6:30 in the morning. And
that's painful.
Yeah.
So in other words, when you get high,
Big ideas.
For a second, you get big ideas, and then they go up in smoke.
Yeah, for a moment you know everything.
I see what you're trying to say. I see what you're trying to say.
You try to hit a little more, and pretty soon you're wiped out.
You're chasing your dream. You want the dream again, and it doesn't come back. You keep getting high and high and high, and it's a vicious circle.
Get that little glimpse, and you're going, almost had it. You know,
I understand
Jackie's
that.
Life.
Yeah, Jackie. Jackie, why don't you talk to Sammy about your problem?
Sam.
Yeah. Light up now, Jackie. It's almost the
I
weekend.
wish they were a sponsor.
You're not kidding.
I'm one of those 3 times a year guys, you know.
No, come on.
Oh, no, seriously.
Really?
I'm not good with it.
Jackie's a 3-time-a-day guy.
I'm not. I'm not a good stoner. I just don't. It doesn't work with me.
What is it, Fafa Fooey? What are you doing in here?
I thought you were getting ready to say goodbye to Sam.
Well, I'm still in the middle of listening to a song.
Okay.
I got to go to the airport.
Oh, you do?
I just want to introduce you to Sam's friend.
Who is it?
Yeah, we'll bring him
Oh,
in.
a girl?
No.
Oh, another guy?
Yeah.
Oh, let me see this.
No, this is good, Howard. I brought this guy to take the heat off me. I figured if you were going to really, be a man and stay down on me. See, I thought you were going to maintain.
Well, I always liked you. When David Lee was in here, I had to take
You
his
didn't
side.
know he would fold that easy, did you?
I didn't.
No, 2 seconds I fold. You were a man. You came in here.
was afraid of
you came in here like a man.
So I brought
Who's
John
this guy?
Kalodner.
Hey, John, what's your story? I've seen you around.
You've seen me around. Work with the artist.
Dude, what's with that beard? Seriously.
I figured he would take all the heat off.
Look at John, man, with that beard. John, who are you again?
I work for Geffen Records. I sign the groups.
Yeah, David Geffen don't like me.
He doesn't?
I don't think so.
Why wouldn't he like you?
I don't know. I don't think he
He's the
likes
greatest
me.
radio guy in the country.
Does he really?
John Kalodner
I
signed
think that.
Aerosmith. John Kalodner signed
I knew I knew
John
that
Kalodner
name,
signed
yeah.
everybody. He's been in the videos. He was in.
You sign all the bands?
He
I
signed
signed the band.
So you're the guy in charge of signing bands?
I'm signing bands.
If there's a young band out there they call John Kalodner.
That's right.
And you listen to them and you can tell right away. What are some of the bands you passed on that you're sorry you passed on? By the way, you have a great radio voice.
Oh,
Did anyone ever tell you that? Rip Van Kalodner is here. So in other words, the first time you heard Sammy Hagar, you said, hey, this guy's got it.
Exactly.
You knew, and you knew to sign him.
Right away.
Right. And but who are some of the groups that you turned down?
Huey Lewis and the News.
Well, I don't blame you. I would have turned that down, too. I would have passed on that, too.
This was recent.
And who else? Who else?
Cyndi Lauper.
Well, Cindy's good.
Yeah.
So,
and
some mistakes.
So, didn't you date Cyndi Lauper? You look like that guy who was going out with Cyndi Lauper.
No. Oh, please, Howard.
A little bit, no?
John loves women. Let me tell you something.
Oh, yeah?
John, he comes to
See,
my
because I thought he was gay. I always thought,
no.
John, you're into...
John is probably the horniest, most twisted, perverted human being on this planet.
You know, people can't see John, but John has a very big beard. It really sticks out. And, you know, I'm going to tell you something. Your mouth looks like private parts. Like when you were the girl. I got to tell you something. Seriously. With that beard, like with all the hair around it, right? Right, Sammy? You ever think that?
I ain't in on this.
Go on. You know the truth, right? If you were really desperate.
Oh, my God.
All right, I'm just kidding. John, now you must get tons of girls because you are an A&R guy. A&R guy can sign. You realize the power that John has? He could sign any band. Any band he wants and make them stars.
Sure.
I was told that when anybody in this business's phone rings and it's John Kalodner on the other end, they better pick up.
Yeah? Really? You're that powerful.
That's one of the benefits.
No kidding. And you like that because probably as a young guy you couldn't get laid a lot. Seriously. Right?
That's right. Just like you.
Just like me. Hey, I'm not saying I'm any great stud.
Well, what gives him this power? How did he know?
Listen, nobody grows a beard like that unless they got something to hide.
He now.
Right.
No, he's maintaining that look. Because.
You don't need that look anymore. You can be an ugly guy and still get girls.
When John signed me to Geffen Records, my last album had sold about 250,000 records on Capitol. Geffen stole me away from the label, paid all the legal fees, got me on. John, I said, John, the first platinum album I have, got to shave your beard off.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He said, absolutely. First album, platinum, boom. He didn't do it.
Oh, you didn't? He didn't do it. What is it? You like it that way?
I like it that way.
I don't blame you. You're a fugitive. You really are. So, who were some of the big names that you heard and signed and brought to Geffen Records?
Let's go back.
Go back. Okay.
For Foreigner for Atlantic Records.
All right, that's a big score. You made the millions of dollars, and you get a piece of the action for every band you sign?
No piece of the action.
You get no piece of the action?
No piece
Did you ever say to yourself, maybe this is a stupid arrangement? That
I have said to myself that many times.
Because you're not a rich man, right? All the groups that you brought in.
Yes, he is.
Is he really? But he doesn't get a piece of the action.
That's right.
How does he get rich?
How does he get rich? Do you get a bonus or something based on?
Yes,
Oh, you do?
The kindness of Mr. David Geffen.
Have you ever made over $1 million in 1 year?
Yes.
You have?
Yes.
Wow.
There you go. Mr. John Kalodner, known as John Kalodner. He always says his name twice.
Really?
Look on my record here.
Hey, I like knowing you, John.
We got to find it. It says John Kalodner somewhere here. All right.
Now, Sammy, I'm glad we finally met because you know what? I'd rather be with you than David Lee Roth. To be honest with you.
See, Howard, I always thought of you as a winner. I just didn't know.
And that's how I felt about you.
I didn't get that. I just didn't get that.
I made a mistake, all right? What did I know?
John didn't sign you. Hey, you know.
But, John, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Howard. I hope you're governor.
Thank you.
Great thing.
Well, so far the polls seem to indicate that I'm going to win. I'm going to be the next governor of New York State.
What about John Kalodner as lieutenant governor?
Would you like to be my lieutenant governor?
I would love to be.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I'd be honored to have you. I'll talk to you in a closed-door session. See if you agree with
See
it.
him on the campaign trail?
I'll lose for sure. Sammy, this has been really great. It's a treat that you came in here.
I'm serious.
The feud is over, Sammy.
Yes, sir.
It's
Let's
over.
have fun now.
Now we're going to have fun.
Next
Now
time I see you, we
that's
can
it.
go out and have a good time.
You bring that girlfriend over to my house this summer, and we'll go swimming. What? What are you talking about?
Howard, I wouldn't trust you. I didn't bring her down here because I knew the whole conversation would be geared towards her.
Yeah, that's right. You were
get
smart.
Me hot again, yeah.
Sammy Hagar's new CD is called Unbox. It's in the stores right now. Is that correct? You can hear some of Sammy's older material, hear the development over the years. Even though Sammy won't listen to his own material, his older material, you can listen to it.
You can.
And then also some new songs.
I don't want to copy myself.
I understand.
I got a plane to catch, and plus I want to hear more of this show because I got to hear what he says about me when I leave.
Yeah, I know. That's the best time to listen. That's the most important thing. What happens after you go? Sammy Hagar, everyone. We'll be back right after this.
We're back with a man who taught Rodney King how to parallel park, Howard Stern.
Okay. Oh, that was weird, man. Sammy Hagar. Tom Chiasano said that was the best radio he's ever heard. Watching me backpedal.
And boy, did you go fast.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Most people can't go that fast
Well,
in reverse.
when you guessed it was Sammy Hagar, I go, oh, she's nuts. And then all of a sudden he goes, yeah, I'm Sammy Hagar. And I go, well, he's kidding.
Well, really, I ripped off my mask at that point because I couldn't believe it either.
And I take off the mask and I go, oh, my God, this guy's going to kick my ass.
And not only that, yeah, he's sitting there in boxing gloves already.
Oh, dude. And then I know you were real nervous about booking him.
All right, here's what happened.
How could you not book Sammy Hagar?
I've been working on booking him for like months. In fact, he almost called in on your birthday.
Right.
But then something happened. You irritated him again.
Right. What did I say?
I don't even remember.
Right.
And then the way he ended up here, actually.
That was really good of him to do.
Very.
I mean, that's a decent
a big
thing.
Man.
I said some nutty things about him.
But, it really...
He can talk about his stature all he wants. He's a big man.
He's a big man.
He had his New York schedule booked, and we weren't on it. I tried doing it through the record company, through the manager, and he was out in L.A. doing some recording with Alex and Eddie.
Right.
And they said, you're going to New York and you're not going to do Stern?
Really?
So that's how he ended up on the show. But what happened was I got the confirmation that he was booked a week ago Wednesday, 2 days before David Lee Roth was coming in. And I knew what your rap might be, and I couldn't decide, should I tell Howard...
I was actually going pretty easy on Sammy.
Right. But it's easy to you.
Right.
It's harsh if you're Sammy. It still was sort of hard. And then I said to myself, I know Howard. And if Sammy's coming in, sometimes you get that attitude like, I'm not going to change what I do. I do what I do.
Right.
And I thought you'd only be worse. So I figured I wouldn't tell you and let it happen.
Well, I actually like Sammy. I mean, I do. I mean, I like Van Halen.
So on Monday...
I just got into this whole Sammy thing when David used to come on every week, and I go, well, hey.
Yeah, what are you going to do when David Lee Roth's sitting there?
David Lee Roth's sitting there, you got to badmouth Sammy. What do you want to hear? Trying to make the guy comfortable.
Then they made me a little nervous because they said that Sammy, is one of those guys where...
He could go off at any
minute. If he
minute.
doesn't like what you're doing, he'll just get up and leave. But it went great right away.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it went fine.
That was so funny.
But I'll tell you something.
The only thing that was bad for me was that I couldn't see Howard's face.
Oh.
I thought you were you were genuinely surprised.
I just was like, uh-oh.
Shocked. But I'll tell you something. As a listener, if you really want to have some fun, you should take the old David Lee Roth interview and today's interview and listen to them back-to-back.
Yeah, that might be fun. You might want to destroy that.
Yeah, really.
Oh, man. Well, Sammy made sense. He says, hey, look, man, what am I supposed to do? That guy quits the band.
Yeah. Well, he's supposed to not take the job?
Yeah, he's right. David Lee Roth was a pain in the ass.
We always knew it was a pain in the ass. We've said that to him.
Hey, you ever tried interviewing David Lee Roth? He didn't even stay on the topic. What?
I wonder if he's listening.
I wonder if he heard that.
Oh, I'll tell you where he's in the park right now.
He's in the park buying pot. Hey, man, you got an ounce?
I really need it.
I need a whole bush.
I need a bushload.
Yeah, really.
No, that was great. And I'll tell you something. That's a real man who came through the door. He doesn't care what I say.
Then I took the whole crew him and Kolodner and all the people to see the back of the door.
Oh, they wanted to see it?
They loved.
They loved that, huh?
He's like, what is that? You know, some of those things you can't even tell what it is.
That's right. You have to have an explanation.
You know, some women send us pictures, and literally it takes us about a week to figure out what they're doing in the picture.
You turn the picture around, you don't know which way is up. It's amazing.
Upside down.
You know, I forget about the back of the door. I'm so used to it. But, boy, everyone who comes up here... Oh, we have sponsors who come up want to see it.
Yeah.
Well, the new thing is now, people look at the back of the door, and we have all the pictures from when we first started. So, you know, when we first started getting them, some of the girls weren't that good looking.
Right.
So somebody says... Hey, aren't there any good-looking girls? And then we have that stack of about 100 pictures that a guy sent us.
You know what you got to do, man? You know, we got about 100 pictures.
Maybe you ought to rotate.
Well, yeah, I was thinking of getting a computer that can actually rotate the pictures for us on the back of the door.
We get a billboard that keeps turning around.
Yeah, right. So each picture.
Can we get a bigger door?
Because we've run out of room.
Why don't you devote one of the walls to the pictures?
We need a garage door. Because then, you know why? Because you sometimes have to take meetings in there, and there's no way to hide it. If you know, in other words,
you need something that goes up. So it's not there.
Yeah, we need an awning.
I'll work on something, because it's a shame we have all those nude pictures that aren't on the wall, and it's a shame people went to so much trouble to get them to.
And I'll tell you how bad that door is. Every once in a while, we're sitting in there having a meeting, and I'll just happen to glance at the door, and there's one picture I find particularly disgusting.
Which one?
Which one?
The one where that tubing is.
Total enclosure.
Tubing.
Total enclosure.
You don't like that?
Oh, it drives me nuts.
You might like that.
Every time I see
you might
that.
like to have that done to you.
It's a black and white photograph. It looked like it was shot in the 50s.
Yeah.
It looks like a tip straw.
There's a tube. It's an enema tube, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it also
it's one of those real old ones because it's like that yellow rubber.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, it just drives me crazy.
But I'd also like to say that I'm getting a little bored of looking at the back of the door because we really haven't gotten any good new photographs in a long time.
Oh, no, you're still listening.
Are you serious? We have 100 sitting there. Oh, you
But
want
those
more?
aren't good.
Yeah, we need more.
Those girls were strippers. We need real women.
Yeah. We need real women. No, there's a couple in there that are not strippers, I assure you.
No, I'm talking about the new ones we got.
Yeah, because all those photos were for girls who were trying out for something.
Okay.
We want girls who are trying out for Howard.
Were they trying out for a Larry Amaro sketch? All right, why don't we take a little break, Rob? We'll come back, we'll do the news for everyone, and then we'll call it a week right after these words.
We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
I must be the horniest guy on the planet. I'm looking in the Daily News at that picture you gave me of Sting and Trudy out on the town.
I knew that would get you.
She's in a little short skirt with, like, little high heels and socklets.
See the way that she's got that leg sort of just bent just a little bit?
Trudy's got really nice legs. Sting's wife is really cute.
She's got really nice everything.
She's got a nice and she's really open sexually, I think. Because you always
I almost refrained from showing the picture to you because I didn't want you to get distracted.
You know, I'm completely distracted.
Because I didn't want you to see that one. It was the Frank Stallone picture I was showing.
Frank Stallone changed his hairstyle. I don't even recognize him.
Yeah.
He looks like Kenny G.
Yeah.
But he's with this model photographer.
Sure.
Janice Dickinson.
Well, isn't that what Sly is dating? A model photographer?
I think that's who Sly is dating. Maybe that is Sylvester Stallone in the picture.
I don't know.
She's hot, whoever she is. She's too good for Frank. She should be with Sylvester. And this Sting's wife, boy. Jackie, you want to get horny?
I would love to see it.
Take a look at this. She's in a little short skirt, but she's wearing the socks. The socks get me. That's how all girls should dress. Like Sting's wife.
Oh, I see what Robin's saying. She's got her leg crooked ever so slightly.
Yes.
With the little mini skirt. And can't you see your hand going up under that skirt? Can't you just see
a heartbeat.
Making her, like, happy?
Yeah. Just any cab ride is a joy.
Right. Right?
They look too happy.
Yeah, I know. I hate happy people.
Yeah, he can't even wipe that smile off his face. That Sting.
I hate when a guy is happy. Because I'm such a misery.
And he'll do anything for her, like, ride up a mound of dirt at a truck show.
He'll put on stupid rainforest concerts that he doesn't even want to be at. He doesn't care. He'll do whatever she wants. He'll give her money to go make videotapes of transsexuals.
Who wouldn't?
Who wouldn't is right. Give me that picture back. Let me just look a little longer.
She looks a little tan now. They've been skiing or something.
Yeah, let me see that.
You got to look at it again.
There's something about her, man.
Yeah. She's pretty. She's thin. She's got beautiful legs and big jugs. Yeah, there's something.
Yeah, there is something about her.
Can't put my finger on.
I guess you see the same thing I see.
Yeah.
I like her better than that model standing next to Stallone.
Because you don't know what she'll do.
And Trudy's not wearing stockings. You can tell that. It's just like a little short. It almost looks like what those ice skaters wear.
I didn't even notice there was somebody else in the picture.
Yeah, I don't even see Sting. I just see his hand. His hand is in the way, so I can't see her chest.
What is that?
It's like, Sting, get your stupid hand off of Trudy.
It's mine.
She's a little monkey. A little horny monkey.
So friendly when she comes.
Yeah,
That
way too friendly. She's not stuck up or snooty.
I told you, Sting says, what is it you do to his wife?
It's going to be a long vacation.
It sure is. I got a whole week of being a family man.
Hey, you're going to get to see them, though, aren't you?
Who?
Aren't you hanging out with Sting and Trudy on vacation?
I'm going to the Rainforest. When is that? Rainforest concert.
April 9th,
A week from Saturday.
You going to that, Jackie?
No, I haven't bought tickets yet.
Why didn't you do it this year?
Yeah, I'm going. Oh, that's why he didn't buy. I'm going.
He wouldn't have a good time.
No, I'd love to go.
I paid for the tickets. I don't know if you're willing to do that, Jackie.
He paid last
Did he?
year.
The last couple of
Yeah,
years.
but he's been whining ever since.
Oh, shut up.
I don't know if I want to go for it this year.
I tried to talk you into going both years. You didn't want nothing to
Yeah, I'm going. Well, because I'm a big Luciano Pavarotti fan. He's going to ruin it. I'm going to the Rainforest concert because it's Sting. I like Sting and I like Elton John. James Taylor I really like. As long as I wish James Taylor would just come out with a guitar and sing.
He probably will.
Yeah, and don't come out with that stupid band of his.
He does. Believe me, this is a bare bones show, and he usually comes out with just the guitar, or maybe he and Sting will play together.
Yeah, let Elton John just come out with an effing piano and sit there.
That's what Elton does. He'll come out and just sit at a piano and sing.
It's so good, Howard. Dustin Hoffman read something last year. It was great.
Please.
I swear to you.
I'd vomit.
I swear to you.
I'm into like hippie stuff for about 10 seconds.
No, you would love this whole thing.
And I don't mind somebody reading something as long as it's short. But I don't want to hear Luciano Pavarotti. Hopefully he'll cancel. And I hope that other artist will cancel.
Tammy Wynette.
That's torture. How many songs will a Tammy Wynette do?
But the thing is, with Tammy, she could collapse.
Good.
Tina Turner was there last year, and she just...
Yeah, well, I like Tina Turner. I would want to see that.
Yeah, and there's always surprises, too. One year I went, Whoopi Goldberg showed up all of a sudden.
But you stayed.
You didn't care that Whoopi showed up?
Since I didn't know it was going to happen. I
stayed anyway. She didn't do a monologue, did she?
No, she read something. You know, they gave her something funny.
It's a busy spider. Went up the water spout. How y'all doing?
One critic said, the thing with Whoopi Goldberg as the host of the Academy Awards was it was all about Whoopi being the host.
Yes.
It had nothing to do with telling any jokes or anything. It was just that, hey, look, I'm here, honey child.
Whoopi.
I'm Whoopi, and I'm here at the Academy Awards.
She want everybody to go Whoopi.
So I'm going to that. I got that booked up. I'm going to see Jackie Mason's show, too.
Yeah.
I'm going with Robin.
Yeah, we're dating a lot during the holidays.
Could you wear a dress like Trudy's wearing? God, Trudy is such a horny little monkey. She's a minky.
So will you be hanging after the concert?
Nah, I'm not going to do that.
Oh, yes, he is. I'm going to tell him.
Trudy will be there?
I don't care. I'm going to be with my wife. What fun is that? I might as well just go home with my wife and attempt to have sex with her.
Attempt?
You never know if she's in the mood. I swear, if she came up to me in that dress and Sting wasn't around, I'd put my hand up that dress. She wouldn't know what hit her. If you put on high heels with socks, with black little socks.
Little anklets.
So that your ankles show, but the socks are folded down.
Yeah.
That makes me kooky.
I don't know why.
Oh, yeah.
That makes me nuts.
Yeah, you can't explain it. It just works.
It's just a thing that guys dig seeing. And obviously Trudy knows about it.
Yeah, she must have studied somewhere. Where was that school?
She went to the Royal Academy to learn that.
They do that because they know that it drives you crazy.
Yeah, I know.
It's like
she knows it looks
flag.
cute.
Yeah.
But not every girl can pull it off. You got to have the right legs for it.
She does have great legs, I must admit. She threw them up on the table the night of the Grammys, and she wasn't wearing any...
Underpants.
Well, I don't know about the underpants, but she didn't have any stockings on either.
Well, I'm telling you, there was no underpants. You knew there were no stockings. There were no underpants on them today. And I guess if you got Sting, you want to hold on to him, so you got to make him happy. Not wear underpants.
I think they're both very happy people.
My wife's so damn secure with me, she wears giant underpants.
Giant underpants.
She's like, hey, he's not going anywhere.
Why don't you buy her a pair of those socks?
My wife couldn't pull that look off. That's not her look. She couldn't wear high heels like that. She has condylacia of the knee.
Oh, that affects
Yeah.
The look of the leg.
She don't work right, and she don't look right in those kind of socks. You put on those socks, she needs athletic shoes so that so her knees will hold up. See, my wife is very, very weak.
What, is she wearing braces?
Yeah, she has a leg brace. I didn't want to tell you. Right. I'm telling you, because of the chondromalacia, she has knees like basketballs from it. It's a terrible disease. She gets elephantitis of the knee.
Oh, stop it.
So I don't want to, because if she was in those shoes and socks, she'd be screaming at me the whole night. Will you make me wear this? I have chondromalacia of the knee. How dare you?
I can't walk in these shoes.
These shoes are uncomfortable for me. I don't want to hear it. Because she thinks it's foxy when she gets like a half-inch heel, like a little pump.
Yeah.
I
like
go, honey.
The shoes that little girls start out on.
Yeah. I go, honey, that's nothing. Give me a 6-inch heel.
Look, I'm wearing heels.
She goes, let's see you wear them. I go, no, listen, I don't want to wear them. Let's see you wear them. I'm not telling you to wear them. I say take your shoes off, take your clothes off, and lay down on the bed. But she's like a little girl. She has training heels. Trudy has big heels. But that little short dress, like an HMS Pinafore dress.
HMS Pinafore?
Yeah, it's got little pleats in it. Can you see that? Can you see the little pleats?
You have studied that in way too much detail.
Check it out on the bottom.
It's a black thing,
no,
you know?
There's little pleats on the bottom.
How tall is she?
How what?
How tall is Trudy? I've never been able
Let's
to
do a whole show about Trudy one day.
She's a little... Well, she's always wearing those heels, though.
Yeah, you can never tell.
5'6".
She's probably my height, but she always looks taller because she's wearing heels.
And you probably would look at Sting's wife and go, hey, Howard, what are you carrying on Sting's wife? You know, she's okay, but...
No, she's great.
But there's a certain sexuality about it.
Grows and grows.
Grows on you and then grows some more on you.
Now, just how much did you see the day of the Grammys?
Up her dress?
Because remember, she fell, you know, that strap fell.
Yeah, I saw just almost the entire breast.
Oh,
we know.
And I saw up her dress.
We know as well as Sting.
Yeah. Whatever Sting has seen, we've seen.
And he had to win a Grammy to get that.
Yeah. She had a little bit too much to drink and her dress was falling off. God bless her. God bless women. God bless all you women. This show is dedicated to women all over the world. Boy, I'm no homo. I don't know how a guy could be a homo.
Oh, boy.
I don't get it.
Well, that's why you're not a homo.
Yeah.
You don't get it. Either you get it or you don't.
Makes no sense.
No sense. Not with that running around.
No. I think if I was a homo and I met Trudy, I would go straight.
Snap.
Some homo has to call me up and explain to me how you can look at a guy and find that attractive. Just explain it to me. Give me the...
Spell it out.
Yeah, spell out exactly what you find attractive.
So he feels the same way about a man as you do about Trudy.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I know you don't think it's possible.
Impossible. That's impossible.
But that's how he feels. You know, he'd look at Matthew Broderick and he'd have those same feelings.
God. When anus becomes your gold mine, there's something very, very wrong. Something very deviant. Bingo. Gold mine.
You've got what I want.
How is that possible that I have what you want?
The good life.
The good life. I need to be with you. You're kidding. You're joking. A man in those socks with his big hairy feet.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, did you see the picture of the Pope kissing feet?
No.
In the paper?
It is Easter time. They get crazy.
It looks like a foot fetishist. He's dressed in a big gown.
Yeah.
And he's got a giant big hat on. And he's kissing this priest's feet. Oh. And the feet look almost deformed. There's no arch. It's a guy with flat feet and big chubby toes. He's like lavishing his tongue on the feet. It's sick. I don't know. I know that's supposed to be like Jesus did that. And
set a good example.
And you know, in light of
Jesus didn't wear those outfits. Though.
In light of the very shame of the church with all these priests doing young boys, not even other guys, but young boys. It's just a very funny picture to see a guy worshiping another guy's feet.
And when a guy who's considering the priesthood...
Yeah. What kind of confusing message is that?
Questioning, you know, everything. What kind of message is that?
Oh, look at your feet.
Do not despair.
He looks like he's having way too good a time with those feet.
Ooh, a bunion.
The thing that cracks me up is the Filipinos are up to their usual tricks. You know, like they go over there. The Filipinos are wild.
What are they doing?
About Easter.
They love it.
They get so crazy, they actually nail each other to crosses.
Yeah, they love Easter. They take real people and nail them to crosses. They get completely caught up in the fervor.
And I was listening to the news this morning. Some woman from Europe, I can't remember what country, you know, she got into the fervor of the whole thing. She went to the Philippines and had them nail her to a cross.
Yeah, they go right through the wrists and the hands and the feet.
Yeah, they want to be like Jesus.
Yeah, and they don't realize Jesus is like the Easter
Jesus
Bunny.
didn't want to do that.
We're not even sure there was a Jesus. I mean, between you and me, don't get offended. But
why don't they come down the chimney?
Yeah, there might not. Yeah, he's about as believable as the guy who comes down the chimney. I mean, when you think about it.
Please.
I mean, where's your sense of reality?
But it's not like Jesus jumped up on the cross if he was around.
I mean, Jesus is a nice thought, and you should believe in what Jesus believed. You know, love thy neighbor and all that other crap. But
even if it happened, it wasn't his idea.
Yeah, right. To get nailed to a cross.
That was not what he planned to do.
I mean, the guy who was writing that story about Jesus said, "Hey, how can I show that Jesus really suffered? I know. I'll put some nails through his hands and stuff." You know, why someone buys into Jesus and not Santa Claus is beyond me.
Well,
like, why is Santa Claus? Why is Santa Claus a silly child's tale and Jesus is the real deal?
Nobody nailed his hands.
I've actually met Jews who think Moses parted the Red Sea.
He didn't?
I mean, they'll go to their deathbed thinking that.
Part of his hair.
Well, tell me what happened then.
I don't know. And that didn't happen. Jesus, Moses, Clark Kent, Easter Bunny, it's all the same. All the same. Cut from the same cloth. And I'm into it. I'm into the principles of religion. I believe in honor thy whatever.
Whatever they
are, I think I follow them. I honor my parents.
Do unto others.
Do unto others as others would unto to you. Whatever. I do all that.
You follow the command.
Yeah, that's why I'm such a skunk to everyone. Everyone was a skunk to me. If I had some good experiences with people, I'd be nice.
No, that's not the way it's supposed to work.
Oh.
You got it confused.
I'm doing to others what they did to me.
No, it says do unto others as you would have them do unto you.
Oh, Jesus. I didn't know that.
All this time.
I apologize. So what else is in the news besides the Pope kissing feet?
And the Filipinos nailing each other to crosses. I would love to be over there for that festival.
Oh, I'd love to have tape of that.
Just to see that, you know, because then they get people, you know, they stay up there.
Are they good looking at all?
I don't know.
Do you have pictures?
I mean, because Jesus was pretty naked on the cross.
Do you wear a loincloth when you nail yourself?
And you figure this woman had herself nailed up there. Jesus didn't wear a top.
They must get caught up into such a religious fervor.
Because, a lot of people say they don't even feel it.
Oh, come on. Come on.
It's amazing.
Ruin your whole life doing that.
Yeah, how do you go home and explain these?
I don't know. I was there, and everyone was talking about Jesus, and I got crazy, and I had them drill holes in my hands and my feet. So I now, and you know what? Now I have an orthopedic problem. I go to a surgeon twice a year, and he has to adjust the bones of my feet, and they're still trying to get some blood running through my big toe. I mean,
never been the same thing.
Does anybody think of the aftermath? You know?
Yeah, caught up in the frenzy.
Yeah, I lost all my toenails.
Hey.
Unbelievable.
Jeffrey Dahmer's mother, Joyce Flint.
Smart changing her name.
Attempted suicide.
Yeah. Why, is she feeling bad about the job she did with Jeffrey?
And was saved when a door-to-door cosmetics saleswoman smelled gas outside of her home. She is expected to recover. Dahmer is serving 16 consecutive life terms. He admitted eating parts of some of his victims.
Mom, I don't want you to think you did a bad job with me because I'm basically a good person, but I killed 16 guys and ate their heads. I drilled holes in their heads and tried to make them into zombies. Mom's got to feel pretty disappointed.
Yeah, you think she's under a little bit of stress?
Yeah. And especially since you now announced her name again for the 99th millionth time. What's that name again?
Joyce Flint.
Be proud to be a Jeffrey Dahmer mother.
Your son is famous.
Here's the good news. Your son's finally famous. Oh, yeah? What'd he do? He ate 16 guys.
That's my boy.
Chip off the old block.
Yeah, the old man used to say he had some feelings, too.
I see here that the nation's largest tobacco company discovered in 1983 the first strong evidence that nicotine is addictive, but suppressed it because they didn't want other people to know. They did their own study and discovered this.
The cigarette thing is out of hand. Everyone knows that cigarettes are addictive.
But you see, these cigarette companies have been saying for years, no, 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 I don't see any proof.
Why is everyone convinced that the cigarette companies have to tell them that cigarettes are bad? This is such absurd logic. I've never seen. In other words, I have found in my life certain things are bad for me. I don't wait for anybody to tell me. There are products on the market that you can buy every day
that aren't good for
that have chemicals, preservatives, coloring, all kinds of things. I know they're bad.
They're things you may be allergic to.
But everyone wants the cigarette companies to admit. And we all know they cause cancer. We all know they're addictive because anyone who smokes a cigarette says, ooh, I want another one. So we all know they're addictive. But we want to blame someone for our inadequacies as human beings, that we can't stop ourselves. Why didn't the cigarette companies tell us? So what if they told you? You still wouldn't have stopped smoking.
I think the issue is here that they've been lying all the time.
Lying schmying. They're trying to make a buck. You got to lie. How else are you going to get people to smoke?
They say that the study by Philip Morris came 5 years before the Surgeon General tagged nicotine in cigarettes as addictive.
Nicotine.
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 The results show that nicotine can function as a positive reinforcer for rats. That was the Philip Morris study. And they're still contending that that's all it shows.
Forget the rats, Robin. Any more stories about Trudy?
I don't have any stories about Trudy.
Oh, yeah.
It's Friday. Come on, let's have fun.
The Jackson family is being sued.
What else is new?
They're being actually charged with fraud and breach of contract in connection with that Jackson Family Honors show.
There was
a good idea to put that on.
There was no fraud. Here's $15 million.
They say that even the statues, you know, those awards that they made for Elizabeth Taylor and Barry Gordy, have not been paid for.
Do they have to give them back?
Can you imagine? There's a guy over in Jersey who took them, you know, and delivered them to the houses in perfect condition, and then came back and asked for his money, and they said, hey, there's no money. So they were supposed to be raising all this money for charity. It looks like the charities will only get about $100,000 if they manage to pay off all of their bills. MGM is, you know, in hock. The ticket people are in hock. It's all the people who worked on it.
How do they lose money on something like that? Howard always tries to tell us he loses money.
It's a real mess.
I know there's money there somewhere.
Yeah, they're buying champagne.
They do say that the Jackson family ran up a lot of expenses from the hotel.
Shrimps.
Yeah, limos.
All the things Howard gets and we don't.
Right. Private hairdressers. Costumers.
We just get some hack putting makeup on.
Right, I gotta bring my own shirt, my own Hawaiian shirt.
What else is in the news, Robin?
Radio Shock Jock Howard Stern.
What's in the news now?
It's just the Prodigy Service survey that's been going on.
Who paid for that?
Go ahead. Tell me where I'm at
They
now.
have some 3,000 subscribers.
No, 3 million.
It says 3,000.
No, how many zeros, Robin?
3.
And 3,000 subscribers. They have 3 million subscribers.
Among the 3,000 subscribers to Prodigy's
where is that from?
online services.
That's 3 million.
Maybe it's just the online services.
No, online. No, it's wrong. Hey, go ahead,
Well, it's Paul D. Colford.
Well, I'm sure the printer. I think even Paul D. Colford knows it's got to be bigger than 3,000 subscribers. They would have been out of business.
Well, anyway.
Another accuracy mark for Newsday. They just spent a fortune on some Swedish printing press that cost way too much money, and they still can't get the zeros right. But go ahead.
Maybe this is just New York State we're looking at.
All right.
Does that make more sense?
No,
Oh.
absolutely not. Because, all right, but go ahead.
In New York State, the people who took part in the poll, 51% said they preferred Howard Stern as governor to 21% for Mario Cuomo.
I am telling you, I can win the election. Hands down. People like what I'm talking about.
22% backed a GOP candidate, and 6% were undecided.
I told you, I helped the Republicans. I take away all the votes from Cuomo. Those are New York State voters. 51% of the voters would vote for me.
See, here, according to a Prodigy spokesperson, more than 80% of Prodigy's 2 million subscribers nationally said they voted in the 1992 presidential election.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of...
This was just in New York.
Yeah, and don't you see Rob and I would win?
I see.
You know, everyone's saying, oh, he'll never win, maybe he'll get 10% of the vote. I'm going to win.
You're not serious. You'll back out of the race. You know, I hear a lot of you'll back out of the race when you realize you can't stay on the air.
Well, that is a problem. But I'm going to spend this week with my advisors, my advisory committee, my bona fide advisory committee, and I'm going to figure out a way to stay in this race. I want to be... Why should a guy who's on the radio... You know, the governor's not penalized for having the office and for having all the accoutrements, Robin.
Accoutrements.
Of course. I'm talking like a governor. Accoutrementes. Anyway, I don't want to talk about the campaign right now.
All right, I just thought I'd bring up the Prodigy results and ask you about whether you're serious.
No one seems to think that I am, but I am. Going to be the governor.
Are you going to wear one of these new bracelets?
Yes.
The Hemlock Society has begun selling New Yorkers a special bracelet that instructs emergency medical workers not to revive anyone wearing one.
Yes, I have that bracelet. I bought it for Fred.
Please do not revive.
Right.
Under 1988 state law, people can tell hospitals and nursing homes they don't want to be revived by cardiopulmonary resuscitation, commonly called CPR. For the first time, bracelets will now give those suffering from AIDS, cancer, and other serious illnesses the right to be left alone if their hearts stop at home or while they're walking down the street.
Thank God. These doctors, these ghouls, will keep you alive forever. We got a real problem in this country.
What is that?
These ghouls, they keep you alive forever. You got a guy dead in a bed. He's technically dead. And then they keep you hooked up to a tube, and they charge you a fortune. They charge the family that has to pay these bills. And so I said to my parents, I see any sign that you guys slip into a coma, that's it. You're gone.
Don't stop breathing for a second.
Yeah, right. If you miss a breath. Because it's too much money to keep these people going. And you know they're going to die anyway. They're dead. They're brain dead. They're not coming back. There's no miracle is going to happen. I mean... you look at some of these bodies laying there in these hospitals with the tubes. You say to yourself, this isn't a person anymore. It's an aquarium. Aquariums have less tubes. There's such rubber tubing attached. Robin, you know you worked in a hospital. You've seen what I'm talking about. You've seen it with your own eyes, for God's sakes.
That's why I've always been for euthanasia.
You know, John Kennedy's still alive in Dallas. They have him hooked up to a machine. His family owes $20 billion in medical fees.
That's where all the Kennedy money is going.
That's where the Kennedys have to get jobs.
So anyway, they have these bracelets now, and if you're wearing one, they won't mess with you. The Hemlock people say people are out there afraid people are going to break their ribs. Because you know that sometimes happens when you're trying to save somebody's life.
I know. Hemlock people. The Hemlock people. It's great. The Hemlock Society. Yeah. Who are the people that have time to join the Hemlock Society and actually be advocates? You know, I mean, who has that much free time? That every available moment, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to feed the family.
Right.
I don't understand.
I guess these are people without families, but yeah. I don't have a family, and I don't have a spare moment either.
That's what I mean. Anyway, go ahead, Robin.
A former TV wrestling announcer whose breast was exposed when she jumped into the ring during a match says her coworkers embarrassed her by displaying a large photo of the incident in the studio.
So she's suing for $20 million?
Melissa Hyatt is now saying that she has been suffering 5 years of on-the-job sexual harassment. She was paid less than the male announcers. Supervisors demanded sex from her, and cameramen and wrestlers often harassed her.
Look, I'm your supervisor. I demand sex from you. Now, look, you want to keep your job here? I want sex.
Her worst humiliation came after the incident in the ring when her breast popped out. A photo was taken, and then they blew it up.
Wow.
Hung it in the photo studio along with CNN and TBS anchors.
Does she have a Hemlock bracelet?
Then she was fired last month, and they told her they wanted to bring in new talent.
Wow. Sort of like when David Lee Roth left the band and they brought in Sammy Hagar.
Yeah.
I see.
Didn't like that. It was all right until she got fired, I suppose. Didn't complain until then.
Wow.
This is interesting.
Where's that picture?
I don't have it. The only picture I had for you today was Trudy.
I should hang your picture with your...
that would be harassment, Howard.
There's nothing harassing about that.
Soap queen Susan Lucci can't lose this year, Howard. You know, for 13 years in a row, she was nominated for an Emmy for her role in that soap opera, All My Children, and
Let's say
13 years in a row she lost.
She's not nominated for an Emmy, a daytime Emmy. A soap opera
Emmy. It's a daytime Emmy.
Yeah, that's not a real Emmy. Any idiot.
Well, she can't lose this year because, as you just said, she wasn't nominated this year.
You know what? Susan Lucci was nominated 14 times for a daytime Emmy and never won. And you know why? She's a horrible actress.
Why'd they nominate her?
Of course. What? Well, did you ever see the other actors in daytime soap operas?
She was just as bad as everybody else.
I turn on these daytime soap operas. It is really the bottom of the barrel. I mean, I've never seen acting like this. I have never acted a day in my life. I'm already better than them. I've never seen anything.
You got to realize they're putting out a show every day.
And anyone who's any good, I put out a show every day. I'm terrific.
Excuse me, if you had to see if Melrose Place was put on every day, it'd be as bad as these things that are on in the morning.
Robin, I'm telling you, that's not acting. That's standing and talking. There's a difference. And for Susan
Lucci, she can't even do that.
And to be a loser in that category with those losers is unbelievable. Soap opera actors, first of all, everyone says, hey, Howard, a lot of good actors came out of soap opera. I go, yeah. Notice they came out of it. Susan Lucci's been there. How long has she been a soap opera actress?
She's been there a long time.
Yeah. Don't you think at some point she would have left soap operas on to bigger and better things?
Since 1977 she's been around.
I like that guy. A couple of 100 years ago, they had this guy on, Luke and Laura.
Tony Geary.
Tony Geary. That's the guy's name. And Jeannie Francis.
Yeah.
These two said, ooh, we're popular on a soap opera. We're going to leave, and we're going to be the biggest thing ever. Boy, were they in for a surprise?
Did they crash and burn?
Crash and burn. They're back on the soap opera, I think.
They are, as Luke and Laura.
Yeah. Everyone said, boy, if they ever leave soap operas, they're going to be the biggest thing. Yeah, they were the biggest thing, all right, in their house. I mean, it's unbelievable. Imagine being a director of a soap opera. Miss Lucci, don't stand over there and talk. Stand over here and talk. I'm an actress. No, you're someone who stands and talks. In a real movie, you'd be an intern.
You'd be the script girl.
That's all. Oh, please. How many years is she on soap operas?
Since 1977.
And she can't leave soap operas. What does that tell you?
She's done some nighttime things.
A few things here and there. But her main job is soap. It's like us. We've been on radio way too long.
If we could do anything else, somebody would have tapped.
Would have happened already. But listen, we know what we're good at. I don't know, man. Luke and Laura, what happened to them? Remember? Big stars. You know who laughs at them? Wendy from Snapple. Thank you, Jackie.
I told you about this a little earlier, but I think it bears repeating. There's a problem with the gay games.
Well, you're hung up on these gay games, Robin.
Well,
that's a goof.
I think that it's a big event for New York.
You're the only one covering it. I have not seen one thing anywhere. I don't even know where you get information on the gay games.
From June 18th to June 25th, we're going to have the gay game.
The gay game. What game is that? The 50-yard suck?
And they expect to attract 11,000 athletes.
Oh, my God. 11,000. 11,000 gay guys all... You know where the Olympics take place? Right in the locker room. That's an Olympic. You ever see what gay guys do to each other? That's a sport.
Well, I don't watch people do things.
Yeah, you've never seen a gay movie?
No.
No?
No.
The real sport is going on in the locker room, trust me.
Even when they have that on that Channel J or whatever they call it here in Manhattan, I can't watch that.
Really?
Sometimes you turn it on, and they've got like a guy bent over a table and another guy behind him. I have to flip the
That's
channel
as far as I ever got.
Immediately. I can watch, they have the gay cooking show, I can watch that.
I love that show.
The guy dressed up in a woman's outfit
Nothing wrong with that.
Some recipe. I can watch that.
It's entertaining.
And I can watch them talk about their show appearances and drag and all of that stuff. But I don't want to see the guy bent over the table.
So when is the gay games again? I might go.
June 18th to the 25th. I think we ought to have some coverage.
Oh, definitely.
I still don't understand how they get 11,000 athletes to the gay games and the regular Olympics, that includes everybody else in the world, doesn't get that much.
Well, there's only one guy who really is the athlete, and then there's 10,999 guys who get behind him.
They chase him.
And they
It's whoever catches him.
Yeah.
It's like a dog race.
Yeah. Suppository race.
Well, they want to have their closing ceremony in Yankee Stadium.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
What's the dates?
I told you the closing ceremony would be on the 25th.
All right, well, get my spacesuit ready.
And now, all of a sudden, Yankee Stadium is saying there may be a scheduling conflict. So some of the gay officials and the organizers are saying this is homophobia.
Yeah, well,
all of a sudden, there's a scheduling conflict because we want to use Yankee Stadium. They say they're worried about the condition of the field.
Yeah,
like, what could we do to the field?
Yeah, oh, come on. You guys are going to be running around in your cleats, lisping? Listen, you got to understand something, gays. I am all for gays. You got to give the gays whatever they want. Then it's not such a big deal anymore. It shouldn't be a big deal. And you got to accept the gays, because anybody, I know I got gay people in my family. You've got, everyone knows gay people.
Let me ask you something. You
can't
say
be
you have
against
gay people in your family.
Of course I do.
Do you
I'm not
have
gonna out them.
Do they act the same way that straight people do in your home?
No. No.
Why?
But they're sitting there with their arms around guys.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Do they, because if
Are they
you
demonstrative?
sat down next to your wife, you might touch her hand or put your arm around her. You might even give her a kiss.
Rarely happens. In front of other people, I never show affection.
You have. I've seen you.
Very rarely.
I have seen you do it.
Wow.
So I'm just asking you, do your gay relatives, can they bring their life mates
Yes,
over?
absolutely.
And do they sit on each other's laps?
Yes.
And they kiss?
Kiss.
Everything right in front of everybody.
They pull each other's pants down.
Oh, stop it.
They go way too far. Listen, the point I'm making is you got to accept gay people, because what are you going to do with these people? Well, I see some of these guys, these conservatives, like, I don't know, Jesse Helms or some of these guys, and the way they talk about the gays, they act like they're on the planet alone. They don't know any gay people.
Well, I love the Catholic Church. You can be gay, just don't practice.
Yeah, I mean, listen, they're gay. And what do you, listen, look, you want to kill these people? If that's how you really feel, if you want to kill these people, or if they're going to let them live, you got to let them live. I mean, these are people in your family. What if you have a son or a daughter or
Some people disown their children, Howard.
It's unbelievable. So you got to listen, gay games, if you all accept it, they wouldn't need to be a gay games. Be done with this nonsense.
You wouldn't have to go through that.
But now we need it because nobody is being nice about it.
No one will play with the gays.
That's right. They have to go play by themselves. Look, society always needs someone to pick on. You can't pick on the blacks anymore. They've gotten way too crazy. They don't allow it. And you just can't. Even the Puerto Ricans, you can't.
Are getting feisty.
It used to be in the old days you would pick on the blacks and the Puerto Ricans.
Or if you were out somewhere else, it was the Asians or something.
Or the Jews.
Whatever you had.
You could always count on the Jews for being a scapegoat. But now everyone is so empowered. Even blacks are empowered.
You keep saying even blacks.
Even the blacks, Robin, and I mean it. That now all that's left is the gays. It's all we got left to pick on. After that, it's going to be so boring.
Who's left? What group do you find after the gays?
What are you, Fred?
Towelhead.
Towelhead. You can't even say Indian anymore.
No.
A guy wrote me a note. I got to share this with you, Robin. This guy says, these politically correct liberals now ban Peter Pan because it offends Indians? Indians who are now in the tax-free gambling business with half-naked waitresses in Indian clothes and feathers? Isn't that offending anybody? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't even say Indian anymore. Unbelievable.
Indian would be absolutely wrong.
Squaw. You can't even say that.
Is that offensive?
Eskimo is even wrong now.
Eskimo is wrong?
You have to call them freezing Americans. It's amazing. Eskimo is now wrong. All right, Robin, what else is in the news?
Bobby Kennedy got a quickie divorce.
Quickie divorce. Oh, what did he do? Did he go to What was that we were advertising the other day?
I think we were advertising go to Haiti.
Yeah, did he go to Haiti?
No, he went to the Dominican Republic. Close.
Yeah.
But they say the reason he had to go and do it so quickly is that he's got a new girlfriend and she's pregnant. So I guess they want to get hitched before she pops.
Right.
So just, you know, what the Kennedys have gone through is incredible. You know, they used to be the Catholic family in America. Now it's divorce, illegitimate children. They're doing everything.
Now it's the Delabates are the Catholic family in America.
They're the only ones holding up the standard.
They are. They really are very moral people.
I see that Ulysses S. Grant may not be in his tomb anymore.
What happened?
That joke doesn't work anymore.
Who's buried in Grant's tomb?
Not him.
Not him.
Illinois politicians are threatening to take his body and move it to someplace else because he's in a national monument that's run by the Federal Park Service, and they seem not to be taking care of the tomb. So the state wants to take over his remains and put it somewhere else where they take care of it.
What is it, Fa-Fa-Fooey?
I've been to Grant's tomb like 3 times. Do you know what goes on up there?
No.
What?
Homeless people sleep in there. They go to the bathrooms on the walls.
Oh.
Really?
There's graffiti all over the walls. It's like the most disgusting place in the world.
Well, how could they leave Grant there?
Well, Grant looked homeless. You ever see that beard and the old disheveled outfit?
Actually, from this picture I'm seeing in the paper today, he looks like kind of cute guy.
Really? Is he cuter than the Pope kissing that guy's feet? Did you see that picture? Hey,
No.
Here's the picture. There he is. He's making out with that guy's feet. It's like worship, foot
I
worship.
didn't see that. Let me see that.
That looks so ridiculous.
Oh, that looks like the gentleman.
Foot magazine.
Show that to Robin.
I never saw that.
Take your headphones off.
Oh, man.
Look at that guy's foot, though.
Yeah, I love the basin.
Little basin.
It looks like they searched for the perfect foot that he could kiss.
He's lavishing way too much attention on
when
that.
you're sitting first, you wash the feet, and then you kiss the
What's
feet.
that all about? If I was the Pope, I'd do away with that.
I'm Catholic, and I have no yearning to kiss a guy's foot.
do any Catholics go to church and kiss feet?
No.
I've never seen that, except for the Pope, because he's trying to be like Jesus. Meanwhile, Jesus, it's debatable whether he actually did that. It's debatable whether or not he
I
did
don't know if he ever wore a big pointy hat or anything.
I already got 3 phone calls that said that you're really messing things up on Good Friday by saying Jesus might not have existed.
It's possible. Oh, that's all I'm saying.
Hey, in case he did, go on with the party. They do know now what happened to the heiress, Ann Scripps Douglas, who had been killed, bludgeoned to death, and they weren't sure whether her husband did it or not.
And everybody thought the husband did it?
Everybody thought he did, but they didn't think that he had killed himself afterwards. They thought he had abandoned his car on a highway to make it look like a suicide, and then he had run off somewhere.
Right.
Well, his body finally washed up, so
he really died.
All the pieces of the puzzle are back together. He, I guess, did jump into the water and commit suicide, and now her children can rest knowing what happened to the murderer of their mother.
So he definitely did it?
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
And then he killed himself.
Yeah, they had some kind of an altercation and got out of hand, and I guess he realized what he had done afterwards and jumped.
It's always weird when you read, an heiress marries her house painter.
Yeah.
That's never going to have a happy ending. Doesn't work out that way.
Well, Liz Taylor married a construction worker.
Well, let's see how that turns out.
But anyway, the other piece of the puzzle here that gets rarely mentioned is that once this woman was bludgeoned to death, her liver, I think it was transplanted into her first husband, the father of her children.
Yeah.
He was dying and needed a liver transplant, and she actually saved his life by dying.
Boy, she had a good day that day, huh?
Yeah, it was real ironic.
Not only did her husband kill her, which is real betrayal, that first husband, she had to give her liver to him. A guy she probably didn't like, right?
I think they had an okay divorce.
Oh, yeah?
Not a lot of fighting or anything. But it is kind of ironic that your ex-wife saves your life by dying.
Find humor in that, Jackie? What else, Robin?
He's just ready to start the weekend.
Yeah, he had a beer already. He's all excited.
Let me see if there's anything else I want to bring up.
What are you doing on vacation, Jackie?
I don't know.
You going anywhere, Fred?
I'm getting married this week.
Are you really?
No. April 4th.
What are you doing?
Just hanging in the city. That's
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
No.
That's it.
Remember before Fred got his girlfriend, he always had to go see those parents?
Yeah, he'd be right up to Connecticut.
You go, yeah, I'm going to leave right from work.
The car's already packed.
Yeah, got it all packed up. My supplies, my victuals. Fred would come back from his mom's in Connecticut, pack him up with food for the next 3 months, like a
He'd have
squirrel.
all those containers.
Well, every week he would go up to his mom's. His mom would pack him food in containers.
Here's a wild story, Howard.
What, wilder than Fred and his...
Yeah.
All right.
In Delran, wherever that is.
Yeah, Delran. I know where that
This is from the Trentonian, so it must be in New Jersey
That's
somewhere.
right. Delran, New Jersey.
A man is under investigation for having sex with his pet German Shepherd.
Paper are you getting that from? This is another...
The Trentonian.
Yeah, and he had sex with the dog. What happened?
Sex with the German Shepherd. Again, caught on video. I wish hard copy would get
How do they keep catching these guys on video?
Well, what happened was he videotaped himself with the dog.
Is this the same story as the other day?
No, that was in England.
Okay, yeah, he videotaped himself with a dog.
And then I guess he popped that video out, and he taped his daughter's Sweet 16 birthday party.
Oh, he had a daughter.
The daughter invited her friends over to see her videotape.
Think about the reality of seeing your father on film with a dog.
And then, you know, all of her little 16-year-old girlfriends.
Oh, man, she's ruined for life.
Her father with the dog.
See, I always lock up my videotapes with animals. I don't want my kids seeing me in that.
Can't be.
Oh, that can't be true.
It's true.
Sounds like a fax. It's April Fool's Day, Robin.
I think you, yeah.
Well, it looks like a newspaper article to me.
All right. Well, there it is.
It's a good story regardless. They say, you know, you can really see him and the dog.
Is he having a good time? Because I've never had sex with a dog. Is it good? I mean, so many guys are doing it. And it seems like there's something to it.
They have banished they got rid of the law, though, that made bestiality a crime, not a sin, but a crime in New Jersey. So no charges have been filed yet. They are investigating, though, and the part of the investigation that's crucial is whether there was somebody holding the videotape camera at the time the dog was getting the sex, or whether it was on a tripod. I don't know why that's crucial.
And it was a female dog?
I don't know.
Or was this guy gay?
What sex the dog was.
Is he weird?
Is he weird?
They wouldn't even give the name of the German Shepherd.
Really? They're keeping that?
Keeping that quiet.
Well, I can see why.
Don't embarrass the dog's family.
So usually what happens now in New Jersey is you're just cited for cruelty to animals if you're having sex with a dog.
That poor dog. Can you imagine?
Because they say that there's no way for the dog to give consent.
What must that dog been thinking?
And whether you know it or not, it's cruel.
And why were the bestiality laws removed from the books? I mean, like, why? Who was the politician that felt it was important to make sure that we clear the way for dog lovers?
Senator Benji.
Be proud to be a dog lover. And for you men who love dogs, do not be afraid. Do not despair. And for you, dogs, be brave.
Your day will come.
Your day will come. Excuse me?
Continue to wag proudly.
Yes.
They say they're onto a lot of these cases, but why do I keep reading about them?
There aren't a lot. I mean, we've had the news filled with them for the last 6 weeks. Not a lot of them. One is way too many. And can you imagine, like, you have your friends over for a Sweet 16, and you know,
see, I feel for the poor girl.
And maybe you're a girl who, like, you know, you don't have a lot of friends. I don't know what her situation is, but you know, you worked hard to get your friends.
Yeah.
You're not the most popular kid in class, but you're not the most unpopular. And you slide that cassette in for everyone to watch. Hey, let's watch some TV. And it's your dad on there with the dog.
They said the girl started screaming.
When you hear about this, don't you picture some lonely guy living with his dog for years and years? And
you know what I can't figure out? It's like, so then what'd the daughter do? Turn the tape over to the police?
No, one of the kids read it, of course.
Yeah, read it, but then he should have said, there's no tape like that. I would have destroyed the tape immediately and denied it.
I don't know that you at 16 can go to your father and say, Dad, I saw your video.
Oh, I see. They probably put it back, and then the cops...
Sounds like an April Fool's.
I don't know, man. Every day the news sounds like April Fool's.
It's true. It's true.
In someplace in New York.
I guess a lot of guys get it on with dogs. You know, we just don't hear about it a lot. It's not the kind of thing you brag about.
I never never told you the story of a friend of mine. Now, let me think.
Sometimes I look at dogs and I think they're kind of attractive.
Oh, stop it.
The big brown eyes.
Yeah. You know, I'm talking about certain kind of puppies.
Yeah. Lassos. Wear those little socks.
They wear those little, when they get in those little vests.
I can see where a guy would get turned on by a dog. You know, the way they always, like, show their area and they're always, like, showing it off.
Presenting themselves.
Yeah, presenting themselves and making themselves available.
Well, they're always wagging those tails.
Right. Asking for it.
You know what I mean? Like, when you, as soon as you go to scratch a dog, they turn over and start spreading their legs.
Mm-hmm. And you know how Jolene or Jolene, whatever her name is, was wagging her butt in your face?
Yeah, the stripper.
That's how a dog is all the time.
Yeah, I can see where a guy might get turned on by his dog. You know, have a few beers.
Opportunity presents itself.
Haven't had anything in a while.
Can we have a can of ice? Hey, you look gorgeous.
But I never told you about this story I heard once of a guy who was in love with his car.
So was Jackie. Oh, no, Jackie was in love with a sheep. That's right, yeah.
I couldn't catch it.
But this girl, she kept noticing that, you know, her husband had less and less interest in her and was always sneaking out of bed at night and going down to the garage.
No. And he had sex with his car?
And he was having sex with the car.
With the gas tank?
But it really, and she, you know, she kept noticing, too, that his underwear was very
sooty.
Sooty, yeah. It was like,
oh, come on.
What, he'd have the car on when he was having sex? Nothing like a warm body. Oh, get out of here. That's insane.
It's true.
You're fooling me now.
How could I make that up?
You can't block up the exhaust pipe. The car would explode.
No, I don't
not
think
for
so.
long periods of time.
How long could a guy last with a car?
I'm getting excited just
Well, I know what I'm doing this vacation.
Where's my Volvo?
I just got a van.
They say here, in the shadow of Lorena Bobbitt's notoriety, graphic designer Marie Spencer has sounded a new alarm for men. When she found her husband Bruce in bed with a neighbor, Mrs. Spencer, who weighs 218 pounds, tossed the lady out of the bedroom, sat on her husband until he was unconscious, and then she crazy glued his penis.
I wish mine would reach. She crazy. I don't believe it. Are you putting me on with this news today? This isn't even real news. How come I never see Jim Jensen talking about this
Robin
stuff?
wrote this stuff last night, I think.
With a computer.
Is that what you do with that computer? All right, very good, Robin. I'm not going to listen to the rest of this.
Oh, stop it. He
You're
was treated
crazy.
at a hospital. We could call and find out. No charges were filed.
I'll pass. I'm not calling up.
And then a lizard-wielding man was arrested on suspicion of trespassing after allegedly threatening two people with his ex-girlfriend's recently deceased iguana.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Walked up to a woman and her boyfriend as they were fixing a car in the garage. When he tried to get inside the car, they warned him away, and he raised the stiff lizard and said, "My lizard will bite you."
Oh, really? Stiff lizard. That's the name of my band, Stiff Lizard.
That's a good name.
That is a good name.
It had been placed in a freezer, so it was good and stiff, so.
Stiff Lizard.
He was arrested on suspicions of misdemeanor trespassing and later released. To end off, they do say that they're going to keep Michael Jordan in minor league baseball.
In minor league baseball?
Yes. Here's the general manager of the Birmingham Barons. His name is
Bill
Hardikoff.
Why is it Hardikoff? He has lung cancer? Bill Hardikoff?
Yeah. He'll tell us how Michael's doing.
His playing ability will dictate how long he's here. Whether if he bats 500, he'll probably move up. If he bats 50, he'll probably move down. But his playing ability will totally dictate it. They expect him to be here pretty much like all the rest of the players for a while. They want to give him a chance to succeed,
to develop,
to get a lot of at-bats and a lot of cuts. So they expect him here for some time.
I believe he needs practice, and the pressure's got to be off him.
Well, while he's out there playing, I guess he'll really get a feel for the competitiveness of the game and how much he has to offer to it.
Yeah.
Here's Hardikoff again.
And if he keeps playing bad, I guess they're going to put him like in Little League at some point.
He will be hopping on the team bus, staying in the team hotel. He'll be treated at his request and the White Sox request as one of the guys. So he will really not get any special treatment other than the additional security that would obviously follow him.
Very good. Well, I'm sure he enjoys that humiliation of going around and being lousy at a sport.
It's better for him. Now he can go to the movies.
Makes total sense.
In Passaic, New Jersey, a candidate for the city school board held a campaign fundraising event at a city go-go bar last weekend.
And that's bad?
Well, not that it seems bad to me, but I guess some people would think if you're running for the school board, you shouldn't be at a go-go bar hawking tickets. They were conducting a private party for this guy at $35 a person.
Right.
And they said there were dancers, go-go dancers, performing continuously during the party. When somebody asked the candidate if he was there, he claimed he didn't even know where the bar was at first. But after another patron who was there said he saw him there, he changed his story. So.
Was he on the Newark City Council at all?
No, this was in Passaic, unfortunately.
Very good.
The 10-year anniversary of the death of Marvin Gaye.
Marvin
I
Gaye?
thought we'd remember him a little bit.
He's dead?
Of course he's dead. He was shot by his father.
I like Marvin Gaye.
Marvin Gaye was a great guy.
Obviously, his father didn't feel the same way Robin did.
I don't know if he was so easy to live with.
Yeah.
But here's a compilation of Marvin Gaye music to remember him on this very sad day.
This one right here. I forget what it's called. This song was all right. This was a good song. This is his best song ever. This is the best song he ever had. And there was another good song he had, too. State of Confusion. What was that one, Fred?
You're thinking of Ball of Confusion.
No, not that. But
that was The Temptations.
Not Ball of Confusion. That was no good.
Heard It Through the Grapevine?
No, that's no good. It was like a party song.
Oh, yeah.
That disco song he had?
It was it was a party. Yeah, what was that disco song he had?
Give it up.
What?
Got to give it up.
Yeah, that was good.
You like that?
That was a great song.
You like that?
I love that damn song. I wish that bastard was alive. He could sing it for me right now. Put on a little show for me.
Wait a second.
You got that song? Give me that song. I'll tell you what was a good Marvin Gaye song. That wasn't even.
Oh, boy.
Here, here's a song you'll like. Give me that song. That bastard was good. He must have been a hell of a guy to live with, though. Always coked up. Old man had to shoot him to get him under
but his
control.
father also had a brain tumor, remember?
Yeah, his father was all right. You don't have it? No. Once again, you disappoint me.
Had us all worked up.
Had me all excited.
But I think his greatest album was that What's Going On album.
Papa Flunky. Mercy, Mercy Me. That was a good one. That was a good song.
Yes, it was.
Here, I'll play a good song that he had. This was a good Marvin Gaye song.
That wasn't a bad one right there.
Mercy, Mercy Me, The Ecology. It doesn't hold up.
Oh, it does.
It aged poorly.
How dare you?
Let me see if I can find one good song.
What's Going On is what you're talking about. The one where there was all the talking in the beginning.
Yeah, that's a good song, too. What's Going On? They were all good, but the best one was that song he had that you were doing. How's it going?
Got to give it up.
Yeah, that was great.
He was another guy who did one of those renditions of the Star Spangled Banner, too, that
Yes.
got put on record.
His rendition of the Star Spangled Banner was the first thing ever played on VH1.
Really? But you have useless information.
I know it.
You got a
I know
brain
it.
full of it.
I know it.
You're like Casey Retard.
Thank you.
All right.
On the talk shows today, Montel Williams, large women who were comfortable and confident with their sexuality.
Hey, you know, Montel's office called here yesterday. They wanted you to come to Las Vegas with him next week.
Why?
Really?
He doesn't even call into the show
I
anymore.
know. He's doing some shows from Vegas, and they want to know if we wanted to come out and do our shows with his shows.
What? What is he?
I told him we were on vacation.
Has he been hitting the floor wax?
See, I think he digs you. He just can't talk to you.
Yeah, what's his problem? Why can't he talk to me?
because you're going
Well, how would we do shows together if we were not talking?
Yeah, what fun is that?
I just said we were on vacation.
Then supposedly he was interested in being my lieutenant governor. I'm going, I can hardly talk to the guy.
If you'd only call in.
And plus he's going to have to be candid about his relationship with Bambi Jr.
Full disclosure.
Full disclosure.
And on Ricky Lake, people upset because their overweight friends get dates while they cannot.
Yeah, that's a kick in the pants. You try and keep yourself in shape and you can't get a date, and then your fat friends get dates.
Oh, just one more thing. Burt Reynolds was sent home from the hospital, and they told him just to take a little rest.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with him.
Evidence of heart disease while he was in the hospital. He collapsed earlier this week, and or was complaining of chest pain earlier this week. And Jane Wallace.
It's the glue in his head got to him. You know, when you glue down that big size hairpiece, that tube, the glue actually seeps into your brain.
Jane Wallace, the woman who was working on CNBC on that show Equal Time, apparently has lost her job.
No, you can see why I never heard of the show. Jane Wallace. All right, very good, Robin.
She was a woman who didn't have such nice things to say about you when she was doing another TV show.
Well, now she can have not so nice things to say about me, but she'll do it from her house. She'll yell out the window to her neighbors, I hate Howard!
And this Sunday, Charles Carroll's last show.
Yeah, we'll miss him.
CBS Sunday morning show.
Yeah.
Run a tape.
Is that the guy who makes poems?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I need, news that rhymes. All right, Jackie, give me your plug and we'll do it. And let me say, my good buddy Sammy Hagar, my new pal. Who the hell thought I'd be saying that today? He's got a new CD out in the stores. It's called Unboxed, in stores everywhere. I want to thank George Steinbrenner for calling in as well, who was involved with this charity event.
Forgot George called.
What is the charity event, Gary? Sum it up. This is 3 paragraphs. Just tell me what the charity event is.
It's a children's health fund. It's a radiothon we do all day on Tuesday. We'll be auctioning off all kinds of things. Don Mattingly and Paul Simon are heavily involved. It's going to be live at Mickey Mantle's on Tuesday.
Jack. All right, anyway, Robin, I'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
And I want to thank everyone for... Okay.
97.1 The